You're a grass.
Yeah. How is Fiona? She left
You're
you
a cunt. Yeah.
I like that. I forgot no, she has.
Welcome back to the True Geordie podcast. Christmas Day.
I'd rather get caught watching porn than watching ASMR.
Do you have a favourite girl?
I'll take whatever I can get. Am
I the only person who doesn't watch Dave Dobrik? I watch some of his videos. It's like, I bought my a car.
I'll be straight with you, Brian. I'm fucking waiting for that video, alright? So
learn how to drive, you cunt.
Learn how to buy things, you cunt.
Alright. I know people who have been cancelled previously, which is why I said to Will,
cancelled half of them.
Shut the fuck up.
Shit.
So you know when you write on a bit of paper and you know you're coming to the end, but you want to finish the word, so you squeeze it in.
Is that the left
done
shoulder?
That, but on my chest. so like, and then there he's really run out of room, so he's just trying to get the whole.
He's there going. Thought about doing the chest pressed a bit more. I've been through 9 podcasts in 3 years.
I mean, that's because you're a backstabbing little cunt.
Not all of them were sex offenders. Only about 25%.
The video of him singing at his meet and greet, I was just like, oh dear Lord.
But you're not the target audience, I suppose.
No,
I don't
but
think
I've got
anyone's
ears.
the target
As you can clearly see, I've got ears.
You got offered to commentate, you got offered to fight.
I got offered to fight and commentate.
at the same time.
Laurence is faded, Laurence is faded.
He's panicking. Oh my god, he shit himself. How do I know he shit himself?
He's done it for the money and nothing else. Fuck.
I've got good tits and a perfect chunky ass, but she's got a boyfriend.
You don't know the message me has sent to Brian either, but it's absolutely fine. Love.
I think it's been fucking ages since I had a woman on the podcast. What's Will's favourite sexual position? I've got the iPod Pro, or whatever they call it, the iPod.
Yeah.
Two of those in either ear. So take them in. It's a good night from me.
Merry Christmas, you cunts. We're ready, and we are rolling. Welcome back to the True Geordie podcast. Christmas Day with my extended family.
Come on, let's give it a Merry
Christmas. This is now tradition.
It's a Christmas tradition, everyone.
Everyone who's lonely can sit with us. That's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, I do actually want that.
Everyone who hates their families can also sit with us.
Cheers to all the people who hate their families. Well done, guys.
Can we start with a song? Should we do a song?
Sure.
What's the song?
What's your favourite Christmas song?
Justin Bieber, Mistletoe.
Robbie Williams and Tyson Fury.
That's actually a banger, though.
I've not heard it.
I've not heard it.
Oh,
I've not heard it. Is it good?
We can't play it, copyright.
We can sing it.
Maybe I could just call Robbie and Tyson. Is it all right if I play a song, lads?
Is it all right if we do it through FaceTime? Yeah. Who the fuck is this?
It's about a woman at the office party called Bad Sharon, who you.
My mum's called Sharon.
Your shagger.
Can I sing it?
Go on then, give it a whirl.
Grab Bad Sharon from the office, nick the champagne, let's get off it.
Right.
Cheers to that.
A little bit of a Brim vibe to this.
And in it, Tyson Fury calls Santa a big dosser.
He's on the naughty list.
Just a question, lads. This year, what's the best mobile game you've played?
Definitely not Raid Shadow Legends.
Well, it's funny you should mention it. Laurence McKenna.
Because in this video we're sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Again! Everyone grab your phones out. We've got a nice Christmas present for you all. It's really good. I know you've already heard about Raid everywhere, but there's a great reason for it. Raid is one of the top-ranked RPG games on the Google Play Store, and it's been nominated as a finalist for Google Play's Best 2019 User Choice Awards.
Can I just say,
About time.
this is our 4th brand deal with Raid Shadow Legends. I just want to thank you for giving your money to us and not these gentlemen around the table. The link will be in the description below for Raid.
Yeah. I mean, Brian, I hear you ask, this game's crazy popular, isn't it? It's got almost 15 million downloads in the last 6 months. What was that you also say, Brian? So what is Raid? Good.
What is Raid,
Should know
Laurence?
by now, Brian.
It's you
listen to the past 3 reads.
It's an epic dark fantasy done right.
You'd think my memory would be better by now, Stephen. I apologise.
You would think.
I am getting old. Alzheimer's is kicking in.
Well, it's probably also because you've been busy discovering 13 spectacular locations, enjoying a fully voiced story campaign, and raid with friends.
So for Christmas, if you want a free game there, download it now.
And now with Christmas coming to Raid, you can check out these super cool Christmas vibey champions, and they're already in the game. There's a new fusion event for Christmas as well. It's only available for the next couple of weeks, because obviously it's Christmas. You can basically combine a few champions and get a new Christmas-looking champion. I'm not even kidding, his name is Tormin the Cold. Ooh. And the best part is free to play. Geo, insert the screenshot here. You can find me under the nickname Lozcast. So go to the special links in the description, and any new player will get 100,000 silver, 1 energy refill, 1 day XP boost, and 1 free champion. Boom, this is the badass champion. All the treasure is waiting for you right here. Hurry up, this is only relevant for 30 days, so get out there.
Amazing game, amazing game.
So what are you waiting for? The link's in the description.
We've been asking people on Twitter, like, what should we talk about?
Yeah.
It's been a bit awkward reading some of those replies. Thanks to everyone who replied. Not everyone, actually. So apparently people want us to talk about the YouTube award, what our YouTube awards would be.
Big awards. Great awards.
We can give each other the awards if we want.
Absolutely.
I'm just
Funniest
letting that be known
YouTuber.
now.
Pudding.
Where are we?
I fell off the shit.
I've seen you. I saw you.
So we've got some topics like Breakout Star, Funniest, Glow Up
Cam
Award,
Kirkham.
Worst YouTuber, Most Improvement, Beauty Gaming, Best YouTuber.
Well, let's do one at a time. Bloody hell, I'm not going to remember all that.
I'm just letting them know what's coming.
All right, okay.
Setting it up.
Nice.
Long form content, Will.
I think Brian gets all of them.
You got a lot of time to play around with on podcasts. Fill it. Breakout YouTube Star.
This
2019.
year.
What we saying?
Zach and Jay?
This
beat
case.
into it, yeah. Zach and Jay.
Was that this?
Only second. I mean, they're only second to Rage.
Oh, they're the lads, and I don't mean this disrespectfully, who did they dressed up like a model or something.
Yeah, it was a good video.
Okay, that was good. Yeah, I haven't seen much of the other stuff.
What about
Is this
Nico?
new? I'd never had you down as a vapor.
You aren't a massive.
Were you vaping?
Yeah,
Look at this
can I see that? Can I
cloud over
see
there.
Let's not avoid this.
Check out for my new CBD line coming 2020.
You would bang that, you know.
Are
You
you
would bang that.
I'm getting into the CBD business. Yeah.
About time.
Wow.
I've always wanted to sell cannabis, and now I can finally do it legally
yeah.
in the UK.
I'm getting into the CD line. I don't mean CD as in terms of, look at it.
HMV's dead.
Sure.
What does CD stand for?
Cognitive
Discs.
Right, good. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Are we just saying Zach and Jay? Is there a?
No,
actually,
how
nominees.
about Nico?
He's
Because I know
really-
he was
he
about
really
before.
did
Nico's up there,
do
but he
you
was
not
about
feel like
before.
he's
It's like
But in terms of the content he does now, he's really honed that down this year.
Yeah.
I still think
Okay.
Zach and Jay do like
one
a better
other.
version.
One other. I mean, it's a bit biased.
Sure.
Very biased.
True Geordie
Blue
too.
Van Man. I'm just going to say.
I've met him now.
I saw a stat about Leicester's win ratio since he came on here. It was a very niche.
I haven't seen
Jack
that, and I already love that
They've
stat.
been built there since they got him on the kickoff. I reckon he's some sort of good omen.
This is it. He's their new sort of mascot. It was so weird how we sort of found him randomly, and then all of a sudden he's giving Jamie Vardy the Player of the Month award.
Yeah.
At least he's not that Jamie Vardy lookalike giving him the award.
Oh God, yeah.
He tweets me a lot, that guy.
Really?
He follows
got-
me quite a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
In a good way or like?
Just
well done
he's
on the
really
latest
into
video.
the stuff. So bad way. How did he get verified? A man that looks like somebody else. That is the main reason you should not be verified. You're
That's a fair
pretending,
shout.
you're
I'm with it, I'm
pretending
with it.
to be someone
The
else.
whole point of verification is to stop that.
But imagine being
Get that gone.
imagine being the person who looks like the Jamie Vardy lookalike, who's trying to take his identity.
I love the fact
I
he's-
look like the Jamie
Because
Vardy.
he does
lookalike.
watch, I think, this, and he'd be now sitting going, "Could you drop my at in, you pricks? Like,
Yeah.
get people to follow."
We can't.
Me.
Isn't
Can't
that
remember.
Jamie Vardy 7? I'm pretty sure that's what it's
No,
like.
it's Lee Chappie.
There you go. Good old Chappie.
Beat that out.
Yeah,
He's not paying.
Yeah, but I feel bad because he's probably going to be watching this.
No, he
Christmas
deserves
Day.
it.
Shadow
Around the
legend.
time.
He's a CD wanker, man.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sitting there on Christmas Day, wanking
so is
away.
it Zach and Jay? Are we?
I would vote. That's my
I
vote,
like them.
for sure.
Good guys.
I think the quality of the stuff and just how it works on the platform.
I feel like I'm out of the loop here because I haven't seen enough of their stuff, but I seen one of them.
Down
videos
to
was
it.
good.
I've
seen
seen
a lot
them
of
in
their videos.
You've rated them for ages.
I've rated them for a
before
while.
him.
Yeah.
You're right.
All right, next one.
Other white guys.
Next one would be
I mean, Blue Van Man, though.
funniest YouTuber.
Oh, this is awkward.
this is
this
pretty
is
awkward.
awkward.
Brian's looking at me thinking, sure, you could take the award home with your eyes closed, but which one of you wants it?
I've been bad this
Sure,
year.
mate, count yourself out.
It's not me.
He's not. A rogue shout. I'd say Gibber. He's the funniest, but like not
He is.
intentionally. He's the funniest person I know, just because of his general demeanour.
Yeah.
Like there's something really funny about him. and
What
I
do you
don't
think
give
about
it the
him
award for
fighting
someone's
Jake?
Yeah.
No, not demeanour.
Oh, fine, Jake.
I'd
That's
pay
going to be
big bucks
great.
to see that.
It's happening.
Yeah, it's 30th of January.
What
isn't
other Jake was it going to be?
From Twinsies or
Humphreys?
where they are. Yeah.
He could do
I'm a bit concerned about that. Like,
What?
well, I don't know. I think it's a really hard fight for both of them.
I think Theo Baker should take
That
it.
But if he
That's what
does
makes
it,
it good.
the limbs. If he does it, it's
It-
like
it-
Newcastle
it's the
winning the
because
league.
of his status in
think
regards to
he
like
does.
how many subs he's got and him being like a FIFA YouTuber.
Yeah.
If he beats the fuck out of Jake, it would be like the Rocky of YouTube.
Oh my god, it's
Yeah.
the most ridiculous timeline I've seen in ages. It's so funny. Like who would have
should
thought
look
we'd
at
got
the
to the point
Roaring
where
20s, Will.
he's fighting Jake Paul?
I remember when I first met him on the first Wembley Cup. I'm sat next. We're just getting to know people. Nobody was really comfortable around me at that table, and he just sat talking to me, and he was like, "Yeah, I've never played professional, like in a stadium before. I actually couldn't even get a game for my Sunday league team, and he was like a bit overweight, not very confident. And then all of a sudden he's like shredded. A few years later, and he's fighting Jake Paul. Like it is a mental glow up.
He's also pressed him so much. So Jake was like, "Nah, I'm not fighting that guy. Not fighting that guy." He's been so relentless at trying to get into this. And Jake was literally like, "Fuck it, I can't live the rest of my life."
And all of the UK being behind him,
that's what
has really helped.
Yeah. Really fucking.
He's
helped.
our guy now.
So funny.
You couldn't go on any video without seeing Gibber, ducking Gibber.
I think Jake's the better like technical boxer of the two, but like the engine of Gibble is going to force a real fight out of that.
It was such a good fight as well with TGF. Jay.
Yeah.
That was such a good fight.
Jay, actually, I'm a bit...
Yeah.
Out of all the YouTube boxers, I think Jay is the one who's sort of done a little bit harsh, because he performed amazingly that night. And he doesn't really get like recognised for how good he was.
He's good at so many different things. It's mental. He's good at cementing his head into a microwave. He does that. He's doing up his own house. He's made music. He's made good... Everyone seems to love his merch.
His clothing is incredible.
On the DIY, he really is.
Yeah, he's really good at DIY,
Genuinely. He'll knock you a wardrobe.
He should do like changing rooms or something for YouTube.
Well, Dion Dublin branched out, so it's time in it.
Sure.
All right, so what we saying? Funniest YouTuber? Do you know? I don't think it's been the best year.
Do you give it to like one of the Americans, like Cody Ko, Noel Miller?
Oh, that's a shout.
But they're always
Cody Ko's thing though now, because he really just stole True News and then ran with it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
If you're going to say Gibbo because like kind of accidentally being funny, then
Theo Baker.
I would say BVM's in that category as well. Like unknowingly, Blue Van Man.
In terms of
unknowingly being funny.
Yeah.
Like when did you see recently he put that elastic band ball thing on his head? The whole intro, I was like, this is going to hit you in the face.
Yeah. Is he going to win all of these awards?
So good.
You can have beauty vlogger as well if you want.
No, he didn't win the last award, did he?
So are we allowed to vote for Americans or not?
Whoever the fuck we
Who
want.
would you nominate?
David Dobrik.
David Dobrik's up there. David Dobrik.
But Jason Nash in his videos makes me laugh. That's the problem.
Jason Nash is funny. He's not a YouTuber.
I'd say Noel Miller. I prefer him.
Yeah, Noel's incredible.
Who Noel Miller is? Who's Noel Miller?
He's the other one that he's with.
It's Cody Ko, Stephen tries.
Oh, that guy. Right, okay. Yeah. Right.
Oh, no.
Stephen took that one. Sure. I've never seen you hammer Stephen like that and him just put his head down. I
might be the funny one. I'll take that.
He's Cody Ko's True Geordie. Yeah, brilliant.
All right, Blue Van Man would be my... In terms of who's made me laugh the most.
He's made me laugh more. Although, who's the guy that he goes to, Unky Steve? I mean, he's
for the visually impaired.
Yeah, and he is literally visually impaired.
He's got a blind uncle who he has like.
I think he calls him Uncle Steve. I don't know if he is actually his uncle.
Steve.
I thought it was Hunky Steve.
Hunky Steve. Yeah.
So it's a very different dynamic.
Yeah. Should say Hunky Steve?
Yeah.
Right,
cool.
We're testing a new lube today.
We got Glow Up Award. Who's become like handsome out of nowhere?
I mean, I'm not. I mean,
I've got some junky Steve.
I think George Mimulus gets that. He's looking great nowadays.
Yeah,
does look good.
People will never know that.
Yeah, thankfully.
You know who would be listening and wanting this? It's Jim Pictures Instagram. Member of the Sidemen.
Ethan.
Can't, impossible. He wants it. I know he's listening going, it's got to be made this
He literally just literally went, huh?
Oh, yeah.
And then, and we went,
Zerka
I think it's probably Mimulus. And he went,
all right, I think Bazinga's definitely.
You've got to give it to him.
Do you know what it is?
No, you haven't. Nah, you haven't.
But you fucking don't.
No.
In terms of a glow up, yeah.
Yeah,
do you know, when you see younger pictures of him, I must admit, it's fucking mental how it's changed.
I think it's mean though to just people who are chubby in general.
No, but in terms
they're not good-looking people.
But he's also
that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying he's lost the weight and he now looks great. It proves that he was handsome the whole time. We just couldn't see it.
I thought he was handsome before. How do you know that
doesn't mean glow up in terms of the channel was shit and now it's decent?
Good point.
Because in that case, Josh Peters.
He looks worse, but the channel looks better. So it's sort of good in a way, isn't it?
It's the stress of the game.
Yeah, exactly. Or living with Casper Lee. You never know which. Yeah.
Casper did
when will influencer take off?
Did he see that? I thought
video.
to myself, oh, he's really got me there. He's actually, and then I thought. I googled it. He owns the fucking company who sponsored me. Yeah. Technically,
Will does
he didn't really get me a brand deal.
Go down, I
thought to myself, the only way you got me a brand deal was actually owning the company who sponsored me.
But at the same time, he got you a brand deal.
Yeah, I'm not complaining.
At the same time, it also shows what a difficult task it is to get you a brand deal.
Like, you should download right now. It's way better.
Can I just make
you can get endless bars all around the country.
Can I just say, I've heard bad things about them because... they're just sort of leaking your info when you plug them in.
Just give me a plug and a lead. That's all I want, guys.
I also heard that people at the top are touching kids.
Aren't they everywhere? You know.
Do you know what,
Hashtag ground.
Cam Kirkham on the Glow?
Speaking of touching kids,
Speaking of which,
Yeah.
Cam Kirkham, he's got like really handsome this year.
He's always been handsome.
No, but like
quite handsome.
now he's eating properly. He's gotten really
now he's actually eating. It really helps.
No, but you know what I mean.
Cracking pair of shoulders.
He's getting
Well done,
older. He's maturing into a man.
That
Are we all
Instagram post.
thinking about what Jack is on soon?
Are we all ignoring? I mean, you've had 2 burps in your life.
I've let it go. I've let it go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That six-pack was delicious, man.
Do you know what it is? Top 3 is Jack because you were chiseled this year.
And you didn't
I
even
was
mention
impressed
it.
with that.
Well done.
I can't believe it made
this bit.
true news.
It did, yeah.
I tried your 50-day thing. I got 4 days in. I was going to, 10 days in, 20 days in, I was going to DM you like, you got me on it, and then I finished.
Is that all?
Thursday.
Is that Geordie
Yeah, but that's
leading
because
you?
you're still making videos and shit. I gave all that up.
Again. Oh, another year.
Is this Geordie who's training you then?
Nah, he does it with me.
All right.
He does it with me. He was a PT many moons ago.
Yeah.
But he's out of the game
Let
now.
himself go.
He was doing shrugs the other day and pulled a muscle on his neck. So he's out.
Embarrassing.
The most
He was-
duty
The big
emoji
sarcastic
ever.
shrugs or what?
Yeah, he's just like, what do you think of this video?
He was the
Sorry, I pulled a muscle.
Oh shit!
he was the first person I saw after JJ won, and I just ran over and grabbed him, and he looked at me like, "What's going on?" I'm going, "Yeah!" And I think he was just clocking it like 5 seconds later. I was like, "Yeah!"
I completely forgot that I saw you. The next day I looked at my camera, I was like, I was smashed.
That was good fun.
Did you get in the after party? Yeah, I didn't.
What were you 2 drunk or something?
No, so we turned up. What was it?
One
at
Oak?
One Oaks or something? I'd lost
Oh
my
yeah,
card.
yeah.
Duty had lost his card, and Calix was there as well. He's gone straight in, and the woman's turned to me and she's gone, "Yeah, it's $15." And I was like, "I haven't got any cash." So I was like, Cal, can I have $15? He was like, "I haven't got anything." Walked in, and then the woman, I went, "Hang on, he's just walked. He hasn't given you $15." So the woman went, "He's on the list." So I went, "So am I?" She went, "Whose list?" I went, didn't even say JJ's. I went, "KSI." She went, "No, you're not." I went, "No, I'm not." See you later. Fucked off.
Wow.
KSI.
Knowledge, strength, integrity, HD.
Oh yeah,
You can't not give it to Ethan, can you?
Yeah, you got to, but he wants it, which is why
He wants it
Jack's
too
got
much,
abs.
and therefore he can't have it. It's
Don't
much.
we-
Yeah.
You got to utilise self-control.
This is
I mean, Jack's got abs.
Just give it to Jack.
give it to
Actually,
Jack.
Because Jack's been humble about it.
We all know you've seen him naked. What does he look like?
He sacrificed making videos, so
Yeah.
I think that gives it even more of a.
There was
Yeah.
no
I've done that
calendars
as well,
out
but I'm
this
still
year.
flabby.
Yeah.
You made
Give it
one,
me
didn't
if
you?
you want.
I'll take it.
Well done.
Worst YouTuber.
No, wait, are we all just confirming that was me?
Yeah.
Definitely Jack. Not that he's bothered about it. It was Jack.
Yeah, worst YouTuber.
Is there
Jack.
who was the worst? Like
I never thought I'd say
in
it,
terms
but
of like YouTubers who were good and have declined massively.
back-to-back categories that Bazinga can
Drop off.
compete in.
Me and you here.
I'm joking.
Do you know what it is, right? I genuinely think it's been like quite a bad year for us. Like, it's not
I
us
agree.
personally,
I've been
but like
shit this
YouTube generally. Like, I feel like
Might.
2018, it felt like it was everyone was on fire, everyone. And now 2019, I look back, I'm like, how many great YouTube videos watch it? Like, you know what I mean? I don't feel like it's been like,
I think you've had a great year.
oh, fuck
Oh,
off.
shagging,
Are you
man.
taking the piss?
Go on.
I've got a video you need to watch,
Justin.
Bri.
Hear me out, because the start of your year was woeful, terrible.
Thank you.
Wasn't it? I
was a
saw
dip
you,
in
I
August
saw you
as well.
trending. I was buzzing for you. Then I saw why you were trending. I was like,
It was a good year.
And I
a
was
bit
buzzing.
embarrassed, but you have smashed it since then.
It's funny how being embarrassed can sometimes sort of spur you on.
That's it.
Isn't it?
There you
It's
go.
a great thing.
Yeah.
It's almost
All
like now
publicity is good
people.
publicity.
Now people have such like a low opinion everybody around this table. You can do no wrong, so it's great.
It
Yeah,
is.
true.
When everyone knows that you're a BDSM freak, it's great. It's great, isn't
You're a
it?
dog
Oh,
in the
we all
sack.
are, so it's nothing to be ashamed of.
You've had a great year.
I didn't know what you were going to go and BDSM.
Yeah.
You've been there.
Yeah,
You have.
the tour took a bit of a. The
I forgot about that.
Not really.
When you do that, it means we smashed it.
each other.
And the tour was fucking great.
The tour was good. It was just like taking a month off. That was.
I didn't expect it to be as good as it was.
It was hard for me
No,
to
I
take
don't
on
mean
as
this
well.
in a...
We are.
No, but because I had nothing. You told me nothing. So I'm like, what the fuck are these two
'cause we
clowns
wrote it
going
in
to
the
do?
last week.
And like,
Yeah.
I went and it was like, production, like everything was going on. I was like,
Nice.
oh, this
We
is like...
take
where
all
the
the
money
claims
went.
for the production.
Well, yeah, you probably could have done it with less production. But the point is,
A
you
lot less
smashed it.
expensive.
Like, I walked away going, they've done themselves proud there.
That's
Yeah.
probably the most without like actually being serious, probably the most proud I've ever been.
Yeah.
With anything to do with YouTube.
What was the one night where you were like the most proud, like of the moment?
Very first one, because I've never done. Like, I've never been like a theatrical type. Like at school in the nativity, I was like cleaner number 3. Like I was never, and then like to go and step out.
Was you nervous?
Oh my god, shitting myself, like terrified. But then like at half time, I was like,
for him.
Because I was more worried about you than him, naturally, because he's got more experience in it.
He's just natural born into
Yeah.
But when I seen you,
People
you
say
probably
I look like a thespian.
you couldn't. When I'd seen you, you'd probably done like, I don't know, 10 by then or whatever.
Yeah.
You were like clockwork. Like I could tell this was like a smooth operation.
I think it's when you're going out that you've got something really good to deliver.
Mag Smith.
Like when we could bounce between the two, like we'd get 5 minutes on, and then Stephen would take over. It was kind of just flowed really well. Like the people that did it with helped us a lot.
You can always rely on Max as well.
How much was like improv, and then how much was like on the beat? Like
every word scripted.
Was it really? Yeah, fair.
Although one night in Manchester, we'd spent at least like 20 to 30 minutes with Max rehearsing comebacks to heckles.
Yeah.
It was our biggest crowd, and we thought you got to be on it for tonight. So he had some really funny ones, and we just kept going over it. And then he gets out there, and some kid shouts, "Greg's!" because that was one of the jokes about him visiting every Greg's in Manchester. And he just goes, "Oh, fuck off!"
I just specifically said no swearing in this show, lads. Like there'll be a younger audience, just play it safe. But like no swearing.
Just going, "Oh, fuck off! I don't need this." And then that was one of the funniest bits of the show for me.
Did you enjoy touring?
Yeah, I did. Even when it was like a really long car journey from Ipswich to Cardiff. We had
two of the biggest destinations in the UK this year.
Guys, thanks to the Ipswich crowd for turning on for the last 5 minutes of the show. Really good stuff.
Were they dead? Were they?
Well, Belfast was the worst.
Really?
So if
That's surprising.
So our crowd quite like to shout nonce. And Belfast liked it a lot more than the rest. So sometimes you get like 1 or 2 or half, and then a bit at the end or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you get that a lot?
Belfast won it straight away. Yeah, I don't know why he gets it.
You imagine there's someone in the crowd that doesn't know like YouTube culture and that, and then like people just shouting nonce at you. It's like,
Imagine someone not
Working on the
knowing
show.
YouTube culture, and someone maybe losing lots of money for them not knowing what YouTube culture is about. That would be crazy, wouldn't it? Imagine if, say, loads of people calling you a nonce lost you lots of money.
Didn't lose me anything, no. I've had 2 brand deals this year. Both have fallen through, but I got paid for both, so swings and roundabouts.
Didn't do the work. Who's the real winner?
Was that TikTok this year?
TikTok and MLB.
MLB, what's that?
It was Whistle Sports, who I believe the F2 have a hand in that channel. So cheers, lads. Cheers, Jez.
Well played. Have you ever been heckled in the street by any fans?
Fans.
You've got loads of them, Stephen.
This one guy shouted, "What time is it?" And then I looked for my phone. He took it. Good heckle. Anything for the subs.
True story.
While you're over there, subscribe.
Are we on worst YouTuber?
Yeah,
I would say yeah.
We're
quite a harsh
obviously
award.
dodging this question.
That's weird because we've spoken about me for 10 minutes now.
Are we going for someone that was good
Basically,
and now shit?
I think the point is like someone who you have to a certain standard, who you rate like
Who's
within
fallen
the
off a
group
bit.
of people that is dropped. Right
I'm not
off.
gonna lie, Annoying Orange's channel's not what it used to be.
Yeah?
I don't know if anyone paid
Before, no.
attention.
I'm not a
10
big
years
fan of all of the corporate channels that have started up. So sort of Sky have started putting all the stuff up on their channel, and BT
They're not
Sport have done doing all their
YouTubers.
stuff. They're not YouTubers, but they're
count.
YouTube channels. I
Yeah,
feel like
no
they
one
could all
gives
win
a fuck
collectively a
about
bad award because they're also
I really want to
faceless.
think of a good one for this.
It's
but I
hard.
can't.
We can edit
You
this bit
reviewed
out
all
anyway.
that.
It's fine.
No.
That's a lie. If this makes it in, that's a fucking lie.
No, the point
That's
I'm
what he
making
tells
is
me every time.
we can take our time with this and actually get a good.
I
answer if we
reckon
want.
the worst YouTube channel this year was Happy Hour after I was left.
Oh wow! Because that's where it really started to take off. Do you know what I mean?
Funny that, isn't it?
say that.
The watch time increased like tenfold.
don't say that.
I can imagine the watch time has gone down because he likes to fucking waffle like.
I like
That's
goodbye,
why
everyone.
people aren't watching.
I just want to thank Jack for getting us on the podcast and never uploading it. It was
No,
a great
it's gone
year.
out today.
Okay,
It's
brilliant.
gone out
There you go.
today.
So the joke's on me. Yeah.
Oh, did he not
Unbelievable.
upload that? Did he
No,
not?
he couldn't be bothered. He literally
came out
messaged me and
ages
said,
ago.
"Yeah, it's weird."
fuck's
He said,
sake.
"Only do the big boys."
This goes down like a mother's milk. This, I tell you.
mother's milk taste like that?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I've not been breastfed for many a moon.
Yeah.
Well, it's Christmas coming up, ma'am. So That sweet seed still milking. Stop.
Stephen, it's 20 minutes in.
What would you do if your mum
sorry,
literally
Mum.
said to you, "Do you want to be breastfed again?"
I'd
Well,
say.
you'd definitely say no.
I'd say.
Can I ask you a question?
Are you doing your prank channel again?
honest
Mum? Are you
question.
reviving that?
Hang on.
Has anyone in this group ever tasted breast milk?
No.
As a baby,
baby,
yeah.
yeah.
No.
In my life,
As a baby, I was loving
I was all over it as
You
well.
know, because for me, I've had so much
brandy
come out
mix.
about me. This is not a big deal now. So I was once fucking a girl who's actually like not long had a kid. I just sucked on her tits without thinking.
Yeah.
Not long.
And then-
How long?
I mean, like, it was like,
nourishment, mate.
I want to say like, all right.
Wow.
Without,
She had a
like,
cesarean, it was fine. Straight in there.
Finally, it can fit.
No, come on. I want
you
to
try and start.
Well, it seems to me this is still
breast
good.
milk review. I want to hear Breakout.
I'm going to say like 18 months, 2 years old that the kid was.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right.
You can't be shagging them.
And come on. So they're in the other room or whatever, babysat or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck.
Sure.
I can't even remember.
Whatever the fuck.
I was like 20 at the time.
Yeah.
Sure.
And yeah, boom. And do you know what surprised me?
Tasted good.
Tasted good.
Oh.
Yeah, so
It was
If
like.
you were to compare it to like something you
So
buy
I tell
off
you
a
exactly
shelf.
what it tastes like.
How does she react?
Cravendale.
Latte.
Well, she thought I deliberately done it. I was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Were you looking up like, "Mama" sort of thing? Yeah.
Do you know me, myself, and Irene?
Yeah.
Wasn't like that.
Yeah.
So I'm sucking her fucking
straws
nipple,
in each
and then it just splashes out, and I'm like, it's like a warm, sugary milk, like as if you'd put it in the microwave,
Yeah.
normal, like full fat milk,
Came out
popped a couple of
piping hot.
sugars in it.
Like condensed milk.
Straight, no, like full fat from a cow. She wasn't a cow.
I was gonna say.
She's actually very nice.
Yeah.
And then it happened, and I was just like, well, then that's that answer.
Yeah.
Sweet
One of
treat.
life's mysteries.
Before you know it, she was tasting your milk. Right.
So my worst YouTube this year is True Geordie.
There you go.
That's
sorted.
I genuinely don't think it's been such a good year or such a bad year. It's just been such a level year.
I mean, that's
Deji
almost
Olatunji.
worse.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
No, put Deji in.
Can we talk about Tank
Because he had the
News
beef
for a
with
second?
KSI early, and he milked that. Not like you, Brian. And he just sort of lost a bit of face with it.
Yeah. Tank News was a good original format as well. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh,
Tank
yeah.
News.
When he made Tank News, I thought it was the funniest thing ever.
Yeah.
It was such a, like, I've never been ripped off so quite perfect. It was great.
Yeah,
I don't actually mind that though. Good on him.
No, I like
But that's because it's not a threat to you, you know?
I mean, good luck to him.
I think he deserves it just because he changed his name from Comedy Shorts Gamer, and that in itself.
Yeah,
He lost
I
his-
love that name.
Does anyone else think of comedy shorts if he was wearing comedy shorts?
Put me funny
One of the SpongeBob ones or something.
exactly.
So have we got a worst YouTuber?
No.
Well,
What's happening with
crown
Liverpool?
Deji and move
Deji,
on.
yeah.
Do you feel a
Most
bit sorry for Deji, by the way?
No.
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 Okay, fair enough.
I don't know what's gone on with him
Felt
and
nothing.
JJ, but from what
I hope
I've
he's
heard-
having a lovely Christmas day.
Yeah.
Yeah, this year.
It's going to be.
with
It's
his
going to be better than
I am
last
happy
year.
that they've like seemed to like sorted that out.
I think that's because JJ's done it. Because apparently he's just messaged him online and not.
Yeah.
You'd
If
expect
JJ
your
had
brother
lost,
to actually.
Deji probably.
Yeah.
Of course, online messaging
back and
always leads to
impulsive.
meaningful relationships.
Yeah.
That was a bad move, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't great.
Yeah.
Going on impulsive.
No, it was
It's
funny
slightly,
though.
yeah.
It was a bit funny though, wasn't it?
It was so bizarre. Like the whole period now just feels really weird, almost like a fake storyline or something.
It
was
feels
mental.
written. It feels written.
I suppose we'll never know.
Can we have the pink one now?
Who wants alcohol? Who wants alcohol?
I'm good,
Oh,
thank
yeah,
you,
why
Brian.
not?
I'm changing me.
what are we after, lads?
I'm absolutely Paul Gascoigne.
Yeah, I'll have a bit of.
That's a different substance.
All right.
Did you hear about him kissing a woman on the train?
I got away with it.
Yes, yes.
He did get away with it,
Then he was
although
just trying to
he ran
reassure
into
her
a
about being
different
fat.
I think he got away with it on the
Really?
basis they didn't have quite enough to sort of nail him. Because
Yeah.
the story, when I read it, it was like, I often kiss people who feel inferior because they are labelled fat. I've been labelled fat too. It's like, what kind of mental bullshit is this
a
defense?
mental.
I feel bad for
And the
him.
fact that he
Sounds
got
pretty
off
guilty,
with
like.
it is nuts.
when you read it as well from what the lawyer actually said in court, you're like, how
The
did they-
lawyer literally defended him, saying, "Remember his goal at 96."
No.
I thought myself,
It's
he
mental.
put that in the jury's head. You're like, are you joking?
To be fair, the worst bit was when Ral Moat came in with the fishing.
Remember the time? Good old
Our city has
Modi,
plenty
as some
culture.
people knew him.
There's not been enough big serial killers this year.
He was definitely the best one. If there's an award for that for the decade, I'll give it Raoul Mood.
For this
Few days on the run.
Yeah, but Gaza made
police
him.
officer.
Gaza made him.
Gaza really did. Topped off.
When Gaza turned up with the cans and the chicken and the fish.
believe
Panto,
that.
pure panto.
Yeah, not pure panto. He's behind you. You're dead.
Just Craig Revel Horwood dressed as a Dave.
Can we get Alex a drink? What do you want?
Oh,
Can we get
where's the
there more champagne?
Champagne.
Champagne there.
Thank you.
Isn't that done?
No, it's
No.
Oh, we'll be soon.
I'll tell you what is done. Corbyn's
done.
revolution. Am I right, Tories? I'm joking.
Who did you vote for, lad? So you
Labour.
voted
Oh, Labour.
all Labour.
Yeah.
Diana.
That was like the biggest proof that Twitter is bullshit in history. It's like this is not a fucking
It's an echo
representation of real life. People aren't. And I wonder how many people actually said they voted Labour,
But it's
and then
always
secretly
been
were
like
like,
that. Trump won
me shy
Brexit.
Tories.
"I'm a YouTuber."
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Twitter's shit at winning elections.
Yeah.
There was a she's like a gym influencer, Grace Beverly. She's got Grace Fit or something.
Can we have a
She
little-
lost a load of. You're like her. She lost a load of followers. Yeah. She sorry, Grace, if you're watching.
It's not unhealthily big. Just
She was one of the first.
Squats.
I just typed in Grace BE straight away. Boom.
Yeah,
But
but
it's a
she's
compliment because he does fitness videos.
Yeah, I mean, if she wants a big bottom,
she
then
was
that's
talking
legit.
about tactical voting,
Sure.
and pro-Labour and stuff.
Yeah.
And she lost a lot of followers based on it.
Yeah,
She
I-
was saying, noticed how your favourite influencers were so loud during like Friday, but not saying anything now.
Yeah.
Which is a good point.
Wait, sorry. So is she Tory or is she?
No, she's
right,
a-
okay,
she wanted
just
the
checking.
Tories.
Yeah.
You went Lib Dems, didn't you, Alex?
Yeah, that. I was hoping BNP would be on there, but when I found out they weren't, I was devastated. Very upset. Oh my god, have they? Bring them back.
He voted for
No, there's
Comedy
a
Shorts
dragon in
game.
that corner.
He just still going through the photos.
Scroll down.
He's gone 2 hours
Genuinely,
later.
mate.
Yeah, she's
Brian
nice.
gets lost.
Thanks
in
for that, Stephen.
That's all right.
Genuinely, she's fucking.
fiance. So
Well, maybe we could get our followers back.
He's not allowed to look at other women.
Right.
The police over here.
Yeah.
You.
police. See the accusing.
You've got a
finger.
fiance.
It's not like she's sitting home going, "Oh yeah, silly me."
You're a grass.
Yeah.
How was Fiona? She left
You're a
you.
cunt. Yeah.
I like that. No, she has.
About time, innit?
Yeah.
Cheers to what was, eh?
Come
on.
To Fiona!
Hey.
And all the women who put up with YouTubers everywhere.
She's
Shout out to all the side pieces who don't get the mentions.
She's gonna get
They're
a
the
nasty
real
surprise.
queens of this industry.
I d-
They're the glue that holds YouTube
She
together.
left
really
me for
are.
George, Memulous.
Really?
Yeah. Should we talk about that?
We've seen George. I've seen George yesterday.
Yeah.
What
How
was
is he?
He's got his
How do you
own.
know it was him?
Still got his face. Yeah. Barely.
He's got his own thing going.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
I don't have mate.
Is that public?
I prefer
No,
not to
no.
speak.
It's not
No.
public
If I
apparently.
speak,
Yeah.
Never mind what I've just said.
He's
Me
with a
and
girl that wears a
George,
wolf mask.
mine and George's relationship was meant to be on the down low. So I don't know what you guys are talking about.
You
Yeah.
fucked out with the dishwasher.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Let's not talk about the dishwasher.
No, that- no,
like that, Jack.
I thought that was a
I put
joke.
the stuff in the dishwasher because he complains when it's on the side, and when I put it in, he complains when it's in the dishwasher.
But if he's,
Alex, you
don't
can't
put it in
do
like-
that.
if he puts pans in
It's still
upwards,
it's still
Yeah.
no.
Wow.
It's still had spaghetti
What is
in.
wrong with you?
It's still had spaghetti in.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is.
no, it's
It
just
is.
like-
you are
Depending on
guilty.
how
No,
much.
this is-
From an outside point in, you are gay.
He doesn't. He's not in the apartment. He don't count. It's slander. I just put it in there. Not. I didn't turn it on. So where's the real crime?
The real crime is that you put it in the fucking dishwasher the other way up. That's almost like
Absolutely
that's worse
full
than
of
that.
acid.
hoodie.
You don't need
That's
to wash.
nasty.
Well, when I saw people tweet me being like, "How do you not know?" and it's like, well, maybe I wasn't raised properly. So
Right, so just in every situation, it wouldn't be your fault.
Do you know, genuinely, one of the videos I laughed at the most this year was a video that Alex made, right?
really,
I can't remember who the fuck you were going in on.
Slazzo, wasn't it?
Hey, banter!
That's why I'm here, Alex. That's why I'm here.
Was that the make of dishwasher that you fucked up? It's a lovely slazzo.
Can we just say, I never set that up. I was genuinely...
We
he was trying to give me a
we
compliment.
planned
was,
that.
Now it's
We
gone.
planned that.
That's very good.
No, it was fucking... the guy who did the McDonald's video, man.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because you went...
White by name, white by name.
what really makes me laugh is when you're so deadpan and you're like, YouTubers don't do adverts like this anymore. We're all depressed now.
How is it? Is it
Ryan, he's not
It's so true. He was like every YouTuber off camera is so depressed.
It was so odd because you watch him and he seems so happy to be in a McDonald's.
Yeah.
And then it's like, we know you don't want to be
We both
there,
did really funny videos about
We
that.
did
didn't
actually. He did his after.
All three of us, or four of us did really
I have
funny
to
videos
say,
about it, so-
Alex's was the best though.
Thank you.
Genuinely.
Thank you very much.
No, because when I watched that, I was like,
It's the only video,
this
it's the only
is
video
fucking
from this
fire.
year.
Because when I made it, I was thinking Jack's going to do it so much better when he sees this.
Yeah.
No, this was.
One opinion doesn't mean
Oh,
like,
yeah, the
whole-
math.
No,
It's also funny because I watched both your videos and I thought, we'll smash those guys. So it was really good.
No, genuinely, it was fucking class.
it was
that
good.
was such a weird moment when he did that. Like,
The thing that one of the things I missed in the video that all the comments picked out is that people at McDonald's, they don't wear gloves when they make those burgers.
Yeah,
They
that's
do it with
fine.
their bare hands.
I'm fine with that.
Are you okay?
Bare
Yeah,
grubby
I'm fine
hands, Alex, did you say?
Yeah.
Well, if you work at McDonald's, well,
Such a
that was
I actually,
that was so weird. That was one of the weirdest moments of
Yeah.
the year because he hadn't done anything that wrong. Like in terms of he hadn't hurt anyone
But
specifically.
it's when you're Ollie White, you've got to be careful.
But
Yeah.
it was
Yeah,
just
you really did.
it was meant.
If you vote Tory and then you do that, it's a real problem.
It was
It
just
is.
such, it was one of the most misjudged videos. You know
well,
what
I
mean?
watched it and I was like, it's almost like he sat down and gone, oh, if I really wanted to make a video that Jack could do a really great video on, I'd make
It's
this.
like he saved
was
you
tailor-made.
guys.
Yeah,
It's like he was like, Jack hasn't made a good one in a while.
In a while. Oh, God,
Done.
I was literally sat there struggling, like not uploaded in a month, and I saw that. I was like, I'm getting
On a
the pen and
plate.
paper
Yummy,
out.
yummy, yummy.
Yeah.
He could only have done it better if he'd done like
Nah.
he should have done like a McDonald's X Ollie
Uploading
White
it.
t-shirt, and that would have been the only thing that would secured it.
I might write that down.
It's funny because I still think he went back to McDonald's again. Loads of engagement. So,
Yeah.
it's actually
Yeah,
been further.
yeah.
Loads of other
Literally, all the
influencers
other
covered this.
YouTubers are talking about this.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
fantastic.
exactly.
Got to get a free apple pie. Fuck off,
Fair
Ollie.
point.
What about we got most improved YouTuber?
Speaking of Ollie White,
Not like Breakout star, but like ones who you already knew about, but like have really upped the level.
I'd say,
Stephen's uploaded loads this year.
Yeah.
Will, you've got to stop. Thank you, though.
I will say, actually, there was a good video that I watched all the way through. I don't really watch a lot of people's videos all the way through. Your video in Hawaii was good, Will.
It was.
Yeah.
The race from one side of the island to the other was like,
Yeah.
I watched it and was a bit like almost jealous that you'd done that video. It was that good? Yeah, it was a really good
I
video.
liked your Bobby
I
Misler
genuinely,
one. That was
my
class.
favorite.
That was a good video.
My favorite reaction this year was when Laurence found out you were in Hawaii because he loves traveling, right?
Yeah.
And I was the one who went, "Oh, Will's in Hawaii,"
Yeah.
and like his face, he went, but not in a like. He was like, "We're stuck here making the fucking kickoff, and they're in Hawaii. We're
Yeah.
doing something wrong."
Yeah, what
I
a
loved
funny
it.
joke.
Minute that.
Yeah, what
I
a funny
loved it.
moment that was. That was hilarious.
Oh, it was great. It was great.
Yeah,
no,
not traveling
fair,
in
you've-
the
you
UK.
have
I
half
used
the
to
game.
I used to slag you off to my family about the lack of effort you put into videos, but you've really changed that around.
Yeah.
guys
Oh, you
are
see a
both-
baker in a video, it really
I was
levels
joking
you
about
up.
It was
No, you
awesome.
won't. No, you don't.
Also, if you've been
Most
watching the second
improved.
channel, I think I've been really funny on there. So I think you could really give Will credit for making
The way
it
that
look
you
decent.
drain
Yeah.
those other people for that second channel is really impressive.
Pay them a
incredible,
penny,
yeah, it's
yeah,
really
lads.
good.
No
Yeah.
pennies paid.
Yeah,
It's
he
great.
come in my
And we do it
bedroom
all
for
for
5
free.
minutes.
Yeah.
He's thinking, finally. And then next thing he knows, he's in a video.
I've got to ask him, oh, do you want to come around and play FIFA for an hour first? And should we
Just to
should
set
we do
it
an
up.
SW video? Should I just,
No, I do it.
Do you
anyway.
actually not pay him for being on second channel?
Why would I?
No.
He's
Make
making
it
shitloads
shitloads
for video.
Mate,
20
take-
minutes. Are you getting paid for today? No.
Oh, on the
You came all the way
podcast,
here.
he was getting thousands, weren't he?
Yeah, I was
How much
getting
you
loads of
make
money
per
off
hour?
of
He's getting paid in exposure, man. He's loving life. All for the exposure.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
I
desperate.
just want friends.
What's the award?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Most improved
Most
YouTuber.
improved.
Oh, I mean, I
guess-
definitely improved a lot.
I guess Nico's had a really good year, but I don't know if
His latest video.
Yeah.
Have any of
Yeah.
you seen Nicholas?
Because he
His
took-
latest video is incredible.
He took making really good videos to making really good YouTube videos,
Yeah.
which what would just go like poppers, like
Yeah.
just fucking go.
I'd give it to him.
That's a fair point.
His-
He was already sick, so it's like
Yeah.
it's like when you're really fat.
Yeah,
No.
he's leveled up, but
That's
not.
not the way it
I wouldn't
works.
say like the most improved in terms of like. I kind
come
of
from the shitters.
Yeah, you want someone who's gone from like I guess
Have we-
above average to like smashing it.
Josh Peters has done.
Yeah,
Like you say, in terms of
Josh
numbers.
Peters is. We've already.
I think you have to give it to Josh because he really went from making like videos that were good but would never do well on YouTube
Like
to
less
really
than
like
100K,
cracking
yeah.
down
I'd
and making
say
videos,
Videos that
would
weren't
work.
very
I'd go
good
with
but did
Josh.
really well on YouTube.
Yeah.
Nico was still
Yeah,
doing
so
well in
the two,
2018.
that's how YouTube works.
I think Josh has a shout, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's actually like. When I first met him, I thought like I kind of shouldn't like you, but I still do.
I like
Yeah.
him.
You know what I mean?
He's a good lad.
Because he's totally different to me, but he's a sound lad.
It's just
isn't
when he does that McDonald's brand deal and it all goes downhill for him.
He went from making content that I would like rip off to
Yeah.
content I wish I was making.
Yes.
he? Fair
Yeah.
play, like.
So I think you got to give it to Josh.
Yeah.
He's definitely
He's
always
always
like.
making content.
Beauty YouTuber, someone suggested. I mean, James Charles. Anyone?
He
Nah,
blocked
had
me
a
on
stinker
Twitter.
the other day. Oh, he followed me after he blocked me. Jim
You stopped talking
Can you ask
to me.
him for a podcast? I'd love to do a podcast with him.
JC, will you
Just
Shag
get
him
in there before
afterwards,
Jack
And
does if he
JC,
can.
I won't get him.
beauty
Yeah.
YouTuber.
I
He's
can't
one of the
get
few
guests.
YouTubers I would shag. James Charles.
Well, that makes two on the table.
Would you?
Gaming.
Wow.
No, I'm not joking. Well, have you seen the latest
That's
picture
pretty, to be
with
honest.
it? He just put a picture.
Oh, the one
up.
on the McLaren. He's
What, has he got his arse
Breaking
out in a
boundaries.
McLaren?
Yes, pretty
James
much.
Oh, right, okay.
Charles.
Yeah.
Wait there. It's a bit weird because I'm not sure how bad it's photoshopped.
What, is it not a real looking McLaren?
Who's that?
So
It's James, isn't it?
Oh, has he got a wig on?
He's got an even better bum than I do.
No, you have a very nice bum.
does that look like a girl to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks a little
I'm
bit like a
happy to
cat
go
from
first.
here. I don't know how much I've drank, but it looks a little bit like a cat. If it had whiskers, I'd
Like
go.
a cat.
Can we? Yeah, we'll Photoshop
You
whiskers
can't
on.
say
Oh.
it's.
I'm just going to look this up.
James, if you're watching, come on the podcast.
Do you still have a
I'm sure
crush
this
on
is how
James
he's-
Charles then?
No, me and James haven't spoken in ages ever since Will kind of ruined that.
Yeah, but do
How
still
did
have
you
a crush on
ruin that?
James Charles?
Because you were in
I said
James
it in the
Charles's
video.
hotel room or something, weren't you?
Me and James, no, but not like that. Not like that.
Right, I didn't say that.
Me
That came from Brian.
and James spoke for a bit. Met a few times. Met after this big controversy. Had a conversation about that. That was a very interesting conversation. Because you don't normally meet people lost 1 million subscribers, so that was like.
Or was this after
Oh, you met him
Tati?
after that?
Yeah, I met him
Tarty.
after that.
Why did they call her Tati out of interest?
I have no clue.
So
What's she
LA.
doing now?
She's still making videos.
You're not asking
She's
the right
made a lot of
person.
money.
No. Go on, Brian. Go on, Brian. You know.
Don't smoke like a fucking dragon. Oh, no, what's telling Westbrook doing? What to do?
The tatty merch didn't go down well.
But yeah, no, we
Did
spoke
it
for a
right,
bit. He was quite an interesting character because like LA is mental. I went over there and I was like, I don't want to be here anymore.
Did you hear about what's his name?
ImAllexx was in Compton
Faze
just.
Banks. Mate, if there's anything any YouTuber needs to learn from this year, it's what happened between that Faze Banks and his girlfriend. Like all the texts he sent, she's like tweeting all sorts. No, but this is a
You're telling me
relationship.
Faze
This
Banks
is
is
a
the one that told people
relationship.
not to text like
no,
that.
mate.
Yeah.
This is a relationship, though. I'm talking about like when you have a relationship with the other influencer
Influencer, yeah.
and it turns bad. She went to fucking town on him. Like I felt sorry for him because it was like.
Is that that
But
blonde
in
one?
the same way,
yeah.
like he almost
Alyssa.
baited it out,
She's
didn't
well
he?
hot though. She
You're nearly married.
No, but this is
Fiona.
they split up, and he was like,
Yeah.
"Let's keep it classy, let's be dignified." You know,
Stormzy
I'll
might have
always
done.
love her.
No, he
and
said
then
that,
within
but
a
he did
month,
cheat on her.
Huh?
You can say that, but he did cheat on her.
So what? She accepted it at the
She
time.
was getting
So what?
beaters.
Well,
No,
I cheat on you, but let's keep it
You can't
classy.
agree at that moment, right? We're going to keep this classy and
between
end-
you.
And then
Fair enough.
and then later she goes, fuck it, under the bus.
I don't know, but to cheat on someone and then you can't really then be in the position.
You're
to be
gonna pay the
we've got
price
to
at
keep
some
it fine.
point.
Like
To be,
he's already
to
done
be
this.
fair,
Maybe if you
though,
agree
if
something.
you really think about it, he probably should have watched that entire documentary Shane Dawson did and gone, well, maybe this won't go too well for me because she kind of did it on like a 20 million view video.
Oh yeah.
So it was like it was going to happen, wasn't it?
I just felt a bit sorry for him because I know he cheated on her, and all that, but like she just hammered him. You know what I mean? Like he just tweeted like, "I love you," and she was like, "Did you love me when?"
Oh,
and then
yeah.
everything underneath of that. Did you love me when you shagged this girl? Did you love me when you did this? Did you love me?
If it's still
Actually,
raw and
done
you've
a
never
diss
gone
track
over
with Jake
it.
Paul.
No, he made a song about it.
Oh, that's fucking.
And you made a video saying I was
The
the
song's
reason
a
they
bit
split
strong.
up.
What's Rice come up
Fucking
to
wind
now?
into autotune.
I
That's a sentence I
That
never
is
thought
a
I'd
great
hear.
Oh, his
Yeah.
girlfriend left him, didn't? Well, I assume that.
Is
Sorry.
he still about?
I was at the Challenger
Rice hasn't been
Games,
like
and he was meant to be there.
like big time this year. Has he like relevancy wise?
He asked me for a collab. I
Oh,
said,
didn't he sign like
Yeah.
a huge deal with like Beats or something when he just disappeared off the face of the earth?
No, he just did a Super Bowl ad with him.
Oh, is that? I thought
did
it
he?
was-
Oh, just a Super Bowl.
Is
ad.
that
Is that the worst thing that can happen?
I did a TikTok
me.
video on YouTube and got fucking cancelled, honey. Did get cancelled. The money
Oh God.
What do you think? It must be weird when you're so in the limelight for a little while and then suddenly it just completely goes.
did. You never know when you're at the top, do you?
He didn't upload.
2016 for me.
Life is full of peaks and troughs. That must be weird.
Can I go for a wee?
Yeah, of
Go
course.
Of
for
course
it.
you can.
Where's your?
The lads will show you
Just,
where it is.
down there.
Jack,
on the right.
you show Jack.
Just follow Jack.
yeah.
What's the next? What was that award? Sorry.
Tell you what, I fucking hate the Happy Hour podcast.
Yeah, get rid of it. Bring me back on.
Ever since they got rid of that camp
what
one.
beauty YouTubers.
You've got to give Alex this. He's the only one who knows.
I think James, because of the comeback, like that comeback was unbelievable.
He has come back.
He was in
snapped back.
He was in
Although
the depths.
is the video of him singing at his meet and greet, I was just like, oh dear Lord.
But you're not the target audience, I suppose.
No,
I don't
but
think
I've got
anyone's the
ears.
target
As you can
audience for
clearly
that.
see, I've got ears.
Oh wait, you mean the one where he's like stood up on the?
When people really think they can sing and they bang average,
He's got
it's
such
awkward,
confidence, but
I feel like YouTube is one long "please take part in my lie."
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And basically people are going, "Yeah, we'll take part in that lie for a little while."
There's this fight-
And then when he turns up and goes, "If
there's this-
and the fuck is this?
It's awkward because there's this fight MMA guy I follow called Luke Thomas, and he's a great MMA analyst, and he watched the fighting, he's watched a lot of other YouTube stuff, and he's like, I feel like YouTube is like people who aren't that talented just sort of half-arsing loads of things that loads of people do better, but they're just doing a load of different things all in one go.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah,
like,
and they all go,
shit
"Wow,
into
I've
a
got
little
so
stick."
many skills."
yeah,
You're
and it's like there are sort of people who are talented at loads of different things, but they're not amazing at one thing. And if you're that type of character, which to be honest, I am, go for
You're a good
YouTube.
speaker.
I think it's fine unless those people start being like, "Oh yeah, but I actually can do these things." I've seen people on Twitter being like, "Yeah, well, I can do I can sing, I can play the guitar, and I can play the piano." I mean, you read all the replies and they're like, "Oh, you're so talented, you are." And I read it and I'm like, he's not, but he'll believe that now. That's your fault.
That's because an 8-year-old. It's also like when we first made that Walk the Walk documentary on XO, there were loads of comments that were like, "This is the best documentary I've ever seen." And I remember thinking,
It's the
you're
first
8.
one.
Yeah,
Because you've never seen a documentary
You've never seen
before.
a documentary. So on YouTube, that's what it's like.
Yeah.
There are loads of kids going, "This is the best makeup palette I've ever bought," and like.
Oh,
literally-
Jeffree Star.
Jeffree Star must be
He's up there.
"Yeah, this is amazing." You're like, they're 5.
Well, it's like, yeah, because I mean, I jokingly bought that Shane Dawson one and that James Charles one. And the Shane Dawson one, everybody's like, "Oh, it's brilliant. I love this palette." And I
Your
was like,
jokes are
I was
hilarious.
like, I paid 50 quid for that and it was fucking shit and I don't even use
You've
it.
done that before.
Oh yeah,
What is Jeffree Star
Great
good?
Christmas for you.
yeah.
I've never watched
I'm
it.
assuming you would know more than I
Jeffree
would.
Star, I see him as like, after the James Charles stuff, I think he's like a genuine, like, actual supervillain.
Is he really good at it? Like, is he?
I like,
been around
like
for, like,
it's
15
it's
years.
been the point where like people have gone, "Oh, you shouldn't actually make as many videos of him as you do because he's like generally scary and will come after you."
He was
Who's
at
this, Jeffree
Wigan
Star?
Northwestern Station, the train station,
That was
taking
a great
selfies.
picture.
That was the weirdest thing.
It's like him in his full Louis Vuitton costume and he's just at Wigan train station just waiting for a train.
I don't think I think Americans think of Wigan as like
Check
you know
out the
sort of like
steak
Detroit
bake.
or something like that, where it's like this really edgy, trendy city, and everyone's like, "Why in Wigan?"
The
Like,
difference, what I like about the beauty community is that it's different. Like in terms of like, if YouTubers beef with each other in this country or whatever, like it's not really a big deal. Like we're all good,
get sort
but
of
these are going for keeps. They're trying to end each other's whole
Yeah.
because they know.
Their businesses stand on it.
Yeah, if I fuck you over, I'm going to make more money by millions. This is going to make me 10 million extra if I can end your shit.
Tassie
that make
Savage.
your-
It's ironic that I don't know, the biggest fucking queens are actually the ones who are playing for the biggest money. Even JJ and Logan, like punching each other in the face, the money difference isn't going to make that much of a difference between those two. Whereas bloody James Charles and Jeffree Star bitching about each other makes much more
That
money.
was the thing I didn't realise until I spoke to him. I was like, "Oh, there's so much on."
How many views?
A lot's on the line.
Did she do on that video she first dropped? Was it 40 million?
It was like
Oh,
30,
loads,
35.
yeah.
I
You
think.
think that video was centered around her brand? Like the amount of unpaid attention that brought
I'd never heard of her before this.
These
I am.
fucking bears.
And
or
then
whatever.
apparently she made like 20 million
you say
quid out of
bears?
that video.
Don't you like sugar bear? You eat
Ah,
them,
yeah.
it's got
Oh, I
some-
thought you
some
meant-
pills.
Oh, the
So
blue,
it
the
was,
blue bears. Gummy
it was all
bears.
about
Yeah, I
the
know what you
product
mean.
that she had, about the
Basically,
vitamins
Yeah.
that
I
help
mean, that
your
goes-
It's for your
fucking
nails and hair,
and
isn't it?
beauty and shit.
I've heard
And
you
they
now
all do
sugar
it
because
bear before.
that if you can slip like a product into a diss thing,
It was the crux
It was
of
genius.
It was the
It
crux
was
of
it was genius because she was like, "Oh, he like promoted 2 different products at the same time," and then she's like, "And this was my one," and that is clever.
That was a
and
little
when,
bit, yeah.
after you watch it and you realise that it is all like that, it becomes
It's
like
master
genuinely
manipulation.
terrifying.
You know when you say though that is clever, do you mean by YouTube standards? Because I also feel like if you leave, well, in a way, but then you were just saying earlier, loads of people haven't mastered anything, and I feel like then when you get on YouTube, we're like, oh, he's absolutely nailed it there.
But
But if you take it to someone who's not on YouTube, they go,
Chris MD crossbar challenge.
that's weird. Well,
I think
Chris is one of
the
few that's
difference
doing
is
it
the
well.
beauty community, like especially meeting James and a few other people through that. Like those guys are on it to a level that like I've never seen before.
So when you're
what
sucking them
way?
off, are they still talking about the videos?
When you say
Or
on
are
it,
they
do you mean
sort
they?
just like they've got like teams of people following them around and stuff. Not like that.
I didn't mean that. I didn't. They got
did you mean?
teams. Like, I meant. Do you mean in terms of like how dedicated they are to YouTube or?
Yeah,
the
yeah.
numbers
Like
and
they'll
all
have
that?
like a team of 6 people following them around constantly, and like every conversation is like business for like every hour of the day.
Do they have
couldn't
like
hack that.
peers and shit like that?
Yeah, it was like when I met James, it was like
couldn't do
he had to. He was like, "Oh, I can only meet you between 1 and 2 p.m. because I've got meetings after that." And I was like, "It's not the same with WillNE. We'll do an S2W video at any point.
That's it, mate.
We're flexible. We'll open FIFA packs." James Charles isn't doing that, is he?
America's ahead of that though, aren't they? Where they're sort of like they've got this ready-made line of things. They see their friends doing it, and then they'll be like, "I'll get a PA." As
America's
well. I'll
like
do
bred
this.
on that though, isn't it? It's such a different culture to hear, especially
yeah.
on YouTube. That's why they're all.
I
like,
hate business.
It makes it. I'm like, do you enjoy it at this point when you've got like 7 people following you around? There's
I
a
don't
whole
know
camera
anyone
crew
following
here.
me.
So.
Would you like a PA, Brian?
I'd love one.
Yeah,
Well,
'cause
you-
I'd love someone to take up my role.
I was gonna say, what do you do, Laurence?
What would you? Do you think you'd actually?
You
like
ever
a
seen a
PA?
movie called The Secretary? No. If you haven't,
Is that what Laurence does for
Yeah.
you?
Just to be absolutely clear,
Is that
don't
with Anne
describe
Hathaway?
our relationship.
Yeah,
I want to be
I was
absolutely
gonna
clear about that.
Who's the lead actress in that?
it's the girl who
Anne
played.
Hathaway?
She was in the Dark Knight.
Yeah, I
Anne
have seen
Hathaway.
it.
Yeah, she bends over the desk and stays there for hours on end when he
That's
tells
you,
her.
isn't it? Go on.
Oh, that's not the one with De Niro.
Not your back.
No, it's
I feel like I've scrolled past it on Netflix. Oh.
it's on some.
Let's put Jumanji on.
You've watched it before. It's a better wanker here.
I tell you,
Kevin Hart.
the part of YouTube that's gone downhill the most, sport. I'm not even just bringing it up because we're in me and Loz especially are into this. Like,
You're doing bigger numbers
if
than
you look
ever,
at
Brian.
if you look at the football channels in 2015-16, they were popping up all over. Now so many of them
Copper
have
90.
been caught. Have been caught. Click farming,
Have you
faking
seen
the views.
Have you seen
Some
the Copper 90
Irish
stuff?
ones, some even
Irish
you know.
There's no one.
I know they're Irish.
Yeah, one Irish one got caught fucking doing click farming, fake interviews. Cope, I've been fake interviews
My
for fucking years. let's be
favourite
honest.
one is Copper 90 because I got showed that the other day. And I was like, they have like,
Is good
Fuck
this
it.
year.
they have like,
Likes.
they have like 2 million view videos that have 500 likes and 10 likes.
Mate.
Yeah.
Then you look at Football Republic, dead as a doornail. You look at Kick TV, dead. Like
Slash.
they've all, and even the football creators, like you know, there's some football creators who've just disappeared. There's
2 I wish I'd fuck off.
Sporf? Sporf's had a great
Sport-
year. I'm still sitting on so many
I've
coins.
still got my Sporf coins like Bitcoin.
obviously,
Can't wait to trade
and the
those
football
in.
teams. What football teams were
Well,
they?
hashtag's actually done really well this year.
Not
Yeah,
hashtags.
they are.
Hashtags still going.
Palmer shut
but
down.
I wouldn't.
yeah. Did
I
Palmer
wouldn't
shut
say the
down?
rest of them have done anything.
Rebels, are they?
Rebel, I think, are.
Kel Freezy's doing well, but I
Actually,
don't
the
know about the
ImAllexx Shoreditch 6-a-side team's doing great at the moment.
So
Yeah.
the point, I
not doing
think
great,
it's
yeah.
great for us because the kickoff's gone from strength to strength. Right?
Yeah,
But,
weird. It's as if all those people have gravitated to one good piece of
yeah,
content.
you've just reminded me though. One person who's really come back strong this year
George
is
Benson.
Cal
Chris
Freezy.
MD, good.
Cal Freezy.
It's not
Yeah.
football, though, is it?
Huh?
It's not football.
No,
No,
but
but it
I'm
used
just
to be.
I'm just
It was
relating
a
because you
football.
mentioned Rebel.
Yeah.
Cal
Yeah,
is
he
like
was.
being banging it this year,
Yeah.
so I want to say
He's
shout
on
out
it
to him.
like
Yeah, I love the video
constant.
where he like beat me up for like 10 minutes. That was a really good one.
I really find it funny as well when English YouTubers do American ideas. So, like, you know, Mr. Beast did all this giving away all this money. A
It's
lot
not
of
an American idea, though.
it is quite. It feels
No, but
American
an
though.
American did the idea first.
England just voted for a Tory government. They're not giving away any money.
It feels very American. Like it feels like a like.
One
there's
of my
just some-
most hated videos ever was when who's that guy who does all those trick videos?
Dude,
Which one?
Yeah,
It's not one person. We've been
like
telling you
seven-
this
Yeah.
for
Oh,
3
yeah,
years.
his name is-
It's a group of people called Dude
There's
Perfect.
5
How long have we
Christians.
been telling him Dude
Yeah.
Perfect is
Yeah.
not one
whatever.
bloke?
Brian just really.
You think it's the one with the beard, don't
Yeah,
you?
but it is the one with the beard. Brian just really wants to
And
knock
those
out
4
Dude
friends
Perfect.
won't
No,
fuck
no.
off.
Just one perfect
I'm sure
dude.
their videos are fantastic or whatever, but they did a video with Chelsea.
Yeah.
And like every time someone hit the crossbar, they were acting like they'd
Yeah.
climaxed. It was so annoying.
Yeah.
It's the most triggering video ever.
They have to do it for content, though, don't they?
But they're ridiculous. They're like on 4 different platforms. They do like 400 million views on like every single one.
Yeah, fuck 'em.
Who cares about something bouncing off something else and then hitting
it's
and then
good to
rolling
watch,
down?
though.
I don't care.
It's just meta,
wish
though,
Dude
isn't it?
would
It's like
stop.
that's just that you put that shit out and it's gonna work.
Nah, absolutely. Good on them. Make the money.
Do you know anyone who actually watches it?
When I was first on YouTube,
It's like
Yeah, when I was like-
when you
when I
got a
was like
hangover.
16.
When you got a hangover and you want to see someone like hit a
Bouncing
bin
off
from
the
a mile away.
Yeah.
That one. Do you
I know when I'm
remember that
hungover, I go, "Ooh, I'd love to see someone hit a bin from a mile away." Yeah.
I want to see someone shout swaz as they ping the ball off the
Yeah.
crossbar.
I wish they
and then dance around with their 40-year-old mate. Yes, please.
I really just want to hear them actually shout what they really think when they do it. Like, I'm inferior to everyone else. Would be like a really.
No, but this is the thing. You know, like the bit where you just don't get it. I don't get that kind of content where it's
Really?
like I'm going to hit something off something else and it gets millions of views. Like to me,
But have you
the
never
mo-
It's
like,
entertainment,
thrown a
isn't it?
paper ball in a bin or some shit like
Well,
that?
I can personally enjoy.
You've not lived,
if I'm
Brad.
throwing the ball,
Yeah.
fine.
So,
Not watching
imagine
someone else.
someone
do it.
launching
I
it
never
for a
think.
mile.
I never put something in the bin and go, "I wish someone filmed that." Like that's not.
You
that's
will
not the
not
way
be-
it works.
you will
That's
not
just
be going
not
to
simple,
Kicktown
it's
then,
more
will
the
you?
other-
I actually love
understand why it's
Kicktown. It's a great
popular.
business idea.
I get it.
I get it. I kind of, but for me, I'm just like. If you've watched one of those creators once, you've seen it a million
to be fair,
times.
I would
Why
have guessed
keep
they'd
coming
die
back
out
for it?
by
I
now.
think that's how YouTubers think they watch that stuff.
Yeah.
But when I go home and see like all my mates who just watch YouTube casually,
Ooh, all my mates,
they
Greg.
love. all 2 of them.
Yeah.
What the Bournemouth team?
Does George live at home as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes I see it.
Callum
Yeah.
Wilson.
But
I love
what-
the idea of you stacking the dishwasher and going swaz.
It's all techers.
Yeah.
I put it in the
George
wrong way
has got
around. It's great when you get the reaction.
Do you know he told me once that he played for Bournemouth?
I did not
Yeah,
tell you
did.
this, so
You
you've
did.
made this up.
You said that you and
2018
Callum Wilson
again.
were like that.
Yeah.
No.
Best on the ball player at the country.
My friends play for Bournemouth. I was never good enough. Jack.
All right, your friends.
So it's like an embarrassing point because they were like superior than me at sports. So
You're
I think-
actually pretty
Can I
good at
ask
football,
Alex?
though.
I've heard this.
Thank you.
Is he?
Yeah.
I always thought you've made that up. Lawrence.
In a rating from like 1 to Mini Minter or Chris MD, where are you? Where'd you rate yourself?
Compared to Simon, well, based on the last time I played with them lot, Ethan shouted at me a lot, so I'm going to give myself a 3.
Ethan shouted at
Yeah, but
you.
don't let that knock you down.
Yeah.
You've got- you know what?
My
You're-
confidence is low now.
No,
You're just
pick
not strong
yourself
enough on the
up,
ball.
Alex.
I was a 5'6"
What position do you
goalkeeper.
play?
I was in goal when he got me, and he was
Oh.
like, "You're not very good in goal." And I was like, "Oh, I know."
That's
Come
when
on,
you.
Where he said, "Whereas I am amazing," and then he just ran away.
He did go in goal, and then he kept a clean sheet, so it's quite annoying when he did
Yeah.
that.
Can we
So it
make a
takes a while to
five-a-side
go.
team based of people?
There's
that
6 people here, mate.
Yeah,
so you're gonna
he's-
struggle.
Well, yeah.
He's sub.
I'm not playing.
The bench is lovely.
Yeah, the
You're good
manager,
at 5-a-side.
No, you can go.
Very good.
I'm good at five-a-side, but I just can't be arsed anymore.
We had
Can't be arsed.
when Laurence turned up for the first time, we were told you were going to be there, and everybody was terrified.
Really?
It was the only time I've seen everybody go, "Do we need shin pads this week?"
Can I just be absolutely clear that I didn't say that I bring Brian?
It was
on.
Benson, George.
Yeah.
George.
People
Oh,
just
Benson.
assume it though.
Yeah, his bitch must be coming. Yeah.
The other category we got given was gaming. Like, what are we thinking of gaming?
I think
Aussie
so.
Lan,
I don't
definitely
watch
Aussie
games,
Lan,
Big
good gamer.
Star.
I think Ninja for that really cool podcast he did
This-
with some
Oh, bless
blokes.
Yeah, just
though.
bloody.
I don't think it's where it was.
Do you know what?
No.
Chipper. Young
Oh, yeah,
First
he's done
Chip.
well.
He came back from the fucking ashes and he's banged it now.
Taxes will do that to you.
People were saying he should join FAIRS or something. weren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, he'd be a good credit. He makes
be
good
good.
videos.
Does that
He's
mean
good editor. and
he has
he's
to go to
They call
LA?
him Phase Chip.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'll
yeah.
be it. But
better
he
than
went
Chip.
from his main channel, he was just like at a dead end with it. And then like, he's done 1 million subs this year. Out from like pretty much nothing.
I think we
on a
all
second
have.
channel.
It was one of those things where, like, when I was like being cancelled, I was like, well, at least I can always do Fortnite in 4 years.
Yeah. Are you good at Fortnite? I imagine you're fucking brilliant.
I don't play. I played once. Played
Oh,
one
right.
time.
These two cunts are having a fucking chat there. What you
I'm
said?
just talking about 1 million subscribers, you know. Every year it gets more embarrassing.
I must
Brian.
admit, right? The fact that Stephen hasn't hit 1 million subs is a disgrace.
It's because I don't
Yeah.
work hard
I
enough.
know!
You're shit.
That's why it's a disgrace.
But if you went on the Guardian Sudoku as much as I do, Brian, you don't need achievements in YouTube.
Yeah.
You win
No,
money.
you
Do you win money off that?
No.
What?
he just gets
Just a pure
self-confidence.
thrill.
Oh, right.
Stephen,
Next
why-
year I'll do it, I promise.
All right,
You should.
comedy-wise, speaking of which,
It's gotta be
where are we saying that is right now on YouTube? How we feeling about
I
that?
think commentary's dead.
Comedy.
I think it's
Comedy or
dead in the
commentary?
fucking water.
Well, thanks to that, Will.
Commentary.
Yeah.
I admit I do.
Well,
You can't away
commentary
from
is
it, I
comedy,
don't
isn't
touch
it? Let's be honest. Like, it's
Not
supposedly.
always. I mean, have you seen his videos?
Well,
Why is it dead now?
become a bit
I think it's just YouTube goes through phases where what works, and I think 2016 to 2018 commentary worked, but there's so many times you can make the same video over and over again, and I think sometimes I personally really struggle. I find this video, I'll tell the same jokes about it. I just think, I just think that was a phase, and I think it's starting to take off.
That's why I'm not uploading, because I just have nothing now.
What do you think about
there's been no calendars in so long. I am so fucked.
I had a Mars one that was really bog standard, Jack. If you want to,
can we make sure that we keep that in, by the way? Because I don't think anyone saw that.
I snort laughed at this joke and all my Moet champagne went in my face.
Such a YouTube problem, isn't it?
YouTube problems, yeah.
Ride the nasal passage.
Since you left Newcastle, fucking
It's
It's champagne he's with us too.
Hey, mate, we made it. Hey!
Pretend Jordan.
Yeah, made it.
You got 4 Newcastle brown ales under there, Brian. Don't fucking lie,
It
mate.
tastes like
It puts
shit.
the
brown
press
ale.
in pretentious.
Do they?
Oh, it's dog in it. The
I
brown
don't
ale.
mind it, but
I can do an ale, not that fucking ale.
what's me?
It's like the bottles are tiny.
I'm drinking anything these days.
I can see.
To be
Same.
honest. Smoking anything, drinking anything. Apart from crack.
I would
Just to be clear.
back on that game.
Well done to Brian.
I would
Yeah.
nail down, give it a chip. I've
Yeah,
tipped
chip-
him on
chip
this
gets
podcast
going.
Chip,
before.
I'm happy
Are
with
you
that.
still in an ASMR phase?
I fucking love that. Are you on that too?
Oh, mate, I've been on that.
What you?
Been on that.
I'd rather get caught watching porn than watching ASMR.
You're on Mia?
So are you watching it because you find the content funny, or are you getting a kick out
Funny,
of
no,
it?
bro, it's like the tingles.
No.
Really?
When we go do an S2W video, the whole recommended page, it's like ASMR, but it's like when you got like the 12 slots. It's
Do
just
you have
all
a favourite
ASMR.
girl?
But I'll take whatever I can get. I prefer not to speak.
No, but about ASMR though.
Anyway, no, I think they are the internet's bravest soldiers. Like, can you imagine going to the pub and telling your mates you make ASMR video? Like, that is
all of those
it's
girls,
I don't think any of them go to
them
the
90%.
pub.
I think they will.
No,
I think they will.
90% of them are women
fucking
though.
blue
And
reels.
I don't think many of them like go to the pub. They seem quite like
What is it then?
I remember-
hipsters.
I remember
Let's go to the pub.
one.
Do you know what I
in their
mean?
rooms.
Take the pub out. Like talking to your mates, explaining to your family, to everyone that you make videos going into your fucking microphones.
All of that.
So
Do you know what I mean?
is it
That
just
is
sexy
so
whispering?
alien to have.
There
the
was
balls
like
to be
I don't know
this
what it
is
is.
me.
There
I think
was
it's
a
incredible.
big scandal in the commentary community when 2 of the commentary channels turned out to be running secret ASMR channels on the side.
Can someone
Why is
please
that a
explain
problem?
to me what it is?
All right,
I don't
can I
know
show
what
you?
it is.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
I'll show
Let Brian show his favourite.
Good shit, man.
Why-
That's
So I'll
So
show
why
you
was there a
one of
problem
my
with it?
favourites.
What,
Because
you're into this?
They were making videos on it on their main channel saying
So
ASMR sucks.
I struggle
but
to
then-
sleep, right?
Yeah.
And I prefer to sleep when I feel like something's happening, but often
I know why you can't sleep.
my brain's too stimulated by a podcast. Like if I listen to Rogan, I end up just laughing and getting into it or whatever, so I wake up.
Happy hour, you just can't switch off.
Absolutely, mate. It's on good, on repeat. Whereas ASMR, they're deliberately trying to relax you.
Right.
So like
I
this-
listen to her just to be
this
the
girl
boyfriend. He
here,
does the same thing.
Never was your boyfriend and never let you go. Something. Say.
I should say that.
That would
to,
freak me out.
To every lad's here in the club.
I don't recognise her.
Why don't we all try that?
It's good shit, man. I mean, it's uncomfortable in a
It
group
knocks
setting.
me sick. That.
It's just a woman
The
who's
thing
turned the
is,
treble
right?
up
It's a
too
bit
much.
weird to do that around your mate.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Grace V. I listen to her quite a lot. She's very relaxing and she's very like a spiritual type sort of.
So what is your
speaker.
favourite?
Sorry, so what
Is it
sort of
meant to be
shit is she
sex?
What's a
saying?
zodiac
She
sign?
says things like, I know it's hard sometimes when all the pressure's on you of life and that. And it's just like, you're
Are
like...
you going like this?
You get me, Grace.
Okay,
You get me.
No, but like obviously they've got to
pressure's on
say
me, cock.
generic things to sort of be broad, but like some of them are just really good at women and relaxation don't usually go hand in hand for me, so it's a nice change.
Yeah, so
Again, good seeing me. Thanks for coming.
I thought the interesting
Yeah.
one was when they go, "Don't worry, Brian. That podcast with Logan Paul is really good."
Yeah.
Very,
And then she
I'm
just
like,
goes,
sorry, what? But some of them are a bit odd, obviously, because they got their own flavours and that. It's a bit like comedy and commentary and all of that. Like you get really different ones, but I just like it to just fall asleep
A
though.
lot of people do, to be fair.
does
Yeah.
it turn you on?
Genuinely, this might surprise people. I don't watch the ones that are sexual because if I'm trying to go to sleep, I don't want to sit there and
don't
go.
want to
You don't
It's
the
the
last
last
thing
one
you
out.
want.
You know what? I don't want to sit there and go, I want to wank now.
You don't
know
want to
what I
cream your pajamas.
But there are some that have got like quite like girlfriendy qualities where you can sort of like feel like, oh, she's nice.
Soothing.
You know
Have
what
you
I
ever
mean?
turned your back on a woman and put ASMR on as you're trying to fall asleep?
Yes.
Like an audio Horlicks.
Have you?
Yeah.
Well,
I
yeah.
say Horlicks.
Yeah.
No.
You do it with your headphones on.
How do you lie down with your headphones on?
I have, well, of course, like every self-respecting YouTuber, I've got the iPod Pro,
Yeah.
or whatever they call the iPod.
Yeah.
Just two of those in either ear. Someone take them in. It's a good night from me.
That wasn't funny
You are
until he
47.
visualised the iPods in my.
I've got the
What
Nano.
are they called?
iPods.
Oh, this one's got the camera on.
AirPods, you cunt. Anyway, so I put them in.
Got the brand new shuffle. Just goes like that.
he's
He's got loads
done
of shuffles in his hair.
I just get 2 Beats pills and just wedge them in. God.
He's vaping. He's giving up.
My ears are massive.
My ears are big. And then I just shove it in, turn over, and go to sleep. Sorry, specifically the AirPods.
Yeah.
So did it cut everything else out? The iPad
You can't
Pro?
hear anything else when you've got them in. People could rob me, and I
tell you
would.
what.
This is ideal. And what's your address?
Don't say.
London.
Yeah.
I've moved into Manchester this year.
Right.
And
Congrats, by the way.
I live
Is
right
that the
by.
first time you've ever lived away
Are
from
you
your
living
mum?
with your missus now? Yeah.
She comes to visit on the weekends, but during the weekday, it's just any other girl, you know. I've slept with one woman and one woman only.
If she
Hello, Mum.
sort of overstays her welcome, do you get a bit like?
I think she just goes when she realises my personality is dog shit.
All right.
She goes, "You're not nice."
Oh, he's used all his funny jokes.
Yeah.
That's why he doesn't make videos anymore.
Why is he crying?
Alex, that's nasty.
I find it
Sorry.
interesting.
Perfect.
I like your second channel video. Oh, don't do another compilation.
No,
of
you're
it.
I actually really enjoy your second channel now.
It's
Stop
good.
it. Anyway,
it's good.
There's a hotel right outside my window, and they
You rent that out for
they
you,
empty the
don't you?
glass bin every day. And so I wake up to the sound of crashing glass, and I'm like,
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
my roommate is bald. No, he's not.
Nice.
But yeah, it's
Max has just
terrifying.
shaved,
That.
hasn't he? Has it grown back
Oh
in
yeah,
yet?
he won't shave his hair again now. He's going. That's it for
He
me
looks
now.
good with short hair.
He
you know,
does.
he's a bit
He
of
could be a sort, like you said. He's got nice eyes.
something a bit like Greek. About
Yeah,
American,
Greek
yeah.
or Turkish or.
Mediterranean, I think.
That's
Sure.
it, yeah.
Aegean.
How
in
is
a way.
Max doing?
He's good. Next year he's going to be working with me full time.
Really?
Yeah.
7 videos this year. Way!
Steady, don't.
0 hours
Let's
contracts
not-
are amazing.
Let's not make promises.
Fucking hell. Yeah, no, he's going to leave the bar. I hope.
Lime bar.
Yeah. Shout out to Lime Bar. And they had someone made up they had a terror attack the other week because someone got stabbed with a glass, but it wasn't a terror attack. What am I talking about?
This is local news.
This is Lime Bar news.
While we're on random stories,
Yeah.
Laurence, you've had an old friend come and stay with you.
Why are you doing this?
Your old roommate.
Yeah.
No. This is a different one.
different
Oh,
not
not the American
So we got
hating
two.
Obama one.
I had a friend since I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Basically,
was
my
he a
oldest
priest?
friend. No.
Oh.
And last night I got a text about 11:30 just saying, "I'm in London. Where do I go?" And I was like,
Travelodge.
Wait, you replied to that?
You kind
I
of have
would
to set
ignore
up because the guy is what is he? Has he got autism?
"Why are we telling this story?"
Oh, no, come on. if
No,
Laurence
it's
is uncomfortable,
interesting.
This is a good
It's
story.
genuinely interesting. I think it's interesting.
Why?
Where did Statman
Tell the
Dave stay?
fucking story. God bless Statman Dave. Your oldest friend,
He's
Statman
like my
Dave.
oldest friend.
No, but he's got. I think he's got autism.
He's
Has he?
got Asperger's,
All
I
right.
think. Yeah.
He keeps on the download.
But he's also like he's a really good music artist, and so he's not recognised in that way because obviously not everyone gets a big break. But then he just messaged me basically and said, "I'm coming to London," but it was very much a message of I'm coming to London and I'm staying at yours.
Yeah.
And I was sort of like, oh, I don't know if that's going to be okay. Yeah, brilliant.
Do you have a sofa?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. But
Big
I'm,
sofa that as well.
Big, double.
Someone's
yeah.
earning.
Yeah. 2 bedrooms in this one as well, mate. Only need one of them. So
So why is he on the sofa?
It doesn't make any
Comfy.
sense.
turns up in like, why would I let him? Yeah.
What, you got a spare bedroom and
It's
he's
a-
on the sofa?
Well, no, but it's not got a bed in it. It's a.
The thing is,
It's an office space, I imagine.
Yeah.
It's an
Right.
Instagram skyline
Yeah.
space.
if someone turns up at
Basketball
11:30
court,
at night
man.
going, "I'm coming to yours," and you haven't seen them,
I'll
and I
lock the door,
quote,
lock the door.
for 3 years.
I haven't seen him in 3
You
years.
hasn't seen him in 3 years. You probably go, "Look, mate,
Aspirations,
it's half
look, mate, you're
11.
not getting in."
It's half 11. I'm fucking asleep, pal. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah, big
Lawrence McKenna, on the other
I'd send
hand.
him a link on
Come on,
booking.com.
then.
Really?
I rate that. I rate that behaviour.
I like it.
I do that.
The innkeeper.
Sleep on the street.
This is why.
George wouldn't let me, but I would.
This is
try.
why you and Laurence will end up murdered one day if you're not careful.
But at the
Like
same
old
time, I
friends.
invite that. by
What would
my
you
own
do if
friends.
someone said that to you? Would you book them a hotel? Because part of me was also thinking...
No, you haven't got to book them a hotel. They've come to London. They're an adult.
Yeah.
Book a hotel, mate.
Send them a link.
Yeah.
They know what they've done.
Booking.com.
You little dog shit.
Would you? But you're so lovely. Would you book?
I genuinely was thinking
Mate,
about
he's
booking a
soft as
hotel.
shit.
No, what you say to him is you go, you can stay here, but you're going to get rinsed on the podcast.
Yeah,
So
that's what I was sort of
like,
worried about. Because he's also this extremely talented musician where I'm like, wow, your music's amazing.
What kind of music?
I think the record label said he's somewhere between Ed Sheeran and Ben.
Howard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's got
You're a big Ben Al fan.
Yeah, man.
We've
The
all
thing
got
is,
that
though-
scarred across
Yeah,
our
which
chest.
I think Jack was going on, not Machine Gun Kelly. Oh, not Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah.
Which song?
We've all made mistakes.
Which
Yeah.
song?
You don't want to know.
Okay.
I knew it was embarrassing because a week after I got that tattoo, some guy said, "What does that say?" And I went,
Oh,
and
keep
that was
your
a
head up,
week
keep your heart strong.
Yeah,
There
that
we
one.
go.
Yeah,
I know.
Really?
I've seen you.
Oh, wait, did you actually have heart strong?
I've seen your chisel dabs, Jack.
That's one of my favourite songs ever.
But right. So there, you know, I always say it like this. So you know when you write on a bit of paper and you know you're coming to the end, but you want to finish the word, so you squeeze it
Yeah.
in.
Is that the
He's
left
done
shoulder?
that, but on my chest. so like that's nicely spaced out.
Keep your heart.
And then there, he's really run out of room, so he's just trying to get the whole.
He's there going,
Yeah.
whilst you get the tattoo, I thought about doing the chest press a bit more. No, mate. Why are
And
you
that's
saying
how
that?
50 Days of Fitness came along.
My chest
Yeah.
says, tell my man shut up, so.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I once filmed a video for a guy who one of his friends had. This isn't actually funny. It's actually really sad.
It's not
Right.
Asperger's again, is it?
No, no.
Cancer?
His friend had gotten drunk and fallen in the.
So it's funny.
It is
He'd
funny.
fallen in a canal.
Yeah.
And died?
Max?
Yeah.
What? He died. He died.
If
He
Carlsberg did deaths,
Yeah, I'm not even joking, Brian. It's literally just around the corner from here.
Weirdly, that was one of our first podcasts. I did a story about chatting a girl up at a funeral, and that was exactly how he died as well.
I do have an update on my old flatmate, like the extreme hardline Muslim guy.
That's the one we want to hear about.
So the other day, I'm sitting there and I'm typing away. Obviously, working hard. PA life is tricky.
What'd you point at me?
I got a call and it was my old landlord. And he was like, "Hey, Laurence, how you doing?" I was
Is
like,
he
"Yeah,
old?
this is all a bit casual." No, he's not old actually. He's quite young.
really young?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's a bit
come
of
into
a
money, is he?
shyster actually. I'm trying to get the money back of him. So he goes, "Yeah, you remember Noel, the guy you used to live with?" I was like, "Yeah, yes, I remember him. Yes, we did a really good podcast about it."
Yeah,
He went,
it was
"Yeah,
good."
I've seen it millions of." And I said,
Millions of times.
"Thanks for that."
Not
Yeah,
that many views, so that's illegal.
yeah.
He's downloaded it.
Can we find out the story?
Anyway, he went, "He's still there." And I went, "Right? Did you not throw him out?" He went, "No, he's still there. Yeah, I'm taking him to court next week." And I was just wondering if you could give me a profile of his character because
me.
this
Just send him the link.
yeah.
I love the fact that you don't have to turn up in court. You just send them.
Send him a video link.
So I did actually send him the
Send him
YouTube
the
video.
wrong way.
Did you really?
Yeah.
So what did he want? I don't know
sent
if you
him-
can say, but what did he want the link for? Like, what did
So
he
he
do
could
wrong?
use it as character reference
What was
in
he
court,
accused for,
basically.
though?
So the guy that I lived was basically was a cunt, and
Yeah.
he was basically lying and saying the landlord had abused him, and that the landlord had planted bed bugs in his room.
Right.
And all
all
these
been
kind of
there.
How
things
do
to
you
try and
acquire
get
them?
rid.
How do you
Planted
acquire
them.
them?
I know a
Yeah.
guy, Jack. I know.
Oh, dear.
Didn't he have a gun at one point?
He had a
Sort me
gun
out
at
the
one
number.
point, and he
the
said
bed
he'd
bugs.
shoot. He said he'd shoot me.
He did a bit. We went. So the landlord's actually decided to play music really loud in his
Yeah.
bedroom. He's listening to podcasts again. So the landlord needs to stop doing that.
So I just
For those who've forgotten, Laurence had one of his mates stay over and share the room with him, and this guy got really
got
pissed.
homophobically upset to the point
Yeah.
where he was sort of like, he literally said to me, we were standing by the bins outside the flat, and I went, "Yeah, by the way, there's a friend coming over tonight. He's staying for a night. It's just a friend." And he was like, "Man should not lie with man." And I was like,
Wow.
Not even
Right,
top
okay.
and tail.
So we were laying in bed there, just kissing and that, and then he knocked on
Mates
the
do.
and then so I'm really hoping that it's me who's nailed it for him, that he's going to throw him out the flat.
Room over.
I can't believe he's still there.
I played the long game in this, and so now he's in court. I win.
Yes.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, Laurence.
Merry Christmas, you filthy fucking.
Don't
No,
say it.
You've shown a side to you.
And you voted Labour.
I didn't vote Labour. I voted BNP, mate. So that's the joke's on you. Yeah,
Well in.
yeah.
They're not
And
about anymore,
Have we?
what BNP?
Yeah.
No, they're
No,
dead.
Farrell
Yeah.
just dipped into the Conservative constituency, gone, ooh, give me some money, I'll shag everyone. I'm great at satire.
I know we've gone totally off track as expected. Best YouTuber. Is there any like?
You look at me
for this, because I know I'm not winning it. Where's the toilet?
This year.
Take him in. Make sure you hold it for him.
It's a difficult one, isn't it?
Are we allowed Americans too?
Just go with anyone you want.
David Dobrik. Nico's the easy choice for the UK.
I feel like
you know, the
everyone
smart
does.
thing about David Dobrik is he does videos which are short, so you'll always be like, yeah, sure, I'll watch it.
You've got 4 minutes.
Yeah, some other
whatever,
YouTubers,
however busy you are,
Whatever you're doing, you're going, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Whereas other YouTubers, you go, 15, 10, I might do that later. You sort of
Okay,
line
no,
up.
come on then. Actual names. Like, let's go right. Brian, you would say.
Oh, I'm looking now. I tell you who I'm a bit disappointed for. Do you remember Boogie 2988?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I saw his channel.
Different.
I want him to come back stronger.
What happened?
Well, he's just
A lot.
his channel's just
A lot.
gone off the
I'll tell you-
boil. a bit.
No, but
He got
there was
chased down by
a lot that
Reddit.
went on with Boogie. Like I actually saw him at VidCon.
Yeah.
And he was doing very bad then.
Really? What do you mean?
And it was one of those things where like when
What do you mean?
Just mentally not very well in terms of YouTube.
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm
Because
sort of
he'd
worried
been-
about him because
yeah,
he was one of the first guys that I was like, oh, I could be a
Yeah.
YouTuber. You know what I mean? Like he put it in there.
He
Okay,
is,
but
when
best,
somebody said
but
like,
best,
if somebody said like, what's like an original YouTuber, I'd go like Boogie. He's like a YouTuber.
Yeah, he's OG.
Should we rapid fire you?
Come on. Give me your best YouTuber this
Favorite
year.
YouTuber this year?
Why are you putting me on? I'm trying to.
Well,
We're gonna go round.
Why are you being
Okay.
Okay.
Ninja.
So I think JJ gets his own fucking award at this
Yeah,
point.
okay.
So we need to give it to some like actual. Who am I been watching?
I'd say Nico.
Nico's
you
been
say
right
Nico.
up there.
Logan Paul, maybe?
I feel like I'm a bit old for Nico's
I'm gonna
content.
say-
like
Dude,
I'm too
okay.
old for
Well,
his stuff.
To say a different name, I go with Gasworks with Alhan.
Gasworks is
Yeah. That's been
really
good. I've
good
enjoyed
with
watching
that.
that. I've enjoyed.
That is a
watching
funny. It's funny. It's also got some good detail. It's a good podcast.
He mugged
Alhan
my
has been
sister
really
off.
good.
Who?
Wow.
Alhan.
Really? What's
Yeah,
he do?
She really likes him.
He's fucking
And she
jokes.
smokes weed.
Yeah.
And she was just in her flat one night, and he was
in
doing
California.
doing one of those Instagram lives. So she was like, "Oh, I think he's really cool and that." What's it called when you like?
You're
do
a
it?
flash
Join-
video.
yeah.
Join it.
And she had a joint, and he went, "Is that a joint?" And she went, "Yeah, you're right." And he went, "I'll get away with that shit," and just like mugged her off.
As if he
Yeah.
doesn't smoke weed.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
He doesn't. He's a clean living guy.
Is he?
For all the brand deals he's
Who
got,
would you
he's a
go for,
clean
Will?
living
Who's your
guy.
favourite YouTuber, mate?
He's definitely Bunders.
It's basic, but I go David Dobrik. Like, who else will click on
I'm with you
every
on
Did you
that.
say me? Would you say?
David
To be fair, at the moment, the one channel that I generally will watch every single video from is The Kickoff.
Oh,
With Hugh Wizzy and
It's true, it's true.
Tory Jennings.
Because I love seeing Hugh
Sorry,
Wizzy
Alex,
shout at
Alex,
me.
when you talk, you have to get the mic out of your mouth.
Yeah. Wow.
That's a thumbnail.
there's a thumbnail.
What's been your
A lot of men have just also woken up out there and gone, fuck it
Do you
up.
know when fucking JJ beat Logan and Hugh turns to Steve and goes, "Have you won money on it?" And Steve goes, "Yeah, £8."
The tax man ain't getting that tonight.
Favorite
everything else
kick
He's getting 8 grand.
It's anything between Rory and Hugh just getting
it's
like
great.
winding each
You
other
got
up.
really angry the other week.
I must.
Proper-
There's been moments where I thought, shit, are we going
There's,
to have
there's
to like?
sometimes where I feel like Brian's going to step in and go,
All right,
you
lads.
need to shut the fuck up, and then he takes them out the back.
No, working with those two is fucking class. Like,
Yeah, it's good that you got a set cast now.
we found the right blend. I think
smart.
eventually.
Yeah, because you've got an opinion for
Yeah,
every
I'll further
football fan.
Yeah, because like Rory is so fucking different to Hugh. I couldn't have found two more different people, but ultimately they're just like passionate about what they say.
Yeah.
They're
They're
passionate
I
about.
reckon.
We said passionate about what they say.
To be honest, I think I'm really bad at. Actually, I think I probably will say JJ actually because.
Like, if JJ drops a stinker, you'll probably maybe
But
still
I
click on
think,
it.
do you know what it is, right? Do you know when you were talking about like St. Maximin of Newcastle, how like he's gone beyond a point of being criticised with the fans.
Yeah.
I think JJ, no one would even
He's
notice
put
if he
so
made a
much
bad
in.
video at this point.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter what he says, you just want to
Yeah.
watch it anyway. So for that reason, him.
Have you guys seen that the MMA is on tomorrow for YouTube?
Yes.
So by the
It's
time
tonight.
this is out-
Which
by
I
the-
think may be commentated by True Geordie for
It's
what I
certainly
heard.
not you.
By this time, Dapper Laughs is fighting Conor McGregor when you listen to him.
Oh, God.
Who got
I think
offered
Dablove's
that?
actually breathing
Did you get
out
offered
tube
that?
at this point.
Yeah.
He went
I
to
did,
me.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh,
Did
they
you
all
actually?
I was asked to fight Cavos on the
So
other
was
day.
I.
So was I.
Yeah.
We should have all done it.
I was
all
so
three of
close.
us.
Was you a no from the start? Because I was very
I
close.
faint
to
up blood, so I've been
Right.
finished for me.
But when,
Yeah.
when you see me rotting on the floor, you're like,
I love the fact that the person fighting Will at the start of the fight knows this and he goes, starts just punching himself.
yeah.
So as soon as he starts bleeding, Will's on the
Man's
floor. He's
like,
like,
Oh my god, he won by KO.
get
This is
a towel.
incredible.
I knew it.
Yeah.
TKO.
Would you
My,
have
my
actually?
issue wasn't like actually fighting Cavos. That wasn't the problem. It was the fact that it was like arranged by the bloke who arranged it.
Christian Stewart.
Because Christian Stewart is full of shit. So I knew, that's why I didn't
Whoa.
do it. He is.
Whoa.
He is.
Wow.
Half
Look,
of his
it's
actual
not
veins.
something we've said behind closed
Well,
doors.
no, I mean, he got me a great brand deal with Hyundai this
Oh,
year.
shut
so I
up.
just want to thank him
Oh,
for that. I
shut
mean,
up,
if we're talking about
For
creators on the
fuck's
rise,
sake.
Laurence.
are you
So
signed up to his
hang on.
influence?
Ruben never
This
I'll
Fame
be on.
MMA, you got offered to commentate, you got offered to fight, we got offered to
I
fight.
got offered to fight.
Anything?
I got offered to fight and commentate. So at one point,
At the same time.
at one point, just a headset on. Fucking hell, I'm killing it.
I think Laurence McKenna was about
And he
to throw a
throws a
punch.
left hand.
That's the biggest credit on YouTube.
How did he know? Right hook.
I love the headset on him the whole time.
Lawrence is faded. Lawrence is faded.
Oh, he's panicking. Oh my god, he shit himself. How do I know he shit himself?
He's done it for the money and nothing else.
Fuck. What a
He's been
fraud.
way over his head here.
Yeah,
ladies and
he hates
gentlemen.
himself.
He tags Brian in.
Yeah.
Brian won't tag.
Oh my god.
So, to be honest though, by this time, someone might have died at that event. We
Oh
don't know.
God, it's
not
horrible.
on
Have you
yet,
seen?
is it?
Have you seen
What?
the latest
Is that
tweet?
tonight?
What time's it
Tonight.
on? Tonight.
The latest tweet where they said none of the fighters have insurance.
That's mental.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
That is mental.
I asked Callum because we were playing football the other day, and I went, "Callum, have you got insurance?" He went, "Oh, I've got like 50k in life insurance just in case."
So if I die-
Mate, 50k is absolutely nothing.
Let's go
Well,
straight
it is
back
mental.
to
go straight back into the Tory.
That's mental.
Any event that Dapper Laughs is on the bill for, I will not be watching.
I saw him in Manchester
But you say
Piccadilly
that because-
looking around for attention.
Yeah.
Then he went into TGI Fridays and ate his feelings.
Yeah,
Bless
he
him.
went-
God.
Oh yay!
I've been told by him that if I ever like publicly like talk about what me and him went through together again, that he's just going to call me out.
Yeah.
It's like, you literally have nothing on me. So
Yeah.
I
It was
just want
like-
to say now, if he says like,
He was doing cocaine on the shoot, was he?
yeah, he was.
Well, you didn't say it. We did.
We
The thing
Yeah.
is,
Yeah.
the thing is, I don't bat an eyelid at that because
Yeah.
he's just a,
He's just here for a good
He-
laugh,
he
isn't he?
hit
He's just a
high,
lad.
yeah.
he hit
Some
quite
people
a
might say
little
he's in
high.
it for a dapper laugh.
Yeah, yeah. I don't even know what dapper means anymore. It's sort of lost all meaning because he's a
Cunt.
right.
Right, so I think he's an
I
alright
liked
guy.
He
I
might
genuinely
be.
do.
He might well be.
I think he's alright.
He fits with your views. I'll give you that.
No, I actually think he's an alright guy. I see your criticisms of him.
Yeah.
He was lovely
could be
to
a
us.
laugh. I get what you mean,
No, I think he's alright, but sometimes when you've had your moment,
Just fuck off.
you've got to accept it's over and move on with your life. And I think, if I'm honest with you, that's probably what's time for him to do now. Like, if it happens to me, I'll just accept it. Do you know
Can you
what I'm
imagine how
saying?
difficult that must be, though, to think and have a TV show? and
Dude,
have
the
this-
guy was on top.
Yeah,
Like, he
But
was
it was on
running
ITV
it.
too.
What's
I mean, it was,
horrible is the way.
There was like this big thing after I got cancelled where I was like, do I bring the turtleneck out now?
The point is he was
should
one
have.
of the originals in the country to cross over from online to mainstream.
Absolutely, yeah.
Even if it was kind of.
ITV.
But it
mainstream.
was one of the worst examples. Of it,
Absolutely,
wasn't
and he sort of set us back a little bit.
Yeah.
And I
I
feel
don't-
like
I don't-
JJ's probably done so good to fucking.
But
JJ
I don't know. On that, I felt bad for him because as he's a comedian, so jokes want to be jokes and you do a
Yeah.
live show. So
I also felt
Yeah,
bad
but
for him
he's-
because he was on ITV2 giving advice to young men who were trying to get dates with women. It wasn't like he went out on his own and filmed all this stuff.
But I
There's
guarantee-
whole crews around him going,
Yeah.
Yeah, but then
tell him he's fat and he needs his haircut. And he goes,
Producers have
"You're
come up
fat."
to him with this idea. He hasn't
Exactly.
pitched it to ITV.
Yeah.
Well, I think he maybe could have pitched it. We
they've
don't
come
know.
to him with that.
Yeah, we don't know.
But I did Hotel of Mum and Dad. So talking of
That's true.
YouTubers crossing over to the mainstream.
Yeah,
was
I
it
remember
me?
that.
Did I pave the way?
I think you did, Jack.
no,
Don't be humble about
my
this
thing
one.
was the Big Brother when you nearly did Big
we've
Brother.
all
Did you or
there.
not?
I did a trial week, but they didn't tell me that I was a trialist. So when I was in there, I thought there was a chance that I could be on there.
mad.
Even though on launch day, it's usually launch night, isn't it?
Yeah.
I went up and there was a guy just hammering, like doing the set. And I went, all right, mate, the door's open.
Or Brian
Big
Dowling.
break.
Yeah.
BG, what's happened?
What was it? Was it quite intense living in a house with other desperate wannabes?
Yeah,
Because-
it was really. They all called me Paul.
Why?
Because they said it was the whitest name they could think of.
Well, I thought that you said
That's low
poor.
rating.
And,
No,
That's
and when you
outrageous.
did the opposite way around. They kicked you out.
But have I ever told you about the my technique when I went in to make everyone kind of like respect me?
No, I really want to know.
Quite
though,
clearly,
yeah.
based on what you said, it didn't work.
This is a good story, right? This-
Brian.
Wow.
So basically,
yeah.
many moons ago, me and my dad were watching Big Brother, and we came up with this idea that, and I said, if I ever get in there, I'm going to do it.
Sounds
right?
foolproof.
So yeah, mate, it worked.
You
It
copied
actually worked.
Nadia, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah. He fingered himself.
Sorry, I've
With
just
a
killed
fucking
Will
wine
and
bottle.
Well, it is dead, everyone.
So
Kinga,
take it a bit calmer next time. We've just killed him.
It reminds me in Amsterdam when I sucked off a prostitute.
Yeah.
Wait,
How much nicotine's in
It's
that?
like watermelon.
can I have a go?
Wow.
Let's all have a go.
It's like
If we can get this to 10 minutes, it'll be a great little clip.
Can I?
Oh, you burned it.
I love about it, yeah.
I'll do it cool.
Wow, that's some strong shit there, Brian.
Just the old CBD.
Oh, like a champ.
That's juicy.
Done it
it's
before,
nice.
don't need it.
Good old THC. You'll now be all high for days.
You know what? I've never ate a watermelon.
That's the
I've
good
made it
shit,
do
huh?
that.
It reminds me of when I was in the crew
Why does yours look
NWA.
like a baby
I-
one?
I deliberately
Are you
think
like
it's quite-
Peter
Yeah.
Like I'm fucking vaping that, but
Oh no,
I keep it quite thick.
Brian! Did you used
I
to
can
smoke?
fucking tell.
Brian, Brian, did you used to smoke 80 a day? What is that?
I'm an extremist.
Quite clearly.
Not digging any more tunnels.
Gio, get in here. Have a go on this. Come on. Come on. So
Can I get
went-
some more of that champagne, sorry?
I'm actually worried about Will's health here.
No,
Yeah.
it's fine.
What is that? What is that?
It's CBD.
It's
not
pure weed, yeah.
Is it?
Pure ganja. I've got to get the fucking not Virgin train anymore because I've shagged. The Avanti train.
Because of
You doing it again?
He tried to do it so cool.
I tried to do it.
It was cool though. You know what I love about it? It looks like some sort of stereo.
I'm going to do
from
one of
the
those
90s,
Gandalf
like-
circles.
He puts in
Yeah.
his ears to listen
Yeah.
to that.
It does actually taste nice though. It does taste.
True Geordie CBD coming soon.
So Jack, you were in the Big Brother house, weren't you, or whatever you were talking about before we all died?
Yeah, I was in a Big Brother house for a week, right? And when you're in there, sometimes when you want to when you want to go in
Obviously
and speak
not.
to the diary room, they won't call you, right? So when you see it on the TV show, it's like, can Jack come to the diary room?
Yeah.
They only do it if you're not near the door, because otherwise you just expect.
So you
to
just
see.
stood outside going, let me in, let me in.
No, right. So what I did, right? So when you go in, there's a welcome pack, right? This is actually a half decent story, I promise you, right? I'll
Yeah, better be,
I'll
'cause,
get to the
I've
point.
seen the
I
Happy
won't
Hour
butt in. I won't
podcast.
butt in.
There was
Lawrence,
So
at this point, you're not even making witty comments. You're just slating
Yeah,
people's
I know.
content.
I feel so uncomfortable now.
Get ready for that. Get
I've
ready
seen
for
the
that
Happy Hour
compilation.
I've been on
Compilation.
that
Let's talk about the fight. KSI.
I
Logan.
want to hear about Big Brother.
Yes,
I
Right.
do. I
Tell
love
us.
Big Brother.
Yeah,
I
I'm
use
sort
So
of
it.
I pressed the
50-50.
button and I ran away from the door. So they actually had to call me in. So everyone knew I was going in. And on the way in, there's like a welcome pack, and I stole like a sheet from the welcome pack.
Good luck,
Went
Paul.
in, and they were like, Jack, what do you want to talk about? And I was like, nothing. I just want to sit in here for like 10, 15 minutes. They were like, okay. So we just had a normal chat. They have to because mental health and that.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I come out, and there was this one like cunty woman in there that no one liked. So I've come out, and I
To
was
be
like,
like in the house.
yeah, in the
Okay,
house.
yeah.
So I've come back to the room. They're all sat round. They don't know I've got this sheet. All they know is I've been called in. They didn't know that I pressed the button. So I've gone into the bathroom and I've got these 2 toilet rolls and I've gone, Big Brother, collected, like that. And everyone's like, fuck's this mean? It meant nothing. Then I went up to the cuntiest one in there and I went, number 1, and just wrapped her up in this toilet roll. And she stood there like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And I went, oh, you're not going to be in here very long, like that. And then I went, right, who else wants the other one? They went, no. And then for the whole week, they were just kissing my ass because they thought that I had some kind of power to get them gone. And then on the last day before we were due to go, I just got them around the pool and went, yeah, it means fuck all. But you're all really nice to me.
You would have been class in Big Brother.
Yeah, but
Genuinely.
I don't know if that's
Yeah.
a compliment though.
Question, boys.
No,
Yeah.
good
If you got
personality.
like any approaches to do like the jungle or any of that bullshit, would you do
I
it?
did the jungle.
Do the
I'd
jungle.
either be first out or the winner.
Will-
That's
Will-
my problem.
Will and George wanted me to
I've read
do
some
Big
stuff.
Brother.
I've tweeted about Anne McPartlin far too many times for me to get in though.
Half
I've made too many jokes.
Have you heard about that? What's her
thing is,
name?
Caroline Flack.
Beating that fella up.
Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah.
It's gender
Talk about Love
equality.
Island. Yeah.
Gender equality.
Yeah,
Allow
well,
it.
Love violence.
She beat a fella up.
Yeah, I did see that. But when it comes to I'm a celeb, I've been there, done that. So I'm not going to do it again.
Yes, lad.
Jesus.
Aim for the cameras next time, Laurence.
Didn't you do that once? That's right, you did, didn't you, last time?
Speaking of Love Island, corks.
Yeah, there's a guy from Love Island who's gone blind. Have you seen it with the iPad?
Oh, that's the worst. Wait, that's the biggest L I've seen.
Did you hear what happened with him?
The biggest L you've seen.
Oh, the champagne.
Sorry,
in his
he
eye.
lost an eye. That's a bit more than an L.
Twice, he got hit
massive
twice,
L.
you know.
How did he get hit twice?
Oh, you idiot! You lost your
It was
eye.
at a party. It was at a party.
Wow.
No one did the Fortnite dance. Yeah, you don't get fucking...
All of his mates going around going,
Tommy Fury just dabbing.
Pass me the champagne. I want to celebrate him losing his eye.
We do.
It's Josh Denzel to dab over you.
yeah.
So was it Josh
fair-
Denzel who did it?
No.
Someone popped the cork, hit him, and he was like, fuck. And then another one hit him directly in the eye and just ripped it. Like, so his eye
This poor
split.
guy.
That is horrible.
But he's...
Didn't someone tweet him like a bit of a?
Probably.
That was,
It's
Was it
Twitter.
Josh Denzel who tweeted him a bit of a?
He
To be fair,
he
though-
basically immediately after,
I don't know who Josh Denzel is.
Josh Denzel.
I've just heard about this.
All
Very
I've
good
seen
UK
is,
host of sports
is
content.
Instagram. He looks like the smuggest prick you've ever seen
Right.
in every picture. He's in Dubai on a fucking, rubber ring,
JJ's
just
yacht.
going like that. And Matchroom Boxing have got him on every fucking talk, like head to head. It's like, piss off, get someone who actually knows what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
But he's
Geordie or Laurence.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You get 10
Geordie.
times the views.
Or
Maybe
Laurence.
Thanks, Eddie, for coming on the podcast. then.
Yeah.
No, he's a good
I met
lad.
Josh. He's actually
What-
quite a
what
nice
did-
guy.
What did you make of
Josh is a nice
Joe
guy.
and Tyson went, I've got nothing to do with Eddie.
Yeah.
That
was
was
a very
right.
that was probably
Yeah.
the most awkward moment we had in the whole podcast.
But
because
what do you think of that?
Because also Eddie had come in and gone, yeah, he calls me at 3 a.m. and stuff, and we were like, good banter. They're sort of going back and
'Cause
forth.
I get how Eddie can be a bit of a smarmy. I know that.
Bit of a
He didn't
charmer.
come across that way though in real life, did he? He came across, he had really
I think
nice energy.
He's got a lot of charisma.
yeah.
But what do you make
loads.
of Tyson going? Like,
To be honest with you, I totally found it easy to deal with at the time, and I was like, right, and only afterwards did someone tweet us and go, well, the way you handled that, I thought, was that a moment? And like,
No,
apparently it was a bit of an awkward moment.
It's strange, isn't it? Because you'd go, oh, so the way you did that, you felt like this, and he'd go, no. He was strange with that.
Is this
but
what
When you
Eddie
interview
or
Tyson Fury, you're not talking to a normal person. Like, you know,
He's from the gypsy culture,
He
isn't he?
is who he
Different.
is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Is he,
saying?
isn't he?
So you're not going to like...
Yeah, he isn't.
There's people who are... You can maneuver a certain way.
You could manipulate me any day, bro.
No, or you can take them down a road of questioning. You can't do that to Tyson Fury.
No.
Yeah, some
He's his own
guests
man.
come on to answer questions, and some people just want to say what they got to say.
Yeah.
With
And-
Tyson, you don't know what you're getting, do
He
you?
hears buzzwords in questions and then just goes,
Yeah.
I've heard the
I'll hit
buzzword.
that one, I'll hit that point.
Can I ask,
Yeah.
what was his dad like?
Fucking
He
hilarious.
Came across
Was he?
a really
Peter?
lovely guy.
Was it Peter?
Oh, you rocked up
Yeah.
with his
Or is
dad,
it-
did he?
Yeah, his dad was sat over there.
He had a
That's
really
great.
lovely handshake.
Both of them at the end said to me like how good the time they'd had.
You can really warm to them.
His dad
Yeah.
genuinely said at the end, he went, I'd love to come on the podcast. And I was like, right.
He was a good boxer, wasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely.
Didn't he beat one of I believe Ali or not Tyson. I think it was Ali actually dodged him when he was
Really?
yeah.
He's,
Fury was
for,
really
for the
good.
height of the bloke, he's a fucking tank.
He's big.
His dad is
He's-
massive.
And he trains Tommy Fury now because he's his half brother.
Yeah.
And you got to have some fucking hands to deal with Tyson and
Tyson, I was really proud of getting him on because even back, I
absolutely,
think it was
yeah.
like the third podcast I was talking about getting Tyson Fury on.
Yeah.
So like it was like, yeah, we are
I remember
125
him like,
podcasts
like
later.
a year before you got him on. You were talking about
Yeah.
getting him on.
I rang him up, man. I had his phone number off
Yeah,
someone.
you did. Yeah.
You found the answer machine of Tyson Fury. Like,
No
I'm like,
way.
holy shit! I'm actually through it was answer machine.
Yeah.
And like, in my head, I thought,
That's not.
this isn't the way I want to get a fucking podcast.
No.
It's probably, and also that was when he was on the worst part of his life.
Oh, absolutely.
It was
yeah.
right on the
Yeah,
down.
I'd really
Hello,
appreciate if you
Tyson.
stopped leaving me voicemails, Brian, about the Christmas.
Sorry about
podcast, but you keep on doing
It's just,
it.
I just want to hear more about Rafa Benitez.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. We all
I
have
do
it.
actually.
Can we talk about the podcast?
Is
a
Rafa
bit?
one of the?
Go for it. Go
Does
for
anybody remember what we said last year?
I do. I
He's
was a
talking about the Tyson
twat.
podcast.
I talked about losing my virginity.
I
last
actually
time.
want to hit you with a few questions because
Don't hit him.
because I think you went through that rough patch at the start, didn't you? And I feel like that was.
I think the middle of the year, particularly, was just a
August.
nightmare.
Yeah, and that was.
Yeah.
I had a good start because the start of the year we did Gervais, Ian Wright. I'm like,
Smashing
I'm
it.
untouchable.
Yeah.
You know, I've got Ian Wright crying in front of us. I'm like, this is unbelievable. Like, this is an idol of mine.
Yeah.
and I've got him giving me like all this emotion, and then I've got Gervais dropping knowledge on us. Think like
we've all been there.
You know what it's like. Though.
But he actually got along with us though, mate. So
right.
Genuinely, I've never been. He was the most intimidating podcast I've ever done. Was Gervais because
Theo Baker isn't live, Brian.
on a intellectual level, I felt like he could make me look so stupid.
And what was weird, do you know when I got there, he had a driver ready, so he could go at any moment. Bro.
Yeah, like
that driver got a parking ticket when he came to us. Yeah,
fuck.
I got so close speaking to Ricky Gervais, never, because I was at his premiere for Afterlife, and I went with my mate
I've not
James.
watched that because I've heard it's a bit hard hitting.
Oh no, generally I think it's the only time where I've cried like in a theatre
at
Afterlife.
The Manchester Spice has got me there, Jack.
He was right there, and I turned to my mate James, who I brought to me as my +1 to the premiere, and I went, I'm going to say hello, I'm going to do it, I'm going to pluck up the courage. And he went, now's not the time, you'll get another chance. I never had another chance.
You sorted me out with that, because I was going to bottle speaking to him, and you went, this is Stephen, and
what else did I say?
The future of comedy, Brian. I don't know what to tell you.
No, I genuinely said this guy is the future.
And Ricky Gervais went.
He went, with his fucking ears, he's not making it on TV. Thank you, Mr. Ricky.
I was intimidated a little bit because I just wanted to make sure I didn't make a tit out myself.
That was my issue.
But someone of that stature.
Like, obviously he's going to be composed, isn't he? But like how relaxed and how just he makes you feel so.
He's like your granddad.
It's especially because he always wears the same clothes.
And they're shit's clothes.
Yeah.
That's what Steve Jobs does, doesn't it?
It's mental.
Well, Steve Jobs is always wearing the same clothes right now. When Steve Jobs does always wear the same clothes, he's a corpse.
He makes an effort with you to educate you as 100%. A younger man. Like he's telling you things, and you're like, like I found myself being like, wow.
Do you know what I really thought was funny was
before you stick it
both of us got off the podcast and went, and he sort of laughed at our jokes as well.
And you feel like that's validation.
I feel like I could have done way better had I have just been a bit more calm and relaxed.
A year later, he went on Jerry Seinfeld's Comedians and Guys Getting Coffee. And Jerry Seinfeld goes, do you laugh at normal people's jokes? And Ricky goes, yeah, sometimes I sort of feel like I have to make them feel better. And I was like,
well, with that,
so was he actually laughing, or did he actually find us funny? That's
we did get a few like
that's what I thought.
We got that one.
That's what you know.
That was
when I first ever interviewed him, I was shitting myself.
You would be.
I was
an idol.
shaking, right?
Yeah.
And I was sat there, and I cut this out of the video. It was terrible. The first 4 minutes was terrible because I was like doing it. I was trying to be like this kind of like deadpan kind of like guy. It weren't like a podcast. I was like, I have to be funny now. So it was cringy. And I said to him, I was like, come here, give us a cuddle. And I shit you not, he didn't move, right? So I went, and then I'm like shitting myself even more. Then my first few jokes, 5 out of 10s, he's doing that laugh too. So it's given me a bit of courage, but when you watch it back in the edit, you're like, that's not a real laugh, it's not a real laugh. And then at the end, when there's like a few improv little bits,
like genuine lines,
you can tell in the edit they're the genuine lines. And looking back, I got more out of that, but on the day, the fake ones, I'll take them all day.
I was at the premiere, halfway through, he was talking about answering questions. He pointed at me and he just laughed at me and he just went back, and I was like, oh, it must be really funny then if he did that.
Ricky Gervais is cancelled. I could never do what like you three do in terms of interviewing big personalities that you actually look up to, because I just freeze. No, Xabi Alonso, Laurence absolutely held that.
We had a great time
because I went. Do you know when you were taking your penalty in the Istanbul penalty shootout, and you went, I didn't take a penalty, and I went, yeah, Laurence.
There is actually, what I love is there's some great pictures of Stephen during the Xabi Alonso interview, just going
hands down my pants.
He's genuinely just looking off into the distance, like, oh no.
Eagle Bish.
This was you talk about that bit, the nervy bit.
Yeah.
This is the first year where I've interviewed people who I know I should feel something, and I'm nothing. Like in Tyson Fury, nothing. Like I was proud of myself, but I thought no fear, no nerves, nothing. It's the first time where I was like,
because they're kind of stepping into your world, aren't they? They're kind of outside of this YouTube world, and you're showing it to them.
But like,
was it different with JJ and Logan or Jake?
Oh, they're like mates. But, that's okay.
But the first time, do you think?
Oh, the first time I met JJ, I was fucking like, this guy's like. I looked up to JJ so much. I was like, you are the fucking goat, mate.
JJ makes it so easy on people.
Absolutely.
When we did the happy hour with him, he was great even afterwards. Like
that was a weird one.
Genuinely spoke to me and was like very much personable. And
that's
not
what
like
I fucking hate when you get a guest on and like, because it's my show, they'll chat to me, and then the co-hosts they don't give a fuck. So when
Yeah,
you have
some of them
someone
are
like JJ
absolute
on,
wankers.
who's actually giving time to people as well, I saw him in a completely different light. I was like, you're
Yeah.
actually a sound fucking
It was
guy.
nice. Like you felt like you actually wanted to be there.
Yeah.
Our podcast that we did with him was 2018, 17.
He was one of your
That,
first
that
ones,
was
wasn't he?
that was his. I think that was his first podcast
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
that he
And then
did.
a week later, he blacked everything out on social media and quit. And I thought,
yeah.
we've really raised some
The thing is-
profound
the thing is,
questions
you
in his
say it,
mind
He
there.
did the same thing when we did Happy Hour.
Yeah.
It was we would turn up to the studio, and then I turned to Jack and I go, he just made his profile picture black, and I went, maybe he doesn't want to be here.
Oh yeah.
It was that was because of the Deji stuff, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Who we voted worst YouTuber.
So what was your most awkward podcast moment this year?
We haven't had that many awkward podcasts this year.
No?
Who have you had this year?
Ninja, Tyson Fury, Ricky Gervais, Ian
Earlier
Wright.
in the year.
I think the whole Brody
Logan.
podcast was just mental.
Let's talk about him.
How was
he is a head
I heard
case.
my
Yeah.
name on that.
Huh?
I heard my name on that.
What, the Brody one?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know if
When I
Brody's
was
your
like,
biggest
you're
fan.
a cunt for saying the N-word so fucking frequently. He's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, WillNE says I can't say the N-word.
Well, I also
can't
said
stand
that
guy.
to him though. I also said
I'm
you
with
can't
you
say
on
But
that.
in that podcast,
You
he's
can't
like,
say
oh.
it.
He's like mental to the point where it's like it reminds me of like Filthy Frank if it was like even more off kilter.
Yeah.
He reads social situations, and then for some weird reason, his brain works out the opposite thing that you're supposed to do in that
You
situation.
didn't get on with him, did you?
No, that's really weird actually, because I got on exceptionally well with him, which is why I was
It didn't
quite
come
upset.
across like that.
Yeah, it's really funny because
Yeah.
that's
It's
because
funny
I'm.
how often people say that about you, and then after the podcast, we like go out with people.
It's so funny. Like even with Dapper Laughs, afterwards we went for an Italian meal and we were all sitting there. I sat next to him and we were having a laugh. We were like having a good time. I just think I
Slice
come
of margarita,
because I
Pepper.
speak in a certain way, and you know this anyway. Sometimes I just come across in a bad way. I thought he was a really nice guy.
weird
Which is why I
is
was
that
sort of
there's-
upset when he fell out with you because, or whatever happened with you.
Fall out.
I think
It was
Will
nothing like-
just had a standpoint of
I
you
just
can't
know-
say
I
the
said-
N word.
But I get
which I
that.
respect
I
that.
came up and I was like, I think as a creator, you totally get this YouTube side of it.
Yeah.
I just think the way you're coming at it is totally wrong. And he goes, I say the N-word, so it liberates like black people. And I'm going,
What?
It doesn't
So
liberate.
we had this.
Fuck?
because I'm saying it in a way that mocks people
Oh,
who say
yeah.
it. I'm going, your mind.
Yeah,
is-
that's
your-
too-
We've
that's
had this
what's
debate.
far too
We've had
far.
this debate with him though, and obviously, I think a lot of people actually.
why the fuck
that- it was the worst podcast because people thought we were bullying him, or they thought that nothing had happened
Yeah, I
off the
saw
podcast.
that.
And maybe that's our responsibility as podcast makers to be like, give the context and be like, look, we've spoken a lot to Brody off the podcast, and maybe that didn't come across
Yeah.
in the
But you're not
podcast.
always
the
got a
real
spotlight
question
on
is-
everyone you speak to, are you?
Well, that's
You
part-
have to grow the
weird
channel.
that was
do you know
the
what-
reaction though.
But do you know
I
what
had
really-
like 3 podcasts in a row which people just shut on.
Yeah.
Which one?
Dan
Bilzerian was
To be
there.
fair, that was a
I
fucking.
did Bilzerian,
he came across
Brody,
as a
and
Be
massive
honest about what was
wanker.
going on for you on that day in terms of you were not feeling well.
what, the Bilzerian one? So I had the shits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I turn up, I've got the shits, I'm meeting Dan Bilzerian. I'm the last interview of the day, which they told me it would be the other way around. I'm in his fucking hotel room. I'm not in the situation I'd like to be in.
Yeah.
He is sick of his life. He fucking hates his life because he's just had an hour of grilling of some women for degrading
BBC.
women.
It's
From
a
the
bit like,
BBC,
woe is
yeah.
me,
Oh.
with Dan hates his life.
Yeah,
It's
but
like,
but
oh, fuck
also
off, mate.
for me
Like,
personally, I'm just like,
yeah.
fuck mate. So I just downed a load of whiskey and went, fuck this. I'm gonna go and try and you know what it is, that probably was one of the hardest interviews I've ever had to turn around in
I
terms of
enjoyed it.
making a guest
Yeah.
actually get
Comfortable,
involved.
yeah,
And
yeah,
also
yeah.
not shitting yourself at the same time.
Mate,
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I had about 10 Imodium and like half a bottle of whiskey.
I'm not even kidding. I bought you that, and then
As the
our,
PA you are.
our cameraman
It's your
Glenn
job, Laurence.
went. Most normal people take 1. Brian's taken 4.
Do you know what it is at work though?
Four
I
times
made it
as much
through
as
that
people do.
podcast.
Yeah.
That podcast was challenging in many ways.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It must
Just
be-
holding on.
It must
was
be
funny,
hard to
though.
have a good podcast as well as because you can't put it on them when they're sort of like a closed off.
He didn't give a
You're
fuck.
in their house. You
Yeah.
know, they've given you the privilege.
He's got
of
so
making
much
a video
power.
with
He was
Just
also
have
eating,
status.
and also it was also that he was never willing to see another.
with his mouth
perspective.
open.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
found
that's
the
what
Brody, what do you call it? The kickback from the Brody one. I found that completely wrong.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the Dan one, I was like, yeah, I don't get it. I didn't enjoy it.
Was,
But
was
Yeah.
there kickback from the Brody one?
yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
as you said,
You
Brian
started
did
on your
like
second
3 in a
account.
row. There was 3 in a row, and all the comments were terrible. Dan one I didn't like from anyone's
I didn't,
perspective.
yeah.
Not on
But then the
YouTube, on
Brody
him.
one, because they were saying that. So for the Dan one, they were saying that you were just agreeing to stuff,
Yeah.
right? And then with the Brody one, they were saying that you were bullying him. But I was thinking this guy, like, and this is just my opinion here, right? He knows that I'm not a fan of him. You were, whenever he was getting out of control, you were giving him great feedback,
And just
which
keep
is
on the
what
straight and narrow. Let's make a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't win because one minute you're doing this to Dan, which I thought you were a bit, but then when it comes to Brody, you've gone the other way and you're getting backlash there. So it's kind of like, I thought at that moment you might be fucked.
People don't also understand how hard it is to interview people.
Because I'm looking at the comments. I've seen 3 in a row. I like you guys, obviously, but I'm seeing all the comments. I was like, I don't know how they get out of there.
That's so funny because the Brody one was a weird one in the first place because Brody's a very different energy in real life to the energy that he is on camera, and if you speak to him off camera, it's very different to the way that he is on camera.
When I met him on and off camera, he was the same person.
Yeah, you met him on a night out.
I agree with
Lawrence. Way out there, wasn't
Yeah,
he?
you met him on a night out.
And I
I
totally
thought it was very different. I thought it was just he was proper sound down to earth. You could chat him on any level.
Yeah.
And then he goes on the podcast. He's like, WillNE says a concept. I'm like, bro, we sat down.
that's what I didn't quite understand was like the whole what was going on with you, and I didn't know whether he was saying it because maybe he wanted to, mention you in the podcast, those kind of things. But the Dan one was just it was just a bizarre podcast in general, I think, on that day. And then what was the podcast?
There was
after
3
that?
On the comments. This is the year that I've hated the most.
I know people who have been cancelled previously, which is why I said to Will,
You cancelled half of them.
Shut the fuck up. I said to Will at one point, I literally said, I've actually been a lot happier not making videos because there's no pressure on yourself to be a role model, be right all the time. Yeah, and I said to Will, I don't know if I'm going to come back, and Will went, you're a fucking idiot. You have to come back.
But also, when you just read the comments, how do you know who's a fan and who's not? Because how many times have we had it where someone's DM'd you and gone, you're a cunt, and then you've gone,
you reply, and they go, I actually love your videos.
You reply, it's bollocks.
They both carry the same weight. That positive comment and the negative comment carry the exact same weight.
I disagree on that one.
Negative outweighs positive.
For me personally,
negative stands out.
If I have nice, horrible, I automatically feel more impacted by
promise
horrible.
you.
But it means nothing more than positive, dude.
When I did stand up,
I wish I thought
promise you, when I did stand up,
Yeah.
if someone wasn't laughing, that's what you hone in on.
Yeah.
If someone didn't laugh at a joke, it's like, what's wrong with that joke? If all the others do brilliant,
That's human nature, isn't it?
It's just your.
But
it's your
my
perception.
brain, and I'm realising this now,
Everyone's different.
I'm before this, I was working offshore. Mentioned it a couple of times.
What did you do offshore again?
Just diving, you know. Watch Last Breath on Netflix if you want to know what it was like.
Yeah, you should get a yellow
The point I'm
card
making
for
is,
No women.
I was being judged by 12 guys around me for my job was shit, and I'd get the feedback, I'd get on with it, I'd change. Our brains are not made to be fucking having millions of people judging us the way that it is. But if you're not dealing with it, as I haven't dealt with it well in the last year, then that's normal. Know what I'm saying?
But I've dealt with it in the last year.
I've dealt with it as in I'm alive, but I certainly haven't felt fine.
I also think there's an element of because the way that you dealt with it and decided to approach it head on and laugh it off.
Approach it head on and drink and smoke as much as
It's
possible.
like escapism, isn't it?
But
That's what
as
you
much
have to
as
do
you
in a
drank
way.
and smoked, there were let's be
I
honest.
faced up to it, yeah.
Yeah, but no
Absolutely.
one's seeing the I'd say in that
Shut up, Rovin.
I'd say in that day, in those days, we spent about three hours on the phone per day,
Every day.
just talking.
Yeah.
Not talking down off a ledge or anything, but just sort of talking through what was going on.
Yeah.
Between us.
Well,
between
we're
everyone.
talking business. We're talking how the fuck am I going to rebuild? Where do we
That's
go?
what I respected. So can
you
I
know
just
what
say
I'm
that
saying?
here's what I thought about Brian in that time was there was an interesting point where it wasn't just about that, and we actually had to keep the business going, and we actually had to make some business decisions. And he did just put all of that aside, and it was like, fuck this, who cares, in a way. And within those hours where we were talking on the phone, obviously we spent a lot of time on that, but there were times where it was just we could actually talk about business, we could talk about where we were going to go, and it was almost like this isn't going to... It was never... You never spoke about we should just quit or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe there were one or two moments where you...
No, I wasn't thinking about quitting YouTube. I was thinking about quitting life. At that point, I was like, I hate life, but I knew I would
You
come
need
back
that
from
reassurance, don't you?
Yeah.
I knew I would come back from it, but I don't want to come
Did you get a point where you seen so many YouTubers come back from that stuff? Well, I looked at it and I went, I know I can come back easily. That's not a problem. It was more I was like, I don't know if I could come back from it personally. I could just crack on, but that's not really the same as actually like getting your entire life.
You're in a specific
That
situation
place.
though where you also your channel was quite critical of other people.
Yeah, I know.
So-
That's why it was a big struggle for me, because I was like, I never looked at anybody who criticised me and went, well, they're wrong.
Yeah.
I went, if it was me, I'd probably make a video on it. So I'll
Did
just
you
do those.
know the moment when you fucked up?
Oh yeah, but as soon as it happened, not even when I said stuff. It was like as soon as my mates all went, "Oh yeah, so and so's been accused of this," I went, "Oh, this isn't going to go well," because it doesn't ever go well. There's no way you come out.
But for
because,
you,
it was one of those things where as soon as they told me, I knew it was all over.
right?
Because they called me and went, "Well, we can tell you, or we can't." And I went, "Well, now you've said that. When it all comes out eventually, it will be either you did say something or you didn't say something. So there's no winning there."
So did you wrestle with any level of like guilt of what you'd actually done?
Yeah, well, it's like the first. I didn't actually go, "Oh yeah, let's just make some tweets about it and move on." I was like, "Why aren't the police involved?" And then everybody goes, "The police will be involved eventually, but
I feel
he
like
could be doing this to other people."
It's
And
because
then,
of the line of work that especially me and you are in. You're almost obliged to talk about that thing, which has our own downfall. Because when we had our thing, which could have so easily, like, I'm not just saying this for the cameras, it could have been sorted out so easily.
Oh, in 5-minute call.
But because we are these kind of like these commentary channels, and especially being around you, I really, and this is nothing on you, but what you do, same as me. I felt like, I have to just make a video about this.
well,
and
it's
do
not just that,
like,
but people around you go.
Where-
people around you like, well, if you really think this guy is illegitimate, you should do something
yeah,
about it.
exactly. But
And
you
that's
didn't need to do it.
where
You didn't need to
go
do
down.
it. Do you know?
Yeah, you
So-
go down this
Yeah.
corridor of
ego kicks in,
That's
doesn't
a
it?
cultural side
Everyone's
as
got
well,
one.
though, where
Yeah,
the first
you're
thought
totally
is to
right.
do
Yeah.
that.
It is very much a commentary thing, and that's why I try to move towards what like the people like Cody Coe and Noah Miller are doing. Because you look at those guys, they never have these problems because they're not making serious like takedown videos on people. And
They
it's
hide
very,
behind that in a way, don't they? With the Jake Paul thing, like he's called him out, and then when Jake Paul confronted him, he's like, "It's just jokes," but he's 100% true. It is just jokes. But then to someone else that he's actually spoken about, they don't have the comedy mind that he does.
No,
they take
they
it in a
don't.
bad way.
Yeah.
That's part of it. I think a few people that we've criticised from True News have just had a really shitty sense of humour and not been able to take the jokes.
Yeah.
And they've reacted in such a way.
Well, I didn't take the joke when you said that. Well, you just tweeted me that one thing.
That wasn't
And-
a joke, though. That was.
But at,
They wrote that with venom.
but at that point, we were on good terms.
Yeah.
And we were chatting, and then he tweets me that, and because I know that you take the piss in your videos, I've completely seen that side of your personality and gone, he must mean it like this then.
It's
and
hard,
then
isn't
even
it?
though
Yeah.
you didn't, I don't know.
Yeah.
But so then I've done that video, and then it's blown up, and it's like, this is only happening because we are fucking
lack of
YouTubers.
communication.
Yeah, because I genuinely have always liked
sticking
you
your
and
middle finger?
always rated you as a person, always. But it just it gets blown up because we're
Yeah,
under a
yeah.
spotlight.
it's
So,
always
yeah.
it's always communication, especially when you have jobs like ours and there's so much social pressure.
Yeah.
It's like with the stuff that happened with me, it wasn't just like, oh, my mate got accused of some really terrible things and then like confronted him. It was like, no, 20 other full-time YouTubers went, if you don't go this way, we all think it's this way.
Yeah.
They go, you know, like you've got to really join in on this side. Like this is the way that it's like, this is the way you think it's going to go. And you're not thinking it going, oh man, there's a lot to gain from this. Nobody's ever thinking that. But it's one of those things where when you suddenly have like 20 people call you up, it's like a terrifying experience. And that happens a lot on YouTube behind the scenes that I think people don't realise. There's a lot of things that happen where 5 or 6 people get together and go, oh man, he meant it like this.
And a lot of people come to you specifically because you are that guy now.
Yeah, so they know.
So the amount of gossip you know is mental.
That was
I get
one
emails all
of the
the time
first things. Like when the stuff happened to me happened like 3 months before anything.
Right.
And then people came to me, and I literally remember the first thing I said to everybody went, are you only coming to me because you know that I will feel responsible if I now know this? Because it's hard to make videos on other people.
It makes you a bit of a vigilante, though, doesn't
Yes,
it? Which
'cause
is
when-
sort of bad.
If you're
because you
making
don't wanna be-
videos on people I make a video every 3 days. If you're making a video on people for just doing like clickbait and stuff every 3 days, when somebody goes, this YouTuber may sexually assault people, and you don't say anything.
Sorry, don't put it to me, Ross.
That's going in the intro.
Yeah.
not Will.
Unlucky me.
Not Will,
again,
everyone.
unlucky.
Can't tell you
All right,
what
that's-
he said was
yeah.
always
Why
right.
does it say point of direction?
I literally get emails all the time saying that this niche YouTuber's done this, done that, done this, and
Which
then
is, it's just such a
I'm innocent.
if you
You're not niche, all right? That's the, yeah.
but then if you don't do a
niche
video on
somebody,
them,
yeah,
people
right.
think that you're taking their side.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like,
that was
I just
one of the
don't
things.
give a fuck about
That was one of the things. Even when I did that live stream about you as like a retaliation,
I don't
people,
remember it. What was
people. Oh no, it didn't
I
happen.
remember watching that going, I rang Laurence and went, dude, what the fuck is it?
Brian said True News is going to be good this week.
People were
I can smell the Millie.
Yeah. there were people in my comments, fans and stuff, who were like, well, you should make a video on it. And then I back then, like, I've never made a video on a friend of mine ever, even for anything. I've never gone that far. No,
I feel like there's certain things that you do where you go, I'm not going to make a big deal about it. I'm just going to do a rant on Twitter that's inevitably going to get clipped up by someone else and re-uploaded to YouTube.
It's just
it's my channel.
It's that like moment of weakness where you feel like, oh, well, it's just Twitter. So then
Ego.
this
is all about everything we've talked about, lads. It's about being a 20-something-year-old YouTuber, especially with the issues between you guys, and ego, and not wanting to back down, and not wanting to be seen a certain way. And it's about growing up and realising this is not that deep, is it?
Yeah, it's also that difficult, though, because, let's face it, the audience isn't older. They're not skewed older. So the encouragement is going to be to act in that younger, or almost not immature, but like less experienced.
That's what I feel about Jake Paul and people like
that.
Like drama is just like currency. It's almost like you spin it into gold.
It's attention that's the currency, and it's the entertainment.
But if it is manufactured like what Jake Paul does, then you're good. But when it becomes real,
that's when
dodgy.
you get involved.
I didn't know what you'd do, and then when you said do a roast, I was like, that's the perfect way to do it.
Bro, the day it happened, I was like, I'm calling Stephen Trice. On the day, I knew what I was going to do.
I generally thought I remember sitting that going, oh God, I wish I'd have done that.
I'll be honest though, Stephen, you handled Brian's DMs really well.
Thank you.
It was really good.
And this is why I'm going to the toilet right now.
The best thing was at that point.
Has got a girl in there.
The best thing was I guess we always had a plan where we instantly knew there had to be that level. But it was when Stephen texted me out of nowhere with some of the jokes and just went, I can contribute. And I was like, it wasn't even like we hadn't gone to him and gone,
put in
Stephen,
the
got any jokes?
contribute.
You just gone, let's take the piss out of him now.
Genuinely, he went, I've got some good ones. And I was like,
he's not in a good headspace. Never mind.
Yeah.
These 10 jokes
that was the perfect way to handle that.
Yeah.
It couldn't have gone like. I genuinely don't think there's any other YouTuber other than Brian that could have handled it that well.
Yeah.
Because of what you added to the
secret
table.
weapon.
Yeah.
But
we text each other being like, there's no fucking way he uses monkey emojis.
That was the worst thing.
We're not going, do you think it's real? Do you think it's not? You use monkey emojis. I don't believe it at all.
Brian, do you admit in just the worst way to using monkey emojis?
That's your biggest crime yet.
That's the biggest crime.
Do you know what made me laugh? I spoke to my sister not long after, and I was like, yeah, so you might be saying something, and she was like, yeah, I know it's real. I was like, sorry, and she was like, of course it's real, man, it's you. Like, I was like, okay.
Is this going to be a cunt to edit then?
Oh, no. Gio will do it. He's amazing. Big up Gio, he's my boy.
Be careful, I might have a brand cancel on me in 2020.
He's my boy.
Fuming.
He's all right.
That's another thing to come from BG Media. Gio?
Genuinely.
Fair enough.
Without Gio, don't know where the fuck I'd be.
Come in, Gio. Gio, you deserve to be in the podcast.
Fucking Gio, come on.
You didn't send the email.
Gio might as well sit in Alex's.
This is my edit.
Gio, sit in Alex's chair just for a second. You might as well.
He's like, he's one of my best mates.
Gio spends so much time with Brian that I feel like these two are in symbiosis. The second side of it is, since joining us, we found out that Gio is probably one of the funniest guys on the planet.
Do your Tyson Fury. Huh?
Andy Ruiz, that fat little pig.
Yeah. He's so good at impressions.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable.
What else does he do?
You actually shot my Gervais episode as well, didn't you?
I helped out,
Yeah, he was around for that.
I was meant to shoot it, but I turned up, both the cameras are set up. Just to record and sit there.
Just stand there and look at it.
It was good though. Gio's got, I don't know whether it's because you've watched a lot of Brian, but you've got a fantastic sense of humour to the point where now I'm like, he should be on camera.
Well, do you know when Logan sort of put people on his pod?
Yeah.
We need to just bring the team out. Just put them on now.
Gio's genuinely hilarious.
I don't know. I think it might be from.
In terms of don't go fucking anywhere. In terms of people who've worked hard this year, Gio deserves a lot of credit.
Yeah, shout out to Gio. He is my boy.
There's also a big side of it where I think you two work extremely long hours together, which I respect.
Mate.
You know what's funny though? I don't think I'd be here if it wasn't for Will.
Mad.
That's
Mad.
true. That's true.
No. Out of all of the Blackpool ones, you were the one that made it out.
Yeah.
Like, little T, Sophie Aspin
as well.
Yeah. What's happening with them these days?
Oh, no idea. Mate, Afghan Dan.
Third child.
You can see Sophie Aspin on every lovely corner in
It's
Blackpool.
Grim Up North on Channel 4.
Yeah, that's so
good.
bad.
Yeah.
Did you not work with Afghan Dan, and that's how I found you?
No, it was the Afghan Dan documentary.
You're not an
that,
Afghan Dan. You drew Geordie's camera,
was like,
man.
yeah, I want. That was like a
be on
good
that.
video, if that makes sense.
Let
But
him
no,
talk.
the story about Will is, like, obviously I was like doing my film degree, and then Will made the video about Blackpool Grime Media, and at that point it was just a Blackpool thing, and then Will sort of made it into like
It was a countrywide thing, yeah. It's one of those things where all my friends at home, if I go back, they go, "Oh, you know, WillNE, I love those Blackpool videos."
Yeah, that's
I'm
what
like,
he's known for.
yeah, I was not a part of that, so don't mention it.
What is your Blackpool thing? What's your equivalent?
Probably the Slazzo stuff. For
You absolutely nailed it.
me, for me, I mean, recently it's been the TikTok. It's been the TikTok stuff with all those
Yeah,
TikTokers.
same for you, right?
You were big before that, because my mate showed me when you had like 100,000 viewers. I think.
Oh, really?
You
Generally?
were talking about Patreon and all this stuff.
Oh, all that
Onision.
stuff. Yeah.
And then,
Do you do
and then
Patreon?
what made you blow up? What was it?
It was the first thing I was ever like. If you go on Twitter and you search
Yeah.
my name in, it's I took my shirt off for an Onision video.
I've seen
And
that.
people
I've seen
thought
that.
people for
Onision
some
kid.
reason that's when people started tuning in.
Didn't
What a weird world.
what's his name? The makeup lad.
James Charles.
Didn't he
James
DM you about your dick or something?
No, so that wasn't meant to be public knowledge. That was a second channel video of WillNE. Quite clearly, he was struggling for views that month, so he thought I'll just mention his private DMs with that bloke.
Quite literally.
And I remember the moment where me and James we talked quite a bit, and he's quite a nice bloke. And then I remember
Has anyone ever called James Charles a bloke? He's a lad.
Me and James,
What do you have in
What's
James?
your
Pint
record
of
this weekend,
Boddington.
James?
That
But then
makeup
I remember
James at the lash machine.
Will posted this video. And I remember there was a joke in it, and I thought, well, that might cause a bit of problems. But I only realised it was an issue when I got an iMessage from James, and it was just a YouTube URL link. And before I'd even clicked on it, I was instantly thinking,
That's a WillNE video.
Definitely a WillNE video. And I opened it, and it was just the thumbnail, and he just went, "What is this?" ? And that's when I knew it was over.
What is
It
this?
was the
Has he ever spoken to you since then?
Yeah, no, we met up.
Oh,
we've spoken like after
Oh, I
that.
bet.
and-
Where'd
Oh,
you
yeah.
meet?
Not many words exchanged, if you know what I mean.
No, we
Oh.
generally had a decent conversation about all the Tarty Westbrook stuff because
Tarty.
I was just
Not tarty.
I don't. How do you pronounce that?
Tarty.
Dickhead.
All this tardy stuff, I just can't take it.
Was that too far? Was it?
Tarty
Was that too
Westbrook?
far? Was it?
Yeah.
I've got a good question. Could open some debate.
Shoot,
What
bro.
is-
You
and-
really
and-
rate yourself as a podcast today, but I've got a good question actually.
That's the question.
He's just asking a question.
Can the guy ask
No underlying comments.
Fucking coming here asking my questions.
You know what it is, right?
Yeah, go
One
on.
day, this guy.
Yeah.
We're gonna
I'll be
go
sat
along.
there.
Yeah.
I'll
The
be
thing is, you don't realise, Laurence.
fair play.
Right,
We still don't have the question though. Can we have the question?
Lawrence,
What is the best video released this year? You have to pick one.
I've got mine.
Race across the USA first.
Mine's
Very sure.
YouTube Rewind.
Mine is not interesting, but
Good.
David Dobrik when he married Jason
Jason
Nash's
Nash's
mum.
Am I the only person who doesn't watch Dave Dobrik?
Yeah, you're an idiot.
Okay, but
You're the only person who watches him and calls him Dave Dobrik.
I watch some of his videos. It's like, I bought my a car.
no,
man.
he's got the worst. He's got the worst
well,
title.
I'll be straight with you, Brian. I'm fucking waiting for that video, alright? So
He's
Mia's
basically
yeah.
he married.
Learn how to
his
drive, you
brother.
cunt.
yeah.
Little Yaris.
Learn how to buy
parked
things, you
outside.
cunt. Alright.
Did you know that David Dobrik was an Angry Birds too?
Was he?
Yeah, he was.
All right,
I did actually see that. That was great.
Speaking of Angry Birds,
Tarty.
best YouTube video this year.
I love how you're still doing the awards.
He just mentioned it, and I'm trying to think like who the fuck.
got to do it.
I made a mistake. Blooper reel.
What did you say about those bisexual people again, Stephen Troy?
Oi! Let's
One-
clip that up.
Come on, come on! I
What's
say.
one video that's
those
really
green
stuck out?
Literally,
Do you know what? I can't actually think of one
hard,
fucking
isn't
video
it?
Fair, Will,
that
you
I
know
haven't
what-
made mine or
You know
already.
what? I'm genuinely not a million miles away from saying Will's Hawaii video.
I know. My issue is my video that I would pick. He's also on this. panel.
oh, the roast. One of
Simon Roast was a good
Yes,
We didn't
Yeah.
make
because
it.
4 of us made it into it.
Yeah.
not us.
I decided that day was probably not for me, given
Yeah,
some of the the jokes.
Can I
Give
say
it-
something? I've recently been told that I would be unusable because I told the Sidemen that they were in special needs class in
Who
in
told
a
you
private
that?
school. Just
The
loads of-
NBA?
an agent that I was meant to.
Oh,
I was talking
really?
to.
Christian
They went,
Stewart,
we
hashtag
can't
ad."
use you because we think that you don't like
Can I tell
people
you-
with disabilities.
Asperger's.
I put them up in my fucking house, mate. All right. Jesus.
I got told it was too
He's turning into a
controversial to wear
bedsit.
an England Rugby Union shirt.
What for
fuck
that
rugby,
video?
though.
Yeah. No, for a fucking brand deal. They went, "You're too controversial."
Good.
And I was like,
How
"Thank
come
you."
you guys are getting this and I'm allowed to
Because
get
I made a
a
video
we all
about
wonder it,
Madeleine
Alex.
McCann
I think my favourite video.
on a fucking candle.
Nico's fight video. When he got
The
Shannon
nonce,
Briggs to
yeah.
say I'm a nonce.
Oh, that was good.
There's efforts to this.
My one this year generally was.
No,
also-
it's like, but if we're
Stevie's
talking
video.
about,
Wait, Alex said something.
I'm talking about the best
Stephen.
YouTube video of the year, and it's Shannon Briggs saying, "I'm a nonsense."
No,
But that's what YouTube's about. That's all. The whole
No, not just
being
that
a
clip,
dick.
the whole video.
All right.
Is it
I've
also-
heard it was a good video.
Is it also the aspect that he stood next to a guy who could knock him out?
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah.
end
Yeah.
his
Yeah,
life?
yeah, yeah.
It's like, do you remember
gotta
Balls
rate
of
him.
Steel?
Also, I want to give a mention, not to brown nose you too much, but for the
Don't say brown nose. Come on.
sorry.
He's past that now.
All right, mate. That video's done now.
the David Icke podcast.
This isn't the roast, you bastard.
I'd say the David Icke podcast is up there. I also felt like that was the moment that you got it back.
I never knew
You
about
got it
Tower
back.
7.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I never knew about that Tower 7.
No, I
and
didn't.
that.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
That was no. I was watching that the other night. As much as you listen to ASMR, I was thinking I'll listen to a podcast for a bit, and then I was listening to this Tower 7. I just went, "What?"
No, generally when I was watching that David Icke podcast, I was
Respect.
like, I'll go to sleep and listen to Brian's podcast. And
Don't
at the
do
end of it,
that.
I was like, I can't sleep.
Yeah.
That was a lot of people said that was the "let me get off the planet" moment. Like
Yeah,
it was
it was
mental.
brilliant though. It opened your mind up to so
Yeah.
much, and a lot of people talk about how when you hear things like that, you just don't want to believe it because
Yeah.
it makes you go.
The third tower in the 9/11. People told us not to talk about conspiracies, but fuck it, we're here.
Yeah.
They're so good. They're so
There
good.
was 3 towers that went down that day. 2 of them were hit by planes. One of them went down in free fall speed. Not hit by a
5
plane.
And people had already reported on the news that it had gone down before
Yeah,
it
on
even
BBC
happened.
News, it was already reported down, and then it was still standing behind the news reporter.
2 days, guys.
Mental.
I feel like this Jeffrey Epstein stuff, like, he clearly fucking killed himself. That's added more weight to every other conspiracy.
there was a
because you
guy-
think it would never be that
My
obvious.
Christmas jumper, which is yet to arrive, has Jeffrey
I was gonna get
Epstein
that.
didn't kill
Oh,
himself
you
on it.
edgy.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean, though?
when
Does
I
that
go,
make
I
sense?
want my
But
family to be
there was a-
proud of me.
There was a
Are you
guy who
genuinely
in
wearing a Jeffrey Epstein jumper?
That's
for
bad.
Christmas?
It's a Christmas jumper.
He's a paedophile. That's not
My
funny.
bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've established that's not funny. There's a guy who looked into Iraq. My mate told me, and he found out that there was no
Beautiful
weapons there. There was no reason to invade, and he hung himself in the forest. Logan Paul didn't vlog it. It was too early for him. But
For fuck's sake.
but apparently, yeah, he killed himself when he found out there was no reason to invade Iraq.
Our
Yeah,
mate
that
Sean
was that
Atwood
doctor,
has done
He
loads of
scares the fuck out of me.
Does
loads of
scare me.
conspiracies, right?
Scary-looking guy.
His channel is at the moment. I want him to change the name to Everyday Epstein because they must have done 200.
My YouTube
about that?
watch later, it's just like every time I'm like, got to watch that later, and then it's like another Sean Atwood video.
Oh mate,
Yeah.
mate,
It's like-
this guy.
Hey
is-
guys,
I avoid him like the plague.
No, he's
I can't watch
training-
a video
The Wolf
without
of
my back
Warrington.
chilling.
He's churning out that Epstein
That was the thing
content.
the worst thing that happened when I was during my cancelled. That's when I got into the conspiracy theory podcast.
This is the path I could go down.
And I was like, actually, I don't want to come back because this is too scary. The world is scary. I don't want to be here anymore.
is.
What is
Scary,
he
isn't
like
it?
as a person?
Who, Sean Atwood?
Who, Jeffrey Epstein?
He is
lovely.
loving.
He doesn't seem like a sort of drug dealing.
Mate,
Right.
when you
Chapo
give him a
guy.
hug, he's like, you can tell he really like is full of like goodness.
Full of
Yeah,
pills.
he's got a warm.
Genuinely, he's
Good
lovely.
pills then.
Yeah.
He's very nice energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget completely that he did like 10 years in prison for moving hundreds of thousands of dollars of H or whatever it was.
It's just drugs.
yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's an interesting one. He's my top podcast guest of all time, I think.
Really?
Yeah, now he's made it.
That was one of my favourites.
It's a shout, like.
Yeah, it's out there. It's a
He's
different-
up there.
It's not quite
I-
Theo Baker though,
The
realistically.
thing is,
Thank
I
you.
rate
I
him
love
for
how
the
people bring up
I rate him for the sheer balls of just saying the stuff he says. Like he just comes out in the similar way
He
to
literally
David
went to
Icke.
Epstein's house.
Yeah.
He's knocked on the door.
It just makes me feel a bit
Yeah, it's
uncomfortable.
mental.
Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck. He makes like our mate. Who's the guy who we all keep bringing up all the time?
Logan Paul.
Nico.
James Charles.
He makes Nico look like a safe playing guy. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
He'll go to like pedos' houses and just like go
Spunk on the door.
Enjoy that, you
Well, it's
dirty
like he went to the Epstein house, didn't he?
He
And then
did.
he got the video.
So
of the
there's a
staircase.
picture of Prince
Andrew.
Yeah.
In
glad you
Pizza
didn't say
Express and
Prince.
Woking.
next to a banister in a house with the girl who was like whatever, I don't know how old she was, and
17,
they're
I
trying
think.
to find out like was that the house?
15 or
Was it
under, I
Jeffrey
guess.
Epstein's house? He went to the house. He got the woman to open the door. He was like, "There it is, there it is!" Like he got the proof.
Fucking
basically.
hell.
This
It was
guy's
the
just-
cleaner.
Atwood.
The cleaner, I reckon.
Yeah.
I think Sean Atwood, as much as his heart's in the right place, got a cleaner killed. Because the cleaner opens the door and Sean's there going, "Hello, is anyone in there?"
Can I have another?
In the way he talks like Paul McCartney.
Spotless.
And then he goes,
Champagne.
"There it is, there it is." And the cleaner's like, "What? What?" And he's like, "Come round this side." And then the white banister's right there, and the cleaner's just going, "Can I help you?"
It's
It was
mad
terrible.
when a prince of this country can be basically outed as a fucking pedo, and everyone's like, "Yeah, whatever." Like
That is
nothing's
crazy.
happened to him.
Especially 'cause-
Nothing's happened to him.
What makes you wonder?
I watched that. I watched that interview.
If there's ever a video for you to make, bro, there it is.
Can I just
That's
say,
how I get my redemption. I put him in prison.
Yes!
do you know what makes
It was
me...
always
diss
right
track.
all along.
You always said you were a
Yeah.
royalist.
Piers Morgan should have been cancelled years ago, but I feel like he's got so much dirt on these higher-ups that he must be just
The fact
golden
that he
for now.
like
That must
was
be the
part
only
of the
reason.
tapping scandal of like
Exactly.
people with like dying kids and all this shit. No, and
He
everyone's
knows
just
way
like,
too much, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
whatever.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's mental. If someone should have been got rid of and is still there on mainstream media, there's a fucking
He
good
shouldn't
reason.
have a prime time slot in the
Oh, yeah,
morning.
no way. No way.
Piers Morgan should be in a
Imagine
bar in London, just
Yeah.
like, drinking his sorrows away and saying, "I was once really shit at my job."
I'd love Piers Morgan to just end up taking over Arsenal fan TV or something.
Yeah, I
You know what I mean?
yeah. Post game, troops. What are your thoughts on the match?
Genuinely, that's what you should be doing right
genuinely.
You must have a lot on JJ to keep on getting him to do those interviews.
That's what I said to him. Is I was like, it makes me feel really uncomfortable when I watch JJ on that. When it's like Piers
How much
Morgan.
do you make?
Yeah. How much money do you
He
have?
says, unbottling the bottle of Patton. Not very much. 6.
The
Thank
answer's
you
not
for
enough,
sponsoring
mate.
this podcast.
Yeah.
Shout
you mean
out.
Raid. Thank you, Raid Shadow Legends.
We are.
Merry
Fuck Raid
Christmas,
Shadow
Raid Shadow Legends. Am I right?
Yes. Is there any more questions about that YouTuber list, or have you run out of people?
I think we might have. Well, he said best video, and I'm like,
Well, did you see that Tanner Mojo?
Honestly, I genuinely think it's Will's video.
ran like the best
I love
creator
that
of the year.
Tana Mojo, but I've never seen many of her videos apart from when she's chilling on the bed with Jake. Does she really deserve that?
I suppose the marriage thing was like a big deal. But the way you've got to decide that stuff on, which is like always the biggest debate when it comes to YouTube, is do you rate, "Oh my god, you did really well this year in terms of like views and attention," or do you rate, "Oh my god, this video is really good but nobody cares because it's YouTube"?
Yeah, and the Streamy Awards are
Mixed.
it's American
Yeah.
only, isn't
Any
it?
award show is bullshit. Like the real metrics, Keem fucking says it, is views and subscribers. Like if you're pulling
Wow.
5 million views, that's it. Like you make good videos, more people watch them. It really, people pretend that it doesn't correlate, but making a good video
To
is
a
making
degree.
making a good video is making a good YouTube video.
Yeah.
I think you can get this mix. I feel like for me, I will never envy somebody who's got 5 million views a video who quite clearly hates what they're doing.
Yeah.
But if I see somebody who's getting 2.5 like that, they're not quite
Low.
top tier, but they're not like where I'm at. They're like they're that middle bracket. Like when I see those people, I'm like, you're quite clearly doing very well, but you're not you're not selling yourself out to a point.
So I hear you. So when it comes to like being movies and music, the people who are usually number one movie of the year, number one music of the year, the ones who sell the most albums, they're usually like mainstream, like
Like you're
watered
a
down.
bit middle.
So I
Yeah.
usually go for the people who are like in the bracket below that, and I'm pretty much the same on
it's
YouTube.
that middling bracket who are always, it's like you've done just enough. I've gone well played for playing the
Yeah.
game, but also
You've said
I
enough
could
to
quite
post.
clearly see that you're still very much being true to yourself. It's a
So
hard middle.
I take Casey Neistat in his prime, for example, when he wasn't like huge numbers, but he was like authentic. He was making cool shit. Like that's the kind of creator I admire. Like ones who are.
But he had no pressure.
Yeah, they're being true to
Yeah.
themselves, but they're nailing it as well.
Even game channels, the gaming channels when they first started, it was like you're making videos on something that most people would laugh at, and it's doing really well for yourself. Whereas nowadays, a gaming channel now is seen as like everybody does one of those. So it's like it's always. I think if you're one of those people, you could go, he's quite clearly a pioneer. That's always where I would go.
I'd quite
for.
like an award.
Yeah, so would I.
UK podcasting, you'd be
fucking
right up there, wouldn't you?
I think we got
They got the
podcasting,
main two.
I think we were in the top 2 for
The thing is, you
podcast.
have to be American. You have to be American though now.
Not on Streamies, we're not even in the running.
You have to
but
be
neither is
American.
the fact that Joe Rogan wasn't even top 5 for the Streamy Awards. I was like,
What? Who won that? Impulsive.
yeah.
I mean,
So
it's a
Joe
great
Rogan
podcast.
would win that.
Yeah.
If
Well, all right, mate.
it was properly made.
What, for creative?
No,
Don't
it
think
is
so.
American.
Yeah. Well, if we came back and went, hey guys, it's the true Geordie here, be a great moment.
What would you like to do next, Stephen? What's your goals?
I've been asking this for 5 years.
Thank you, William.
I love the support.
Just a minute on Radio 4, am I right?
I rate the support from WillNE. It's a lot of moral support.
Next year, I just need to go proper like 2016 Stephen tries, when I just tried to make a video a week, hit the million, give up, run off into the sunset with
You're going to do Tyson Fury, aren't you, when you hit the million? That's when you're like, it's all downhill from here.
This is when I'm walking down Deansgate in Manchester going, England.
You should go the Bo Burnham route.
What's that route?
Bo Burnham, he made a bunch of funny songs, and then he went, "Fuck this YouTube stuff."
I've written some new stuff.
Oh, you wrote the Bo Burnham show.
There we go.
Please,
I've
when you
written some new
finally
stand-up.
get on the podcast, please bring me back for that one.
I thought you meant
Stand-up is an avenue I want to go down.
Stephen's doing stand-up, ladies and gentlemen.
I've written some new stand-up, finally.
And you'll see it on the WillNE, and Stephen tries to it too.
Exactly, yes.
And this time, no more charity.
Yeah.
This time, we get paid up front.
Yeah. I can't believe we've not done it at all.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
They said you
popular-
were fancying it.
Yeah, I think the logistics put Brian off.
Yeah.
The big cities
The
are
money,
class, though.
basically.
Yeah,
London
logistics,
was
I
very
would
good.
say.
Manchester was good. Birmingham was good.
It's best
The
thing
big
I've ever done.
cities. Oxford can get fucked.
As can Belfast and Ipswich.
Wow.
Well, in there.
And the Newcastle matinee show. No. That was a tough one.
Newcastle was a class.
But even when we did our show in front of 25 people, where it's like doing a show even in front of 25 people was so much more rewarding than making like a normal video.
Yeah.
Because you get
So
you
much
get the
more
response then and there, don't you?
Yeah.
It's
My two
different.
best moments of the year was at Summer in the City. They got me to do a live show. I planned fucking nothing. Went out, did an hour.
We did that for
They really do milk you there,
What's
by the
that?
way, Jack.
Yeah.
We were in the
What?
pub before the
Let's do a live show,
weren't we?
Jack.
They told me like maybe a day before.
Oh, fucking
Yeah.
hell.
Yeah.
Wow. There's-
Was it run by Fame MMA?
And then the
Question
other
cert
thing,
involved.
You know, somewhere in the city, do you enjoy doing those sort of fan
because they
meetups?
don't pay you.
I enjoyed the meetups in terms of speaking to people, but it feels dirty in a way. The way they put you in a little aisle and
Little
you have
pen.
to meet.
Little
Yeah,
pen,
yeah. You have to meet people one
I
by
would-
one.
The fact that YouTubers don't get, well, I don't know, do they get paid for that now?
No.
Yes,
No.
yes.
Some
yes.
people do.
Well, for some of the
YouTubers
city.
should get paid for that because the fucking event
or
organisers
some
who
in the
are
ci- or
fucking
some in the
con
city.
merchants should get paid.
Are they paying
Yeah,
YouTubers?
bro, they
I never got-
no
I never
brand.
got
No, no, no.
Are they?
Have you?
So okay, so
EXO didn't get paid. I
Yeah.
didn't.
EXO didn't
Insomnia,
get paid.
Insomnia,
And
other
Resonate.
events, great events.
Resonate. Big ups, Resonate.
Okay.
Scotland.
Can we get the point?
We'll pay. Yeah,
Wow.
we'll
And
pay.
right.
Let them talk.
Some in the city are just fucking con merchants, and they will use your brand to sell tickets to people. But oh, we don't have any budget to pay.
They take advantage of the fact that they were the first event, so they're like, oh well, this is like the one that everybody used to go to, so you should still come to this one.
Okay.
What's
Can I
what's-
say-
what- hang
Can
on,
I
why
just
is
say,
your
the after party that they talk about? We were on this fucking cruise ship. Okay, you have to go upstairs to the top floor. Then instead of getting a free drink or whatever, you have to tweet about what was sponsoring the party, which was Mamma Mia 2. You've had to tweet hashtag Mamma Mia 2 to get a free drink, and that was it.
Fuck
God almighty.
But
It
did
was
you see?
it's
So they
awful.
just
Mamma Mia
they
2 was
just
a great
did
film.
Winter in the city, and I was invited to that, and I ignored the emails because they tweeted out, "Oh, this is what the ice rink is going to look like," and they had like this proper ice rink, it looked like a legitimate ice rink, and then when everybody got there, they posted the pictures, and it's like somebody put down like puzzle pieces.
Oh
And it was, and there's just like this square, and it's got like this singular penguin in the middle, and it was so fucking hilarious. Like you can't believe it.
It's just
and
not
that's
our
the
vibe,
issue.
is it?
And people are always like, "Oh, you got to go meet your fans," but it's like I don't want to promote an event where it's quite clear they don't give a fuck.
It's horrible, isn't it? Because we went out there, we didn't have a specific meet and greet. We just got pinned against the wall.
So we did a live show, and then there were people who were basically saying they want to meet 3 members of XO, and so
You're humble.
you do
I thought you meant not me.
No, no.
Well,
No,
I don't know.
Clearly not. I mean, do you enjoy that when there's a line of people?
I like speaking to people.
I prefer it when I can sit down.
Because they're not like commenters.
That's your problem with it. That's what I love.
No, because I was standing up for hours and I was like, getting kind of tired. Yeah,
It does
Can I
fly-
sit down?
The hours do go on.
I actually get a bit of a buzz off of meeting the fans and that, and that's the bit I would
that's the problem,
enjoy.
right?
people above that?
That's the bit I enjoy. Like you know when I was talking about
the city, Brian.
you cunts. You know I was talking about how I'm disconnecting from the online bit. like meeting the fans, if I did an actual meet and greet or whatever,
That's real.
That would be better. I would like
That was also nice. The week I got cancelled was the week I'd already had an event scheduled. So I was like, oh no, I'm going to go there and everybody's going to tell me they want me to die.
Yeah.
And I got there, everybody was so lovely. And I was like, oh, I'm losing loads of subs, but everybody here really likes
To
me.
be fair, when it was coming up to this election, I tweeted about Corbyn. I'd look at the replies, anyone digging me out, I'd go through their tweets. And I was searching like their name and then cunts and then certain other words, and I was just looking to dig them out like that. It's a weird nature that we have to
Social
to
media's
ruin
made
people.
it.
The game's the game.
Social
What a weird
media.
nature we have.
what a weird nature we have to ruin people, Stephen.
As all us 6 have, we all experience that very same thing.
Yeah. Do you ever imagine what your viewers look like?
Yeah,
What do you think they look like, Stephen?
they look like 16-year-old. No, 16.
Whoa!
16-year-old
Shag 'em,
lads,
it's fine, yeah.
lads,
Yeah.
that just, I don't know. When I'm walking down the street and my girlfriend says this, I've got a girlfriend, all right.
Yeah.
She can spot my viewers a mile off, especially in Manchester.
They've all got bucket
Anyone
hats on.
16 or 17 that are wearing some sort of, sportswear, clothing.
Jacket,
They just go, they walk past and you just hear
Rascal.
about a second. they're the ones sitting down on the floor with a cup out.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah, good to the homeless, this guy, yeah.
a second. I gave one £2 once.
One.
Thank you. Yeah.
Straight and
I
narrow.
mean,
I bet
straight
Jeremy
and
was over the
narrow.
moon when he was injured.
He was. But,
Mine are all pub goers, it seems.
Really?
At least
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
when I see them.
But yeah, a lot of the older ones that know me go, "You're from Geordie, aren't you?"
Oh, really?
Yes.
I get a lot of people coming up to me in bars.
Yeah, you will do.
What? I think the majority of my audience must be about 20 years
What's
old.
the,
20,
what's,
early
what's,
20s,
what's the
yeah,
thing
yeah.
that everybody always says to you when they meet you? Because my one is...
Fuck me, you're bigger in person.
Yeah, I get
Yeah,
that all the time.
same, mate.
Sometimes the intonation's a bit different. Fuck me. You're bigger in person. Yeah,
And then they
it's
go,
amazing.
what are you doing here?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
5 minutes later.
well,
"What
I
were you
live
doing?"
here now. I'm in London now.
What are you doing in Manchester? Like, this is the one thing I won 6 on. It's my one little thing I had.
Do you get... Is there anything that when you go back and see your friends from like school and stuff that they say to you? Because my one is always... My school friends go, oh, what's it like knowing WillNE?
Yeah, they get
And
it.
I'm like, that's all I am to you, aren't I? I'm just WillNE, mate.
You're still fat.
That's all right. Oh, it's okay.
What do you get, Jack?
Jaffa cakes are so tasty.
What
Oh,
was
were
the
you on
question?
Big Brother, were you, Jack, mate?
Oh, what do people say when they come up to me?
If people recognise you when you're out, because you've got probably a little bit of an older audience as well.
Yeah, I always get recognised in clubs.
What
And-
fort is it? Zoella?
Yeah,
Is it? Yeah.
Not the
People come over and go,
Dust
It's me.
the calendar.
It's-
Equally as
For
big.
me, it's
Yeah, that's
Storms,
the
your
biggest
chicken
one, but
connoisseur.
it's always the calendar.
Do you know what the worst thing
It was a good video, regardless of what I said at the
But,
time.
then that makes me then go and do another 4 videos on it.
So if it's a
the
40-year-old
motivation you
taxi
need, Jack.
driver,
Yeah.
it'll be the Newcastle rants for me.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And if
Yeah.
they're 20-year-old, it'll be like, what was one of
Podcast?
them? So one of the podcast guests, it was like, what was this one like? What was that one like?
Eddie Ho.
Mine is worse than that because my old college tutor generally used to listen to Happy Hour, and because my brother went to the same college as me, he went, "Oh, your brother's on that," and I went, "Oh, not anymore."
Fucking hell.
That's the
Not
worst
since
thing.
Gervais was
People come up to me and go, when are you going to be on Happy Hour again? And I went, oh, hopefully they'll bring me back soon.
When he asked.
When the schedule fits.
I thought that was just to be real.
When you read a fucking book, Alex, that's when.
Just to be real, I thought it was a mistake that when you two parted ways.
Yeah.
I thought
Oh,
it was
definitely.
from a personal point of view. I thought that was good. That what you had was good, and I thought
But
it
it's
had
not like it's broken, though. You can still...
no, but
Yeah.
I just mean like
Stevie and Doody.
I felt like the
I'd vote get rid
dynamic.
of
No, but
Stevie
there's
before
there's
duty.
a 4th chair that's empty.
I felt like the dynamic was good, is what I'm trying to say. Do you know what I mean?
There
But,
was so much behind that it would be impossible to ever go into properly because it would just cause too many more problems as well. But it was like, that was one of those things where that was...
He's a rapist! He's a rapist!
Jack should never brought those 14-year-olds into the studio. It was actually because he never turned the AC on.
Yeah.
They were on
There was
your
a huge-
rider.
You did the podcast. The AC in that studio was a disgrace.
There was a lot of
JaackMaate.
sexual tension between you two. I'll give it that. Wow.
It was so hot
Got
all the
hot in
time.
there.
I tried podcasting. It is fucking hard work.
I used to get recognised by a lot of like 40-year-old kind of like Indian blokes that were Indian,
I know what you mean.
Pakistani blokes.
Is that why you had that picture of
They
the
do
guy in your
spotlight
video?
Well, they're called
YouTube
Rover.
defended-
Defendant.
Yeah.
What's that?
No,
Not 40.
In terms of ratios of of people.
Yeah.
People of Asian descent have noticed me more than.
Oh, really?
others. Yeah.
Mine was because I did that video on Facebook
Chicken
years ago. That
I was going to say that, but I didn't want it. I thought it would be bad if I suggested.
the pro-immigration one.
Yeah, that was the one where my friends
yeah.
went, you know that guy did that Islam video? That's what I went, oh, I didn't know you knew I was best mates with Tommy Robinson.
It's quite the opposite, really. Me and
Do you
Tommy.
think it's good for your brand to stand up for like Labour and those sort of things?
Yeah, but that's genuinely what I believe. Like,
I'm same with you, but
I fucking love the Tories. I'll say whatever's good.
some people like shy away from politics, but I think I saw you doing it a lot. I saw you with the Corbyn thing, but that was a shame that he backed out and then didn't say anything.
4 minutes before he was due on, he was sat in the studio.
That's
the
shame.
Hot.
That's a big shame.
Yeah, it's
That
because he
would
went.
be interesting.
I was.
If I was in your position,
You
I'd
made a
be
lot of
angry.
Facebook posts about it.
Yeah, private ones.
It's someone that you look up to, and then if they don't say anything, it's like that's just rude.
Was there a part of you when he lost going, that's what you fucking get?
No, because Doody said that he was going to vote Conservative just on that, and I was like, why would you? Just because of one thing that I didn't, I completely disagreed with that. I was like, I'm not actually a big Corbyn fan.
Yeah,
Like,
vote Green if you're going to vote anyone. Come on.
Yeah.
go for the party, not the person, Laurence.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Green.
So to completely change your kind of political views based on one thing,
Interaction, yeah.
and he cancelled because he went on the Andrew
Neil,
show.
Andrew Neil.
The Andrew Neil one's a fucking
He's a
different
big
guy.
that must have been that
Jesus
one.
Christ.
He literally went on
Fucking
that,
Boris
and
went
then he
in
was
the
due
fridge.
to come to ours like straight after, and his like aide was like called me and was like, he's had a car crash.
Must have been
interview, we need
some
to give it.
fucking month, that promo. Like, well, not promo,
I know
whatever
what
you
you
call
mean.
it. Like, the run up to that must be so fucking
terms of
Just
Brilliant.
mess with your head.
In terms of where you stand, I'd be fed up if he cancelled.
Yeah,
But I'd sort of be like, oh, it's the busiest week of his life.
Yeah.
Then if he didn't say anything, I'd be a bit like, that's fucking rude.
Yeah.
So I understand where you.
because I think the interview happened like 3 hours before our
he's
one,
done now,
and
isn't
they told
Where's
me
the
4 minutes
on the-
before.
on the
Tell me
Uber
after
here-
the fucking
Yeah.
interview, please, because then I'm not
we
going to come to
Ubered here
London.
because obviously everybody in our car voted Tory.
Yeah.
So when we Ubered here, all the people, when we were going all the way here, there's just a bunch of people. Had
Me and Sadiq voted differently, thank you, Alex.
All the signs are still up that say vote Labour, and I was
Yeah.
every single time I went past one, I went, well, they should take that down.
Yeah.
We're a bit late
the
now.
mugs, they're still paying for that advertising.
I'll take you down in a second, Alex.
We'll
Down
have
to
a
the
big
bottom
fight.
floor where we'll just have a chat about our lives.
About Conservatives and all that.
Nothing to get me on a compilation about bullying Alex, thank you, this year.
Do you want to talk about that? Do you want to talk about that last year?
Sure,
I
what
didn't
happened
realise-
last year?
So generally, I didn't realise that was a problem.
It wasn't a
We
problem.
had that. Did you
He's
see
being
this, Brian?
sensitive, mate.
I was
So there
me
was
and-
a compilation went up which was ImAllexx being bullied for 3 minutes straight, and I thought,
Only
I
3
thought,
minutes.
I do it for
How
10.
many views?
I do it for 10
I'm really
minutes.
pleased you've told me that because we'll get on that.
We'll strike
Yeah,
that.
no, you should.
Thank
That's a
you,
good
Alex,
highlight.
yes.
Will-
Start when you're ready,
Will
lads.
put me in my place, and rightly so, because I was getting cocky.
Well, no, because
I was just making too many twatty
I
jokes.
saw it in my recommended, and I thought, oh, it was funny. It's a joke. There was like this whole compilation of me on the podcast where I was hammered, and then Laurence and Stephen Bainley
Don't forget Jack.
and
They're
Jack.
two alphas.
That's why I left the podcast. And Jack were
Have a day off,
they're making
mate.
jokes about me, and then it became like it's got like 500,000
I haven't
views.
seen it, and I want to see
The
it.
next compilation.
I can only dream
will
of
be
500,000
Alex
views.
mentioning not being on the
The way-
Happy Hour
the way they
podcast.
put it was a lot rougher
He's
than I-
over it.
Oh,
He's over it.
oh,
He's
he's
over
over
it.
it.
Funny that.
I
I'm
only
glad it's
yeah,
on the
weird
same
that.
foot, you know what I mean?
I actually DM'd Stephen today because Will wouldn't
No,
pick
it's
up-
Stevie.
Yeah,
Get me back on.
no, Stephen. I DM'd Stephen today because Will's phone was off about the podcast, and the
That's
last
so
DM,
passive aggressive.
It's funny because Will's phone number was working perfectly for me.
Yeah, it's very weird.
Even for me, which is mental.
Everything was delivered really well for me,
The
actually.
last DM to Stephen was him giving me an apology about the podcast.
Rightly so. Because I think
So nice.
I got out of hand with that.
I don't know. I don't.
I mean,
the
too
thing
many
is,
jokes.
I
Get
don't
him some
remember.
more
I don't even
champagne.
remember what happened. And I actually read my reply, and I just went, come on my podcast, and now I don't have that anymore.
Yeah,
What was that?
CUM.
Was that happy hour?
No, it was the Campcast at the time. So.
Oh,
What happened? Did he dump me as well?
Yeah, yeah.
Alex
Sorry, we're sorry.
they're halfway through.
Can I just say
their Christmas
though? Can I
dinner.
just say genuinely, if I touched a nerve there, I have no idea what happened with that podcast. So is that what happened?
No. My mate.
So I don't mean to impede, but what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, he went on to better things.
Who?
No, you're doing that.
What
one
was the
now,
other guy's
with
name?
Kieran.
I do it with Kieran Cullen
Yeah.
now.
He's Kieran
incredible.
Cullen.
He's
good.
He's
Kieran,
Enough about the new
Kieran, if you're
podcast. I want
watching
to hear about the one.
What's that called? The speech
I want to hear about the car
podcast?
crash.
I've been through 9 podcasts in 3 years.
Yeah. I mean,
Sorry,
that's because you're a backstabbing little cunt.
Fuck that. Not all of them were sex offenders, only about 25%.
Let's be real, though. Let's be
You're
real.
swinging your
What
miss,
was his
Alex.
name? The kid who was on the Camcast?
Well, James.
James.
James is great.
James
James is
Murray.
great. He is
Does it-
great.
he gives me
Periscope Live.
wafts of a Tory. Am I right?
Big waft.
No.
Just-
Brexit
Did he?
Party.
Is he? And I haven't seen this guy's videos. No disrespect. Obviously, I'm
He
just.
will,
I
he
said-
will take that person.
I just watched Joe Rogan. It's no disrespect.
He was
to him.
lovely when I met him, though. Can I point that out?
Yeah.
Why
There's
did
no
that
way
one
somehow.
go?
So it's one of those things where with me and James, it literally was just like it wasn't that we necessarily fell out over anything. It was like he wanted to do very different things to me.
Like put the things in the dishwasher the right way.
Yeah, the right
up, and you
way
were really
round.
against that.
No, it was like he wanted to go. He decided basically I was very much like let's talk about YouTube and do YouTube stuff every week, which I know that works and
Yeah.
it was pretty good.
Makes sense.
And we didn't even really necessarily stick to that, but he very much didn't want to go down the same route that
Well,
I was going
what did
down.
he wanna do?
Understandably, he wants to do more funnier videos, and I'm not funny.
What,
so
no. What do you mean, like, in terms of what was his subjects?
no, just generally for
You're talking about what things are current, which is good.
For James, it was more for him. He wanted to do stuff that wasn't as serious.
But do you still
Okay.
speak much?
Yeah, we've like there was a thing where we didn't talk for a few months, which I think is necessary because after you end a project where you're making doing something every single week, even me and Jack, it was good to take that. You need to take a couple months off just to be like,
Steps back, yeah.
am I doing this because is it like are we doing this because we need money? Are we doing this because views? Are we doing this because we're friends? Are we doing it because of any of that stuff? And there needs to be that thing.
Yeah.
'Cause I think a lot of YouTubers like go down this thing where like I picked James up when he was super small, so we always had to reevaluate like how.
So
is
he
this
grew off you and then was
No,
like,
no,
okay,
no,
we're not
because-
doing this anymore.
no, 'cause
Is that
generally-
what I'm hearing?
No.
Does that?
No.
I do feel like that was inclined.
No, I would never say that about
You
James.
can I just
nurtured him.
When I picked him up, as if he was like
you
a
are the
record
Sir
producer
Alex
who
to
just
his Ryan
discovered
Giggs.
No,
this.
I always. The thing is, I say this to James. I always knew he was going to be bigger than like anybody else. He's so funny and gets YouTube more than most people. Like when you find people 1K subs, normally there's a lot that you could go. They quite clearly don't really have a clue what they're doing. But he was one of those people I
He
came
come
across,
out of this.
and I was like, I said to him, I went, you make me feel bad about what I'm doing because I look at your videos and I think you're so much better than me. How am I here and how are you there?
Do you know what you should do? Get the laptop.
True
Do you want to do?
We'll do some emails.
I see
let's do
this.
it, let's do
yeah.
it.
Can you be us?
No,
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Right, advice, here we go.
Yeah, I found it in a shop. I'll show you the link.
No, that's you.
Hello, Brian.
Welcome.
Wow. Okay.
Hey,
Wow.
well,
Just,
Can I just say, I think it's been fucking ages since I had a woman on the podcast, isn't it?
yeah. I mean, we tend
When
to
was
try
the
and
last
get
one?
a woman.
Wasn't it Tyson Fury?
That was.
Oh, don't please don't at me.
Yeah, we'll put that in.
Don't.
Who was the last woman on the podcast?
Was it
With the porn star.
Yeah,
Danny
Danny Daniels.
Yeah.
Shout out Danny
Same
Daniels.
thing.
More like
Basically the same thing.
Basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Hey,
No, I mean, she should be fair.
I
she
said it.
fuck's sake.
Mia.
Okay, come on then. What's the
There's one that
advice?
says "girl in need" here. Do you want me to go for that one?
Mia, what did you say?
Mia, are you here for the advice basically
Yeah.
because you're a
no
girl?
idea. Will said,
Sexualise
"Come
a
sit in
female.
this." chair."
Genuinely,
I was
we
like,
need a woman's
okay.
advice
All
from
right,
you.
I'll give my.
am
advice.
I
I don't think
right?
it'll be. Do you know what? I don't think it'll be better
have my
than
fat legs
any
over
of
one
these.
leg.
I'm sure it will be.
To be fair, these liberal cucks will probably give exactly the same advice. This one's called "Girl in Need," and it's basically tailored around Brian.
Send them a number.
So my name is Heidi.
Heidi.
I'm 23 and I'm a plush-size Welsh girl.
Oh.
Good tits, but fat, chunky ass. I know.
Straight in the DM.
I'm gifted. I found you guys
Gifted
through my boyfriend
boss
watching
eating
YouTube at first.
Boyfriend,
was not a fan of the big hairy one, but I believe they mean you, but
Yeah,
I
I
can't
think I
quite
mean
work
Brian
it out.
there.
But the more I watch YouTube,
Big scary one.
I now think you're pretty sound.
Hang
all
on,
about mental
hang on.
health, blah,
So
blah, blah.
she's got a boyfriend and she's emailing Brian saying, "I've got good tits and a perfect chunky ass, but she's got a boyfriend."
You don't know the message me has sent to Brian either, but it's absolutely fine. Love.
It's all fair game.
Excuse you.
Yeah. Just to be absolutely clear, there's nothing going on there.
1,000 words.
Anyway, so I would label myself as a bit of a tomboy. In the past, I have suffered with depression and
What's a clothes label you as?
She says depression. Stephen's jumping with. This is a fucking trailer.
I'm a lot better 2 years ahead, and I think I'm doing okay. Thumbs up. She actually does she types the words thumbs up.
Well done.
No,
I
not a
know my own
picture.
business picking shit up all day. I'm a dog walker, so you can find me on my own in the middle of the woods. Brian, I think she's actually giving you a location.
Yeah,
I
to come
feel
and
like
find
she's
it.
looking for a serial killer.
Yeah, generally.
We've got shit, Brian. I can't put the two together.
Wow. Before this, we said no cheap jokes. Stephen just dived in. It's amazing.
That's a good job. I'm used to it.
Creepy, I know, but it's just perfect. If you ever want to hide a body, I know some good spots. Well, Brian might need a place to hide Stephen.
He already knows Logan, so let's
Anyway,
not go down that road.
I feel that girls and guys... Here we go. This is the problem, really. I feel that girls and guys judge me for my size before they get to know me. I'm
that's a shame.
a size 24. Like,
A big fat one.
Well, Jesus.
like, look, she
Yeah, but
said...
that is mental. 20.
The fact that she's a dog walker and she's a size 24 is quite impressive.
She
what's
says...
her problem? Like, what's
Well,
her, what, does she
what
want
she's
to
basically saying...
She's a size 24.
No, I mean,
That's
she
glandular.
said that was quite nicely. She basically says, I'm a size 24 and I look like the fat, jolly one in the group, but I love sex like any dominance or hardcore. I want it. I feel like I can ride a cock better than most girls as I have the fat ass, not that I'm bigging myself up. When I hook up...
Oh, hang on. Oh, this is the email I sent in.
Yeah. When I hook up with guys,
Big Alex.
they always say that after how shocked they were, and it was good, and they're wanting to hook up again. Anyway, whatever, don't judge me. Don't judge this book by its cover. Right. Gotta love this plus-size girls. Basically, she's saying she feels like people judge her for her plus size before they get to know her.
But she
But
knows.
Go on, Brian.
she's
All that
introduced
for
herself as
fucking
that.
nothing.
So how can she say
there
people
pictures?
judge her?
She's gone.
Huh? No,
This
there's no
is the
pictures,
cover
Brian.
of the book, but don't
Yeah.
judge it by that.
Yeah.
Well, I was wanting to say the book, but there's no pictures.
There is no book, Brian, but I can give you the email. Yeah.
Brian,
the email?
what'd you do with a girl like that?
Let me read it
She's
out.
confident. Does that attract you?
She
Absolutely.
also says, by the way, favourite sex position is defo doggy and
knew that was
reverse
coming.
cowgirl.
I knew that was coming.
Reverse cowgirl or just cowgirl?
Reverse cowgirl, yeah. I did say
I
the word
prefer
reverse.
That's where you just don't do it.
cowgirl over reverse. It's a shame. That.
When I say cowgirl, she goes
cowgirl.
I
west.
prefer cowgirl over
Why?
reverse cowgirl because otherwise
You're a
dick,
bum man.
no, the dick goes. It's not a
It sort of bends.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
comfortable.
When
You
it's three
No,
inches.
it's
I know,
painful,
you know.
isn't it?
know
Very
what I mean?
painful.
I want it
Why-
pointing
why
towards
you look
me.
at the mirror, not me.
No, please.
I prefer not to speak.
Stop.
Either way,
Stop.
it's fine. It works.
Yeah.
If it works.
Mia's
wait.
glad she came on for this segment of the podcast,
Please.
isn't she?
It depends.
Stop.
Well, what me and you do it. It's
Mia,
very
touch.
hurtful, isn't it?
Missed that.
What's Will's favourite sexual position?
I'm going to go. But
You know what?
I don't want to answer
I
this
don't
question.
know.
Million plaque.
Really?
I genuinely.
They're all good.
I couldn't-
Which YouTube million plaque was that? With the first?
There
that was very good.
Why is he? What's
there
he
must
doing?
be there must be two, like, or a few that you're like, this is gonna nail him. Boom. He will come
Yeah,
if we
I'll
I'm
do
take
not
the
this.
seat
saying
in
that.
the
What's the
corner.
money shot?
Absolutely not. It's
Okay,
Welcome
tell me
to
this then.
Mastermind.
Where did you first kiss Will?
when.
Where and when?
Where?
Oh, I know
Where?
this.
We
Do you
don't
know
know
this?
his
It was
body.
outside the. I don't know what it's called. It's like a
Trousers.
bee bar in Shoreditch, and it's like a.
I
There's
thought
a
it was Covent
rooftop.
Garden.
No, it wasn't.
No, we.
You know your first date? I mean, I've totally fucked
I
this up.
kissed him on the first date.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
The best always do. Do you know what I mean?
Excuse me.
What was
You
your
d-
first date?
You don't understand.
We were. I battered her at mini golf.
We
didn't
we went to
Wow.
the junkyard
What about
golf
mini
club.
Well, to be fair, he had a massive advantage
Did
when
you
it
get
comes
a
to mini
hole in
golf.
one?
I fucking worked.
Yes,
at mini golf.
lad.
He beat me in the junkyard golf club by 1 point, and he goes on about it all the time.
I won though, didn't I?
Yeah, he won by 1
Winners
point.
win. Shout out.
Winners win!
I'll go to this chair.
Absolutely.
Did he change his Twitter
fuming.
name for a week after that by any chance?
No.
I love
Four
it.
Instagram pictures.
Yeah.
Two feminists on one side.
How
So
long
where
have
did
you
you
been
first
together
kiss-
now, used to?
A year and a half.
It's 18 months in December 30th.
You seem like a really good couple.
That's my
actually.
best mate.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I rate it.
You
Thank
two look
you.
really good together as well.
Have you set up
I
like?
know she's punching, but
Can I give you some
I mean, in a
advice
way.
though?
Yeah. Of course
While
you
you're
can,
together,
Brian.
set up your own YouTube channel. Hammer the
This is-
Instagram.
no, we were.
You got to
we
milk
were
this.
thinking. We were thinking OnlyFans.
Absolutely,
That's good. Yeah, I
Milk
like that.
this guy. Do you know? Not literally, but
She does-
you
she
need
does
to
fight.
build your audience in case shit happens. Do you know what I'm saying?
Look at what Alyssa Violet's done. She's doing great for
Mate, honestly, she wrote the fucking blueprint on this.
What's the best thing about being with Will? Apart from the clout. What's the best thing about being with Will?
The clap. I've not got the clap.
The clan.
What's the best thing about being with him?
What's the best thing?
What's the thing that...
His
Because
cute, gorgeous
you know what I
eyes.
found really interesting about XO is how Will's obviously got a public persona, but privately he's actually a bit like Brian. He's actually nicer off camera than he is on.
He is the most kindest, most genuine person I have ever met.
I wish that I received
Just lying through her teeth,
we-
Richard does it for the camera.
We are
I don't
genuine
do it
boys.
for cameras.
Me, I'm not being funny, but when he kisses you, is his tongue action good?
It is, Laurence.
How'd you kiss a girl, by the way?
Do you want to show me right now?
I'm
Can we have
spot
someone
on.
describe Stephen how to kiss a
the
girl?
Nike tick? Because that's what I've been.
Oh,
The
wow.
Nike
That's what my current girlfriend
That's actually
has
pretty
told
good
me to do.
advice.
The Nike tick.
That's what my current girlfriend has told me to do. Current, lovely.
See,
What about
I want to ask
Come on.
Mia, as somebody does videos of Will regularly, when he beats you, how do you deal with that?
Wow.
Alex, that's already you. Sorry. Mia swings harder.
Yeah, it's
Do you
She
ever
told
get-
me something funny yesterday, though. You said that you only found out he was doing the Bella video
what the bell dolphin?
after, the Belle Delphine, after it had been
No.
uploaded, and she's like,
I saw it come up on like my Twitter or something, and I was like, he did what? And I watched
It's a business move. It was a business move.
How did he explain it?
you might want to run this by her in future, bro.
How did he explain it?
I didn't explain it, didn't
No,
I?
he didn't explain
Didn't
it.
need to.
I saw it uploaded, and I was like,
Were you slightly like, we're going to have a word with this guy giving that much money to another girl?
Yeah.
it wasn't that. It was just that it was fine.
It was a
but
dog.
It was just a shock
if
to
you
me.
guys-
I was like, I knew nothing about
If
it.
I know anything about women, I know that when they say it's fine, it's
Not fine.
Fine, yeah.
It's not fine.
it was a bigger
Bullshit.
It was fine. I understand.
never fine.
I know it was
for the
fine. It's my biggest
content.
video.
I
It was
understand.
definitely fine.
It's just 10 mil. 10 mil now.
Do you think you understand like the game better because you're with Will? And
Oh,
like-
100%. I thought, yeah, 100%. 100%.
You literally could be a YouTuber because your banter on Twitter is great, and also when we were doing
She's not
this
gonna
will
shag
already
you.
the video will already be out.
Right.
This will already be-
He's
when we
trying
were
his
doing
best,
the questions, she knew more answers about social media than I did.
Other YouTubers will like post a video and I'll send the video to Will and I'll be like, this is a shit
Dickheads.
title. It's
Yeah.
shit.
Do you
Oh,
run-
yeah.
Are
Mia
you at
would
a
be a
point where
better
you
YouTuber
can
than
bounce
most.
things off her? I don't mean
How do you mean?
literally.
How do you mean?
Like ideas,
Just like
video
your hand,
ideas.
Will.
Oh yeah, to a point. Yeah.
Do you do that, Jack?
What's that?
Bounce things off your girlfriend and stuff.
Wow.
Like
Me
Yeah,
balls.
he
bounce
throws
them
stuff
off
at
my
her.
forehead.
Yeah, she's a good sounding board
Yeah.
because I feel like she's saying because she's not in the YouTube world. So when I do something, she's like, "Do you really want to fucking do that?"
All
Like, She
right.
gives me a second opinion.
Yeah.
What about you, Stephen?
My girlfriend, she
You got a girlfriend?
Don't
she's
you?
5 foot, but she counts. Okay. At least I count her.
Are you 5 foot? Are you, Alex?
Hey, no.
Don't
she's
just
5 foot something.
Can you feel that, Alex? Just out of interest.
Yeah.
That's in the
No, there's 5
compilation.
foot inside me right now.
Yeah. Wow.
Have we got any more questions, Laurence?
I've got loads of questions.
on then.
So Mia,
I meant more about
yeah.
the roast of WillNE.
Okay, this is a good one. I'm just interested because actually I think a lot of people out there don't know. I always thought this with XO. They never knew how sweet the other three were.
Oh,
What do you mean the other 3?
The other three.
So
I
it's
don't know
you,
anything
you,
about
and you.
that. I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
know anything about
No, but
You're like a golden sugar syrup, are you?
no, but what I mean is like no one knows how nice Will is off camera. No one knows how sweet you are off camera. and
Everyone
no,
knows how sweet I am.
yeah, but no one actually knows.
delicious.
But for instance,
Tell
nobody
more about me.
knows. So for instance, Brian's quite.
A cunt.
Quite a cunt.
Yeah, but off camera, he's very emotionally.
bring him into the house, you know.
He's very.
You offer him alcohol.
People know that
Close
we
your-
wouldn't, we wouldn't
Will.
hang around Brian if he was volatile to us in person.
It's because we're not.
I mean, you'd be
female, though.
surprised what money can do. But
Money and a few beatings.
yeah, it's a really good point. Yeah.
Soon to be on the Alex YouTube channel.
Yeah. Okay, this one's entitled "Is it okay to date my best mate's sister?" Hey, Brian and Laurence and Mia and Stephen and the guys.
Is it a man or a woman?
Yeah.
Oh, it does say that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm currently in close contact with my best friend's sister for the past 3 months, and I feel as if I'm developing feelings for her, and she's the same. Problem being, my friend doesn't know. I'm scared that he either won't be okay with it, or there's a backlash.
Has he already done something with her?
No, and I might get from others. What is it? Who think it is dog? Is dog like a bad
Dog move.
The
Okay,
best
dog
mate
move.
is a man.
Life is
Best mate's
a very
sister.
minimal.
He says, I really like this girl and I don't want to stop a good thing with her, but I also want to be a good friend. I mean, I guess this is a
Pipe. You've
difficult
got a
question.
pipe, haven't you?
Okay,
You've
no,
got
no,
a pipe.
no. If I was
Yes.
thinking about
Yeah, you do.
Looking her dead in
my
the
best
eye.
friend's
No, I mean-
sister. You wouldn't want to go there.
Forget
in terms
the
of your
friend.
best
Why
friend.
don't
you
It
just
depends how important the friendship is, because it could impact that.
So what
greatly.
you're saying is, if you really feel like this person's sure and it's like, wow, this girl's amazing, I want to make her the person of my life, great. But if you think it's a short-term thing, no.
No,
Why
I
don't-
think to do it to fuck over your friend. It's funny.
Well, the thing is,
And what people don't understand is how
so
nice
lucky.
Will is.
I'm so lucky. I'm so
me and we're
lucky.
best friends for a long time. So look, I've known a lot of people who've broken up with their girlfriends and then dated their sisters or their ex-girlfriends.
Speaking of which, Brian, what was that experience like?
I think it's more common with blokes and women.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, so
Like women don't go out with their friends' brothers.
No.
but
That is
blokes-
that is so untrue. There are the amount of times. I mean, I think in London it's uncommon. But if you go to the rural areas, there are definitely sort
Bit
of
more
more people.
Because there are about
Go to
6
Yorkshire.
men.
Yeah.
It's like the election all over again.
I'm an only child. But Brian, what's it like to date two sisters?
I dated a mate's sister before.
How was that?
So that's
Pretty
different. Yeah.
What did your mate think of it? Was he
Well, you see the size of me, thought nothing, he said nothing.
He went absolutely fantastic, Brian. I'll back off now.
No issue.
Yeah,
But I think
exactly,
if you have a word with your mate and go, look, if you don't want me to do this, I'm not going to do this, and give him the power, usually he'll probably think, well, I'd rather be with a bloke I know and I can keep an eye on and trust, and I actually know the devil of who he is, than some random off the street who could be anything.
Okay.
Personally,
I would rather pick a random off the
if I-
street than you.
hands down,
For sure.
But your
example-
sister and Brian.
Yes, definitely.
When he found out
Darcy's not
when he
your
looked at
sister,
it 10
though,
years
I mean,
later, he went,
Have
"I
you
made a
met
huge
Will's
mistake."
sister?
no.
No, for good reason. Yeah, for good reason.
What does your sister look like you?
Probably. Yeah, she's got a square jaw like I do.
Does she actually have a
Aye,
square
she
jaw?
does.
Okay, well, it's a fashion thing at
Did
the
any of you
moment.
have that where your mates would fancy your mate's sisters, but they all look like him, and it was very hard. My mate had 3 twin sisters. And everybody went, your sisters are fit, and I went,
Triplets.
triplets.
Yeah.
I was like,
That 3
does that
triplet
mean you
sisters,
fancy
yeah.
your mate? I don't really know. Where does the line get drawn there?
I mean,
Don't draw
where
the
do you draw the line? Yeah.
I never did. That's what I say.
Where's your
Just let
background?
it smudge.
Where did you grow
I
up?
was born in
Bournemouth, Charles.
grew up in Bournemouth.
Oh God.
Everything, and they beat Chelsea today 1-0. So
Did
quite
they?
clearly a mistake. from me.
Imagine if they had you in the team, they'd be 4-0 up.
Oh,
I think go for it. If he gives the go ahead,
If the
funny.
mate's on
You're
board
from
with
Norwich.
it, go for it. Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
You can always get more friends.
Well, I've dated
It sounds
multiple
very
mates'
true.
sisters before.
At the same time.
Like a couple of my mates, I've dated their sisters, but with respect though, it's been like only if you're like all right with it.
Brian, do you
Yeah.
ever think that people tell you it's fine because of the way you are?
No,
You mean the size you are?
Did you never feel bad about it?
no, because like they knew about it and it was cool. And I tried to. Also, there's a certain way of treating your mate's sister, innit? Like you're not going to just be like whatever.
Brian.
Yeah, no,
How long have you looked like that?
Have I looked like what?
Well,
A big,
Like
beautiful man.
like a big
beautiful
guy.
man,
Were you
Brian.
like 17 looking the same as you
When I
now?
was 15, I was 6'2" and 15 stone. So I was a big boy. Like
That's
even
the
then.
worst thing because
I remember the teachers being like looking up at me, going, "Fuck this."
then you went no carb, didn't you, Alex? Then you just slimmed down.
I changed my diet and it all went downhill from there.
Yeah.
The Atkins really did a number on you, honey.
So a while, yes.
do you think women are attracted to you more because of your size?
A certain type of woman.
I think everyone has a type, though, don't
Yeah.
they? So like, you have that type. Your lass likes you. Some girls like big men. Some girls
The
like
disabled,
slim.
yes, Brian.
Some girls want a 6-pack. Some girls want a guy like me.
Yeah.
And some
You have a
people
six-pack?
Other guy with a fringe.
Some girls love a nasal voice, and that's what does wonders.
Yeah.
More or less.
She's never got wet yet, but that time's coming. The time's coming in, as I say.
How did you met her in a club
Yeah,
and then dated her and obviously proposed to her in the end?
yeah. Where's this going?
I'm just wondering about
I was
your-
gutted that I'd never seen the video of your proposal because I have a like.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd been good.
I've got all the footage, and I was debating like releasing.
I
it this
really
year.
want to see.
How
it.
did you
Release
propose?
it.
Well,
No.
did you
Don't
did you film
release
it? Did you film
Yeah.
Do you know
we
what
filmed
really
it.
got
The
me?
thing is, Jack, if you release that video, you become everything you hated.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Do you know
Like,
what
which is
really
what
got
you
me?
should
I'm
do it,
really
do it,
soppy
do it.
as well,
What-
so
what-
it was really cringe.
What really got me was the moment you surprised her with the holiday. I was like, I'm fucking choked up.
No,
that was
I saw
lovely.
that
I'm gonna
as
fucking
well.
cry.
She thought you were going to fucking Bulgaria.
Mate, I nearly
Like,
fucking cried at that.
Yeah.
People hated me for that though.
Yeah.
No, that was, it was
Why?
lovely, but don't post the engagement video. But that, I saw that.
Well, send me the
That was
engagement
literally going to
video.
be my
Yeah.
next upload, so I am fucked. Yeah, no, I've got loads of footage because I did it in that advent calendar way.
Yeah.
So I filmed
What, were you opened her up one after the other?
Proposed
Wow.
with an advent calendar.
my whole life is advent calendars, mate. Yeah.
So what was the sorry? So what was the story?
Alex?
So, do you know how I proposed? Do you know how I did it?
No, I'm
Right.
assuming it was an advent calendar
Yeah.
now.
So I made her.
So
this-
Zoe came out.
Yeah. Can you imagine if I booked her for the last day? No, I made this massive advent calendar, and every day I bought her a present.
Yeah.
And the advent calendar had a poem in it, which led to the location of the present, right? But this is where it gets good, right? So it had like you imagine like a like a one-word crossword thing, like 8 letters or whatever it was. So it would say like blah 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 da da da, and the answer would be
Conservative.
Tory. The answer would be like fridge, and
Right,
there'd be like
yeah.
loads of chocolate in there or something.
Oh, I
so
see.
she'd write fridge in. Next day, next thing, next day, and then on the last day, the poem led to read the first letter of every door, and then all the locations. It was like F for fridge, I, Fiona, will you
Fucking
marry
hell.
me?
That's good.
Fuck!
Yeah.
I swear to God, I've just got like, do you know when you get the feels?
So wait, all days. Wait. All days in the 24 read out as Fiona, will you?
Will you marry me?
If she hadn't prompted after the 8,
Jack, genuinely,
I would have been
how you
off.
didn't make that a video, I'm sort of gutting for you.
What? Yeah.
I've got all of the footage.
You guys may celebrate that now, but his one was leave happy hour. So
The amount of times he's brought this up is amazing.
I thought Jack should ask me to marry him, but it didn't go that way.
He got the calendars mixed up, mate. That's a shame.
I think I'd be too thick to work that out.
Oh, no, genuinely, like when people like
It was Fiona South, will you marry me? That's how many letters it
Oh,
was.
you know what you say
And
about
that's only
sweet.
24, so day 25 was a question mark, and there was 3 blocks, but she could put YES or NO.
I think that's the best proposal I've ever heard of. Like, I'll back it now.
I love the idea she went,
Like
I'm
it's
going to
dead
take a little time.
thoughtful.
So wait, did you do it on Christmas Day?
Yeah, that was
Mate.
the last day.
What a present.
If she said no,
Yeah, I'd
that's
have
a
been
horrible
fucked, yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah.
for you.
That's a prick move, isn't it? That's a prick move on her part.
And because the present on the last day was the ring, if she'd have said no, I'd have been like, I haven't got you anything then.
Yeah.
There's fuck all.
genuinely though.
And you saved yourself a bit of cash along the way then, Christmas present.
What
Nice,
people
though.
think about him, the fact that you
Straight to the
went
business
through
man.
all of that shows like your persona is just like that compared to what you really are.
It's the complete opposite.
Oh yeah.
Ollie never.
Soft as shit, this prick. Such a letdown.
The thing was, what he didn't tell us is he proposed in McDonald's, and it was a really like big thing. Yeah. He went, this is amazing.
The last 2 doors had hashtag ad read.
Rage Shadow Legends. That
That is sick. I can't. I mean, I really hope you make this video.
That's
Are you
class.
really?
Lovely.
You should have
I
posted
mean,
that.
I've got all the footage.
I want to see it.
Yeah.
I can't believe you used a wizard spell from Raid Shadow Legends to get a girl to marry you. It's amazing.
Right, it is. How you still got it? Have we got any more questions?
Yeah, I've got another one. This one's called Must Lose Virginity. And
Oh, yes, now.
it seems pretty urgent. I feel like this person wrote it just before sex.
Is it Max?
It's, I can't say. Hey, TG and Lawrence and the guys. You can call me anything you want. Has anyone got a name? Virgin, good. Hate to be another one of those shy,
Virgins.
nervous guys looking for girl advice, but I could really use some help. Basically, I'm a virgin, and there's a girl who I think I might like. I'm in college. We have a common class. However, we don't really have the chance to talk. My question is, do you think I should just grow a pair of balls and talk to her when I can, or message her on Insta, which I got from a friend? Also, I think I should go all in. Or do you think I should go all in and ask her out straight away, or do you think I should talk to her and get her?
All right, Mia's got an opinion. I want to hear Mia.
If a guy's approaching you,
I was a virgin in college.
oh, to be fair,
I don't know about you
we'll hear
guys.
both perspectives, but there's
Right.
one woman at the table.
Oh, who cares?
Can I give you the male
He said
perspective
that
of
he didn't have her Instagram. He got it off of a friend.
Yeah.
So he never had her actual Instagram.
Yeah, so
That
he's
to me
not
is
added her.
it's a red flag.
But
That's a red
It's
flag.
a red flag.
As
a
a
red
college
flag.
virgin, and I can relate to this a big time, I think he's underestimating his potential.
Okay.
In terms of what you could be. I was there in college. I butchered any chance I had with a female because I was just like, no way would she be interested. I would be in their position. I think just speak to them. Try and have some confidence in yourself. Develop that. And then when you get to 23, have sex with them.
See, I would go a different route. I'd say you should make a Christmas calendar.
Yes.
Where every single day you spell out that you want to go out with them, and at the end of
Will
the
you
day,
have
they'll
sex
say
with
Who would do that? Who
And
would
pray to
do
God they
that?
don't have diabetes.
Yeah, but seriously, as a guy approaching a girl, Mia, is it creepy when someone out of the blue, before you were obviously with a stud like this, would message you and be like, "Hey, babe, I'm sort of thinking you might like this."
If you didn't know them at all, then yeah. But I don't.
If she's seen him in class and it's sort of like, oh, they've exchanged a few looks.
But she says that he said that she didn't even follow him on Instagram, or they didn't have each other on Instagram. For me, that's a bit strange. I don't know whether it's because I'm like, oh, am I Gen Z?
No,
I don't know. Am I Gen Z? I think I am. It's like, oh, we don't even follow each other on Instagram.
It's incredible.
Connections that aren't actually there.
Yeah, is he making connections that aren't actually there?
Have any of you ever checked your when you go on Instagram, you could sort your requests by top?
How do you think those DMs became a thing,
that.
Alex? For fuck's sake.
I'm so sorry, Brian.
Has anyone ever done it? No, Brian's never touched it.
I dreamed that one day we
forgot they
could
never
get through
existed.
5 fucking minutes.
No, because if I generally I went on Instagram the other day and it gave me the option to sort on my top, and I went, oh, I'll do that. I wonder if anybody who I really like is, and it was just a bunch you showed me that video of that TikTok girl with that TikTok they made about
fucking you.
Can you fuck me, emo boy?
Yeah,
and I saw that.
We love that one.
And I watched that.
I love it.
I thought that's quite embarrassing. I actually feel quite bad for the fact that somebody's made that. About
Someone, for those who don't know, used your picture, and a girl sort of danced and mouthed the words to a song, "Can you fuck me, emo boy?" and your picture would appear.
And
the responses.
You only found out about that yesterday.
True.
Yeah.
No idea. I'm not up to date with all this. You know what I mean? But you know,
But
good on her.
I think even from the opposite side, like when you get a message, it's like that straightforward. It's like, oh, that's very straightforward.
Question, just while we're on DMs, most sort of DM that you've ever had, like out of the blue, like first DM, first one.
There was a girl who asked me to destroy a back passage, and as a virgin,
Was that the first tweet you'd ever had of her?
pretty much the first?
Will you destroy
Alex?
My back passage.
bit out of the blue?
Yeah, exactly. And as a beta male, I went. I just ignored it for a while.
Actually, I'm curious whilst we're in this podcast setting. What's the most outrageous DM you've
Mia, you must have had some horrible messages.
Yeah, I've probably deleted a lot of them, but I'm going through my messages now
Who's
just to see.
I love how. Wait,
If you need a hand, I'm an expert at this, so
yeah,
you know.
Mini
Can't
minter.
see that no,
Yeah, revenge is sweet, brother.
He's got a thing for that. He really does.
just this was one from
Chris
two
and D wants to
days
smash.
ago. It just says, "Bitch, I would eat you booty hole up."
She's done you dirty there, mate.
And it was from Brian.
Wow, get them back.
Yeah.
Perfect grammar though.
sort of a progression in a way.
Ironic, because my most outrageous message I ever had out of the blue was of a woman's arsehole.
Really?
Just how
Just
the
the
page
picture.
zoomed in
How
on
do you
it.
know it's a woman's ass?
I mean, the pussy underneath gave it away.
It was wax.
She had her tampons in the background, Jack. It's fine.
She had an absolutely incredible pair of balls.
Just a big arse, you know.
Brian, how close in on the arsehole was it?
I mean, it wasn't like right up. It was just like you could see him. Big
The whole
old
thing.
butt.
Big old
Yeah.
arsehole.
Yeah.
Was that out completely out of the blue?
It was about 1 a.m. on a Saturday night, sort of thing. You know what I mean?
You could see
She
the
must have just
crest
been
of the
thinking,
cemetery
"Fuck
pad.
it, shoot your shot."
Yeah, in a way. Yeah,
Ironically, she's clearly listening to the podcast because she definitely picked the right area.
yeah.
She was
Good
bang
girl.
on the money.
Yeah,
She thought he likes an arsehole.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
He sits next to one long enough.
yeah. Feelings mutual.
What? Any of yous had any like random ass Instagram DMs?
Random
Yeah,
arse
my one,
ones.
unfortunately,
Well-
is very public, so I don't really.
So what happened with that? How do you feel?
I uploaded a video on James and
James Charles, for
on
those
James
wondering.
Charles, and he.
You say you loaded on James.
Good
No,
old
I
Jimmy,
didn't
Jimmy
upload
C.
JC.
And
The second
and,
coming.
And
When I
James,
say coming.
James was very complimentary. And most people, they'll message me going, "Oh, thanks for not bullying me," but he went very much the opposite way.
Oh, he got
come
a
on.
big cock, didn't he?
Yes, that's what.
Why
you
did he
What
say
was his
that?
exact words? Can we have the wording?
So the thing is, I wore these fucking joggers in the video, and I didn't actually realise this until I saw one. It's just such a
Was this
terrible
the tea
story.
one? The one where you're making the tea in the kitchen?
Yes. So
That was actually a really good video, to be fair.
I decided instead of doing a normal video, because the joke is that obviously those guys are like, "Oh, tea, sister." So I made a cup of tea as I made the video, and I wore a pair of joggers that were quite big for me. Now the worst thing about this, I didn't realise. I thought
They look quite small.
I bought them. I saw my parents a few weeks ago. apparently they're my dad's joggers that I'd taken from his house.
How can you?
So I took my dad's joggers from his house, and then if you watch the video back, because of how baggy they were, you could very much see the shapes.
Maybe it was your dad's dick print that was in left in it, and it's actually it's your dad's cock. He's fantasizing.
Your father's dick print has attracted James
like,
Charles to the set. It's incredible.
Sorry, Alex.
Daddy's dick.
Alex, there is no way you have got a big penis, Alex. There is no way. No way.
It's good though because now I know.
Jack is probably relative.
If I want to get James Charles's attention to get him on the podcast, I just need to title it to James Charles and just rock up with my.
The thing is, the issue is like it's not necessarily his fault because if you read the fucking comments on this video, even to this day, it's just all about the imprint of my genitalia.
Be honest though, Alex. How sexual are you?
Well, in that video, I had a target audience.
Alex, what's the dirtiest thing you've ever done?
Yeah.
The target.
But come on, Alex.
Yeah, we're all roasting me. What you been doing, Laurence? Tell me.
The dirtiest thing you've ever done, go.
What in town?
Have you shagged in a Portaloo?
Sleep with my significant other.
Threesome. You ever done a threesome?
Your significant brother.
Never gone that far.
Because when you're bisexual, I always imagined that maybe you'd have sort of someone shagging your ass and then you shagging someone else.
Like a human centipede.
Maya, you sat down, darling. You didn't know you're in for.
You'd hope that's what you get, but
It's not the human
that's not quite the
centipede.
reality.
This isn't Pornhub.
Yeah, so you watch porn, you think, oh, I wish it could go that way, but then you realise it very much isn't the same. In
Yeah,
real
because
life.
I didn't get shagged for 23 years.
No, instead you get a compilation on you. And it's like, this isn't what I asked for.
How's things going with you, Stephen? Are you enjoying being a sexually active adult?
Well,
Oh, it's such a dad question.
I don't want to brag, Brian, but I can do it within 2 hours these days.
Stephen?
Are we getting? So we instead of going through the whole playlist, we've shortened that right down.
We're just going through the whole. That's right, Brian.
We're going through the
Because for those who might have forgotten, you made it through a long DJ set, didn't you?
Yeah,
when you first started?
big time. Now it's just, the best of now 49.
The condoms are off.
Exactly.
Now that's what I call sex.
Are you still condom using or not?
Are you still condom? You are such a fucking dad. Are you still condom using?
Well, right, I'll get into this now because my girlfriend's come off the pill because it makes her a little bit on edge. Okay.
I hate it when women say that. It's such a ball ache.
But she picked a specific type of condoms to buy, and in this pack you get cocktail flavoured condoms.
Yeah.
And I'm going, you don't like cocktails. You always make me drink them.
The thing is, it's even worse because when I try it on Stephen, I'm thinking,
I'm going, Alex, if you want the espresso martini, it's there. If not, I'll drink it myself. For the second night in a row.
Suck the flavour off and then put it on.
Exactly,
She'll love
Brian. I'll go, if no one else is having the pina colada, I'll get it in my gullet.
If you like pina colada,
I get vaginal pain.
Right.
All right, okay.
Fair enough.
Anyway, we haven't had a child, and if we did, we'd call it Juan Pablo Paolo.
Yeah, good. Good for
But,
you.
I think that might be where we leave this podcast, lads.
No.
I'm only saying that because I've got a live stream to do in about 3 hours.
I'm so sorry.
Well,
for
a
what
little
I've
bit
just
less
said.
than that, but yeah. fair.
Apparently, according to Gio, he just texted me, we've broke the record for the longest podcast we've ever done.
Have that Tyson, you
But by the
dosser.
time you cut all the
is the
shit
longest
out, it's
To be
podcast.
honest, we're saying that now. It's about an hour by the time it goes out.
By the time it's been cut.
I'd just like to
story
say
about,
thanks
Will
to
and the
all of you
Sugar
guys,
Brothers.
you beautiful
Thank you
people.
for having us.
Thank you so much.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
Yeah, and I hope everyone has a happy Christmas
Merry Christmas.
and gets everything they
Got to
want.
this point on Christmas, they've not had a happy.
Yeah, and a happy Raid Shadow Legends, am I right?
And I just love you guys. So thanks for coming.
thank you,
Appreciate
Ryan.
it.
Thank you.
See
All
you
right.
next year.
Thank you,
Merry
mate.
Christmas, everyone.
See you guys.
Happy
Bye.
Christmas.
Unbelievable. Thank you so much, everyone.
If you think 2019 was a bad year for me, you probably don't realise just how bad it was. It was weird, it was crazy, it was painful. It was one of the hardest years of my life. And I feel like I need to tell you what it was like just to close the fucking door on it all. This might be my most honest video. It probably is my most honest video I've ever made. I don't know if a YouTuber's ever done this before. I'm taking a leap with this one. and I hope you go with me.